that
make you go
recall conspiracies, but it was facts behind it type shit.
Oh, yeah.
And I always believe like everything can't be what these niggas is telling us. Just being logical, like there's no way. Why would they tell us everything? Just as a kid doing that.
It's been quite a few years, more than 5 years. I've always tuned into Minister Farrakhan because of my dad. That's why my dad, like, I got an African name. Like, he was reading up on Muslim and Islam and shit back in 92. Well, like 90 to 92 back in Guyana.
So do you practice a certain religion?
I have no religion. I subscribe to no religion.
I thought you were subscribing to Muslim.
I
thought you told me that.
I read up on the teachings of Islam.
I could have. No, my bad.
I self-law and master.
I could have swore you told me that.
Yeah.
Islam.
I must
have been mistaken.
Yo, we gotta hold it like that close?
No.
Nah, I just read up. I always say I read up on all the religions. I
tell people, like, I read up on all religions. Like, every religion says some fucked up shit, though, too.
Ever since I read Plato's Allegory of the Cave, that's when I
that shit gets crazy,
mindset.
right?
Because once you subscribe to one thing, you're in that one cave. So you're oblivious to everything else outside of that one cave. So why should I be a Christian? And Christianity got so much fucking subsets. They got Catholicism, they got fucking Seventh-day Adventists, they got Methodists, they got Baptists. Like, what the fuck?
How does that make sense? What happened? Yeah, what happened?
What you were saying just now though, about Alex Jones?
Nah, they shut him up real quick.
I seen like 2 months ago they shut down his Twitter because he was talking shit about Trump. He was doing something, and
he's a big supporter.
They suspended his.
Trump was on his show.
Oh, okay, then maybe it was something. No, he was saying something, and his shit was shut down for like 2 weeks. They wasn't allowing him to post none of that.
Nah, they shut him up.
You guys follow? Salud. You guys follow Q and him?
Nah, who's that?
Maybe. I don't know.
So in 2017, when the 2018 elections was going on and everybody was trying to be the president, Hillary Clinton's emails, right? there was a post on 4chan. You ever heard of 4chan?
What, it's dealing with
like a Reddit?
Yeah.
You ever heard of Reddit?
Yeah.
So it's like basically just a board where people go on and they type whatever they want on this board. And then you can have discussions and shit like that. There was a random post, just a random post. And it turned out to be questions. It was just questions, and it was you were supposed to read the post, answer the questions, and then that's it. It's called Q. Now the story behind it is, it's a group like us, right? Like, you know how we sit around, we talk shit. There's also people in the government who aren't all pieces of shit that see what we see.
Yeah.
But they can't do shit either.
They signed something.
Exactly.
And they also know that the way that this shit is set up with the webs and all of that there's not a lot of choices for them. But this is all allegedly. Allegedly, they figured a plan out, and it was the 2016 elections that they were going to carry it out, which was JFK's plan, which was to remove the deep state. Now, when Trump was in the race, he was placed there purposely so Hillary Clinton would be selected as president. The proof in the pudding is that Bernie Sanders was the logical choice, but the DNC didn't pick him. The emails reveal bias and all of these things. These are emails, personal emails from her campaign manager. His name is John Podesta. And he has there's a whole nother thing about him with children and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And the emails. But in 2000, so long story short, they pick Hillary. Hillary's supposed to win. They're planning on stealing the election, but they can't because these individuals are actually in very high power places. So they're putting in safeguards for this election. Now Trump is going around the country and everybody's saying that he's going around, he's just talking to a bunch of rednecks and a bunch of racist people, which might be true. That definitely might be individuals that fuck with him.
Yeah.
But there's other individuals that are hearing what he says and it's starting to make sense.
That's something that he was making sense to me. Certain shit he was saying, I'm like, that makes sense. Like,
you know what I mean? Different people.
And then I started seeing Alex Jones, and he's saying like, yo, they doing this, they planning on this, he saw my New World Order, everything. It's like, we're shutting all this down.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm like, oh.
I tell people, not for nothing, if you really want to see what Trump is like, who he is as a person, you should watch the dinner after he gets chosen It's like the first dinner they have, and the things he says at this dinner, it just brings so much anxiety to these individuals. You can see the faces turn red.
Niggas is nervous.
They're terrified.
Yeah.
And then I want y'all to pay attention to what's happening to him. What are they trying to do? They're trying to lock him up.
Who, Trump?
Yeah, right? The FBI.
But before we get into that,
Introduction.
how you doing, my nigga?
I'm good, man.
You
How
good?
you?
Doing pretty good. We got these two
Intelligent brothers.
right, two brothers on the show. My guy Steven G.
Yo,
and
what up, what up?
my guy William.
What's going on?
As you can see, we already been
ready.
deep diving in this shit.
We ready.
You know what I'm saying? So continue. Fuck
And
it.
I'm not, and this is not to say like I'm out here like campaigning for Trump. I could care less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my opinion on him before all of this was that he was just a dude on capitalism, and he just gives it up how somebody on capitalism gives it up.
Yeah.
So I never really I'm not a fan of human beings who like capitalize on other people, but I know that it happens on this planet. It is what it is.
Happens
I get-
everywhere.
Cause I guarantee you, bro, like if he wasn't running for president and he was throwing a party, everybody gonna be at his party.
Exactly.
Right.
The same people condemning him.
You know
That's
what
how
I'm
it was
saying?
before you ran for president.
Exactly. All these
Rappers
rappers
So
and
him.
being in
how does
videos.
something like that
The
happen
media.
so quickly? So then, if it's the media, who's telling them to do that, and for what? Why?
The 9 unknown men.
So, but the QAnon thing,
The
though,
nine
that's
unknown
to bring
men.
it all back. The QAnon
Yeah.
thing was just this random post, bro, and it's on it was on Reddit, got shut down. It was on another feed, got shut down. You guys should look into it. Now it's on QAnon.pub, and where it's at right now, there are over 50,000 sealed indictments in America, and it's
Nice.
for the people that have been fucking the country for the last 100 years. Like legit. That is the claim that's happening. You see Trump.
These are FBI indictments?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like federal indictments. Federal
For people
indictments.
that
They're
have
about to
historically
they're about to wash
been-
everything.
And before you continue, you said the deep state. What is the deep state?
So those are the people that you go around and you're like, yo, why is the country fucked? Because people are out there making deals left and right to do whatever it is to get money in their pocket to promote their
Own
ideas.
interest.
The black
You know what I'm
government.
saying? So those are
Or
those
black
individuals.
government.
They're people. They're people with families. You talk to their family, their friends probably like, that's my aunt. I love her. That's my cousin. That's my father. I love. They're good people. What are you talking about? They're not. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they have red fucking horns and shit like that. I don't.
They
I
got
just-
rough skin.
I just think they lack empathy. They're selfish.
Right.
You know. And
You
then
might want to lean forward though, cause
And then like I don't know, so me personally, I feel like the things that everybody in the hood's talking about, or like when we get around, we smoke our bud and we get lit, and we're like, yo, something's happening. We weren't alone. We're not alone. And the people, because at the end of the day, if everybody was bad, this shit would be fucked 10 times
Right.
worse over.
Right.
So everybody can't be bad.
Right. I believe that.
Yo, matter of fact,
That's definitely my mindset. Like everything can't. Like it gotta be some people out there that's fighting for good. Like how I'm fighting for good. Like niggas in it gotta be somebody. Maybe they gotta be silenced because they in a position where they forced to be silent. But somebody gotta have good intentions. Somebody gotta have
I
good
think
intentions.
a lot of people got good intentions. Just like you said, they're like they shut you up quick. Whether like God forbid it be me, like all right, cool, we're gonna shut them up. Yeah, your daughter's missing. Like what?
yeah.
Like I asked earlier when I asked y'all when did you wake up? Do you ever answer that?
I don't have a date, but I've always been into like looking deeper into things and like not seeing things from the surface. I've always been into like hearing deep conversation like this. You could say conspiracies that's not really conspiracies. I don't really have like an age though.
That's another thing. I was gonna say, what is conspiracy? What's the definition of a conspiracy? And what's the definition of conspiracy theory?
It was the word. It was the word created by the CIA. It was just the word.
Like I looked it up last night and I forgot. You know, like I would say I'm bad with it, but I'm like, look at it.
Yeah.
But a perfect example is like friend. Like we looked up friend. What does a friend mean? And friend says someone that supports you, not somebody that's you knew for a long time.
Right.
A friend is somebody that supports you, whether it be your dreams or whatever it is you're doing. They support you.
Yeah.
And then it's crazy how they make it seem like conspiracy theories is automatically, oh, you're crazy,
Right.
you're this, you're that, and it's because movies they laugh at that guy. the movie 2012. He was trying to warn everybody, and they're
Right.
laughing at him. Yo, the dude was crazy. Don't listen to him. And I remember I was having this conversation in the barbershop. Certain things, like I always jump into things, and I was like, yo, I'm buying a raft. And my barber was like, what? I'm like, yo, I'm gonna buy a fucking inflatable raft that you just fucking pull and it comes out. I was like, yo, it's $2,200 for a 6-seater. He was like, he started laughing like, yo, it's not that serious, bro. It's not that serious. I said, no doubt. I said, when I'm floating by your house and you on the roof and you waving me down, I'm like, yo, boy, it ain't that serious.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
I'm gonna keep it moving.
Exactly.
Right.
He said, yo, we better start from you. Like, nah, we good.
That's the thing. It's never that serious until it is.
Yeah.
Nobody thinks like ahead and shit now. Everybody's like, I'm living in the moment.
Microwave effect.
Exactly. Like my life is the way it is now. I gotta prepare for Friday. I gotta prepare for next summer. But it's shit going on that's gonna prolong to past your kids.
But see, all of this was purposely done because we've been socialized to perceive, you know, certain things as a conspiracy or
Exactly.
a conspiracy theory. The three characteristics of socialization is capitulation, assimilation, and then ultimately imitation.
What's capitulation?
Capitulation is basically eradicating your viewpoints or whatever and replacing it with something else, and therefore leading you to assimilate. You wanting to become, you know,
A part of
part
whatever
of
it
the
is.
norm,
Yep.
part of, you know, the status quo, and then you ultimately imitate. I'm drawn in now. Now I'm one of the bad guys. Now I'm a capitalist. You see what I'm saying?
Yo, you know how many? I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, I'm pretty much done.
You know how many people were pissed at me for the DM? I mean, my story on IG that on voting day, I was putting. I don't know if you saw my stories,
Nah, I
but yo,
didn't see
people were hitting me up. Matter of fact, the
What you mean?
Diego, I'm
Yeah,
not-
his mom was beefing with me now.
Yeah.
Y'all wasn't
The
beefing
only
with
hit me up.
But y'all wanted to know why I didn't vote though.
Dione was like, yo, Steve, like, yo, a lot of people gonna hate you for this one right here. I'm
Shout
like,
out
yo.
to Dione. Dione
Yeah.
is in
I'm
my
happy you
inbox.
saw
Because
that
I
vote
posted
shit.
something too.
Yeah.
Dione was like, yo, I ain't voting either, bro.
Yeah,
And
he
we
hit me
chopped
up.
it up.
So I'm the only one that votes. So I'm the only
You only
big
said,
head.
Yeah, you don't
Well,
you was the one hype for the sticker.
Who did he vote for?
Yeah.
Come on.
I voted for whoever my mom voted for.
See, okay,
Still
see,
mama's boys.
See,
I
like,
know.
saying, like, I don't have a name. You don't know why you voting for this person. I can't.
Yo,
get
this is
behind
my thing, right?
I said the same thing.
Everyone was hyped like, yo, this is an important vote. We gotta do this and shut up Trump. That's what the fucking shit's
See,
all
that was the
about,
main
right?
agenda. Yeah.
Do you see what
Now,
I'm saying?
Yeah.
When Obama was in house, what they did? They voted, they got the house, and who won the house? Republicans.
Yep.
Then he did it with Bush, and like, I don't see it's the same shit over and over.
Exact same shit.
The president never had the house.
No, he has it now. No, he doesn't have the house. He has the Senate.
Doesn't
he
have
has
some of the house.
You know, he doesn't need the house anymore.
Recently.
Cause what?
Not. Alright, continue.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get into it after.
But now, when that happened to Obama, when Obama lost the house, what did he do? He started passing laws. He started passing new things without the House consent. And the
Yeah.
first thing people want to do, impeach Obama, impeach him. That's it. What do you think is going to happen with Trump? All the laws he wants to pass, every president that wants to pass a new law, it happens January 1st when you're recovering from your hang.
There's three chambers though. There's the House. What is it? It's the
Executive.
Senate. It's the Senate, the House, and what was the other?
Congress.
The Judiciary. I think it's the Judiciary.
No,
That's
you
what I
get
out.
mixed up. It's legislative, executive, and
No, but those
judiciary.
okay.
Those are the three branches of government.
Those are the three branches.
But the other ones
with the
is
representatives.
House of Representatives, Congress, and Senate.
Okay,
But House and
he has Senate. He has the Senate and he has Congress. They're both Republican majority. He does now when he has to pass a law. He doesn't need the House. The House can bring laws to the floor and
You can shut
protest
him
them.
down.
And now he has. Well, not him, but the Republicans. have
Isn't the
control.
House Congress though? Isn't the House and Senate Congress? I think the House and Senate is Congress.
House and Senate?
The House and the Senate is
It's the
Congress.
same thing.
Yeah,
so-
432 seats, and they make up Congress, and Congress is the legislative branch.
Okay, so
'Cause
how
they
many
interpret the
Republicans are
laws.
in the Senate now?
I don't know, but them niggas is swooping up in there.
They chilling. I know. I didn't do my research yet, but I know Shorty that won, the Spanish girl that won from New York. From what I understand, it's gonna be a terrible. Like people were hype about it, but from what I understand, like it's a bad choice.
It is all.
But everyone's like, oh, a female, alright, cool, I get it. Like, y'all falling for that too. Like, free the nipple agenda. Like, you falling for that.
That's
A
what I said.
perv
Yeah.
made that agenda.
Right.
We got free the nipple. Why? Because I want to see your fucking titties.
Right.
I didn't even hear about that.
Like, that was a big movement like
Yeah,
a year ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Free the nipple.
Yeah,
Free the nipple.
Why can't a man walk down with no shirt on and a female can't?
Like if you go through Like if you walk through the city, you barely see any women wearing bras anymore.
See through
I've
shit
seen
and
two white.
see
I've seen 2 white women in the summertime with their beard like titties out because they're just hot.
because they passed the shit.
Union Square
Oh,
Station.
really? Oh,
like
okay.
no bra, nothing. Like straight up Bloomingdale's bags.
Yeah.
Titties out.
Nipple.
Well,
And
that's
then like, oh, you never saw a nipple? This pussy grabs back. Like, you sound stupid.
Yeah.
Bro.
That sounds crazy.
right.
That sounds mad crazy. Like,
Like,
what is it?
nigga, we
What do
want
you
your pussy to grab back.
But,
like,
That's
what do
how I
you
look at
want?
it. Like, that's
You know,
for it.
this is around the topic. I mean, it's kind of a little bit off, but speaking of Union Square, speak about, cause we met in my store, and he was a customer.
Wait, just
and-
spell that.
Sprint right there.
Sprint.
6
Chill,
shots.
chill,
of Sprint.
chill. Whoa.
Yo,
whoa.
Matt, but Matt,
Whoa. I can't have niggas knowing exactly where I work.
niggas want discounts, yo.
Hell no.
You want people to support
Hell
it?
no.
Support
Connect.
them.
All right, DM me and then you can talk.
Filter.
I'm gonna cut that out. But you speaking about how you went
I was in Union Square, yeah,
Right.
and there was a rally, man, and I think it was an LGBTQ rally, and then I was waiting for delivery.
excuse the sirens. We in the hood.
I was waiting for delivery, and these women. There was a young girl. She was telling everybody she wanted everybody to vote. She said it was an important election. No more other people being in control of what they want. They wanted. She was complaining about how trans people don't have rights. Right?
Trans?
Yeah.
Trans.
So, me being who I am, I grew up around a lot of different types of people in my life. Like, I don't have a fucking problem with anybody. I could care less if somebody wants to be a woman, a sandal, a sock. I don't care. Like, that's you.
Niggas is dogs in some space.
My thing is
but-
this though. My thing is this. Like, as far as like a human species goes
got
and all
rights.
of that, and like psychology goes, I'm curious as to, first of all, like, does trauma have anything to do with that? That's number one. That's like my first thought about it.
Yeah.
Like, would trauma have anything to do where a human being might not fully accept themselves for whoever they are? I'm not saying that there's something wrong with that, but that's neither here nor there. She was complaining about rights, and I was curious as to what rights don't trans people have. They're men and women on paper for the most part, and then if they're a specific race, then maybe we can get into it, right? Because not for nothing, if you're dark skinned, you got problems out here. It's just a fact. People give you a hard fucking time, left and right. So is that what you guys are talking about? No, that's not what they're talking about. They're talking about they can't vote because when they go to the voting booth and they give the birth certificate to the people, they don't want to be a male or a female. They want to be genderless. They don't want their name to be, if he was like born a Michael, he wants to be Marianne. And the person in the window is like, I can't do that for you because your birth certificate says A, B, and C. And I'm confused because if you really want to vote and stop these evil people in office, why
Just
not
turn
be
to Michael for a
why not
fucking
be
minute.
Michael for 2 fucking seconds?
Vote and then turn back to Marianne.
And turn like
They
why
want
do
everybody
we,
be little fucking punks now.
That's what I'm
bro.
saying. I feel like it's a
They want
sensitivity
they doing
issue.
it to fucking make everybody soft and
PC.
And once you get soft and it keeps going down, it just jumps to fucking Hitler, yo. This is something that Hitler was trying to do. But before I jump into that, I'm going, like I said, I jump all the way back and forth. Yo, Trump caught my attention when he was asking Barack for his birth certificate.
Yeah.
That caught my attention. And I'm like, yo, he knows. That's why I asked you, do you know who Barry is?
Yeah.
And the way they threw that shit off quick, we killed Bin Laden today. Now, Obama goes down as a U.S. president hero.
Mm-hmm.
You don't care about the fucking birth certificate no more. You don't care about the truth or nothing. Like, oh, we killed him. Like, yo, Bin Laden been dead.
Yeah, not for nothing,
he's
bro.
been dead.
The birth certificate thing was also started by Hillary Clinton.
Photoshop shit.
Yeah, while they was running against each other.
Yeah,
in
and then
2007.
they was blaming Trump for like, yo, why you out here being mad racist? I starting this. He didn't even start.
No, it was
And
Hillary. The same people, the same person. Majority of y'all wanted to vote in as a president.
Yo, the manipulation is
Niggas,
crazy.
yo, they took a day off
Like,
because Trump won. They had to talk to counselors. Like, what?
Yeah, that was crazy. Like, how does that make
You
sense?
getting
to
soft.
anybody, bro? How does
America's
that make
getting
sense to
soft.
anybody?
America been got soft, man. I would say since the
Like,
Wait.
after the
like
60s.
me,
You said who had to go to counseling?
Like kids.
kids in college and all the people that voted.
Well, man, I don't think
Like,
it was a lot. Though.
I
don't think it was a lot.
I like the fact that
Definitely
Trump,
out there,
the
yeah.
best thing that happened that Trump won, it woke
I
a
did
lot
not
of
know
people
that.
up and
Yeah.
want to learn about how the government works.
Yeah.
And they
That's
still
the problem.
fucked up. Like, someone was talking to me like, yeah, wait up. I said, listen, New York is blue. It's gonna be get voted blue. If you really want to make a difference,
No.
take your ass to
New
PA
York is
and
Democrat.
vote.
Yeah,
It's blue.
Blue's Democrat?
Yeah. Take your ass to PA, one of them swing states, and vote over there. Register over there if you want it. You're wasting your time over here.
Yeah, it's not going.
Get together. You had this rally.
Yeah.
Put chip in for a fucking bus and go vote.
Yo, they be yelling, bro. They was yelling on Union Square. She was like, "Okay, everybody, let's yell," and they all started yelling at the top of their lungs, like children. It was the
Grab back,
bro.
free the lips.
I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Yo, they be getting butt ass naked and be grabbing that shit in the protests too.
Yeah,
And
they
niggas
do.
is like, oh shit.
I don't understand. This is, like you
And
go
they-
outside
and
and run a
people
bunch of
fall for
dogs. Yeah, like you go outside and run with men who are this a specific way, right? Like men are, I want that. You gonna go in front of him with your breasts out?
Yeah, like word up, I support it too.
Like, oh, you're
Twist
such a
the
piece
nipple
of
real
shit,
quick.
misogynistic asshole. Yeah, he is. Why are you out here in front of him telling him to
Provoking.
respect you with your
Because the
tits
media
out?
made them believe that they don't have rights.
I don't know what rights.
Socialization.
Women rights, all this. Like women's
I've
rights
seen-
is because they wanted to tax women. All right, cool. Now go work. That's what the whole women rights was about. You can vote now. No, we can tax your ass now.
New income for the federal
Yeah, like, all
Reserve.
right, cool. Yo, we gotta bring this shit up. How can we do it? Oh, put women to work. All right, cool.
I mean, I know what you know what though. I don't want to generalize too much because at the end of the day, I know for a fact there's hardworking women out here, bro. That go outside.
Yeah,
they can't
I
come
do
up.
construction and
Because-
I work with hard-working women.
You feel what I'm saying? But and they can't come up because dudes really are.
Oh, my mom's went through it.
So it
Because
happens.
she's Spanish, or is either she's Spanish or she's a woman, but they say, oh, I'm sorry, you have too much experience.
Yeah, exactly.
I never understood that.
Too much.
Like,
And
what
my
the
mother's
fuck
like,
is the
yo,
criteria?
it's alright,
How
like-
has to give me the fucking job,
It's
man.
all about
Question, I get like a
Well, give me a job, like, give me
My
a fucking
mother's like, yo,
promotion.
you can fucking take 20,000 away from my pay. I
Let
take
me
a
just
pay
have
cut.
the
I
job.
need to work. I haven't worked in 2-3 years since 2008 when all that shit happened.
Right.
And
Why they
got
do
like,
that
now,
though? Like, what do you think is the reason for that?
recession, yeah.
I can't call that. That's probably just another excuse.
That's
Just one of those
maybe
thoughts.
they using that. Maybe back then, that right there was to build up this movement that's going on right now.
For sure.
Long
Everything
term.
is strategic.
Yeah.
These niggas plan 15, 20 years ahead.
Like,
When shit now like manifesting, we've been accustomed to reacting out of shock and
Emotion.
emotion.
damn, what's this chemical?
But-
And then he said shock.
I was looking for a specific word too, because it's a certain word when the population, like you basically you apply that catalyst to get that desired result. But I forgot. But yeah, like we the public, the sheeple, we react out of shock, while the government, like these niggas is like, we anticipated this, we planned it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like niggas.
It's like a
need
big
to-
ass experiment.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
We gonna do this.
Jay-Z said it
and
best.
They do that.
I set the trap just to see dude react.
Yeah.
That ass though.
NSSM 200, Agenda 21, like all these shits.
Yeah, I
is-
worked at the
Yeah,
UN.
these shits is
I worked at the
You know what I'm
UN.
saying?
Did you?
I worked at the United Nations.
Hold up.
Right, I worked there for 5 years, and it was under construction, right? And I think on my 3rd year there, it was in the basement, and everything's supposed to be taken out, whatever. Like I know all the secret areas, the UN, I knew everything. Like I had the CIA run up on
Might
me one
want to cut
time.
this out too. I don't
They
know
ran
if-
up on
I
me.
don't know if we want to keep this up too. You sure you want to say this?
Right,
man?
right.
Yo, they ran up on me because
Right.
I was filming. Like,
This nigga wildin'
Oh,
over there.
Man,
nah,
They
they
have
know
to block
already.
the name on
I swear to God, they know,
All
right?
they gotta do is run each other name and run up.
I'm like,
Right.
fucking Steven again, guys.
Right.
Steven's out there.
All right,
wildin'.
look. Before we even get into it, right? I asked you guys, when did you first get into it, right?
Talk-
Yeah.
When I first got into it, it was like 2005, whatever. Then I got laid off from work. Construction, you always get laid off, right? People are like, oh, I'm so bad for you. I'm like, no, this is regular shit. We work our way out of work,
Yeah, there's contracts and shit.
right? Like, we build something, we don't move in, like, we get
Right.
the fuck out. Like, we
Right.
just,
Shit.
I just
shit.
left Nike, like, on 50, across the street from Gucci, on 54th.
The new
Oh,
Sick.
you did the new one on Fifth Avenue?
Yeah, on Fifth Ave.
Oh, word?
Just did that one, and
That's what's up. Oh, that shit's
I'm like,
crazy.
man, we're not gonna stay here and sell sneakers. Like, we're gonna fucking move to the next building we gotta do, right?
Right.
And then AMC. Anyway, I had my daughter in 2007. I was laid off, and I was just, another dope website is AboveTopSecret.com, right? Above Top Secret, you wanna get any information, you know. And I'm reading shit, and it's documents there showing everything, and then that's how it led me to like Alex Jones and all these other things, right? And the girl I was with at the time, she wakes up and I'm crying. Cause I'm thinking about like all the shit that my daughter got to go through.
Yeah.
Right, and that's when I like really woke up. And I think I know he was like, I'm not trying to go to jail on the last episode or something, right? And he was like, I don't give a fuck, kill me, whatever, you know, because I know God got
How
me.
was you saying
Something
all
like that,
that?
right?
Yeah.
Something like that, right?
I see.
Basically saying I don't fear the FBI, I don't fear the CIA.
Yeah.
No
I
man.
mean, I don't fear anyone else, but like, again, my freedom taken away, like, damn. But that's when I got real deep into the shit. And one day, on a Sunday, I was doing my laundry, and my phone rang. And he said, hey, we're doing a survey. This is when I first got into this shit, so I was deep in it already, like, oh. Like, yeah, we're doing a survey on how you feel about the government.
What the fuck?
Yo, I swear to God.
Never
That's
received that
OD,
call.
like
Yo, I was like,
overt. Like,
they said your name came up in our system and we want to know how you feel about the government. They're like, how do you feel about climate change? I'm like, oh, it's fake. They're like, no, sir, it's either A, B, or C. How do you feel about the way the country is? She asked, do you blame Bush? Do you blame Barack? Do you blame the banks?
Blame you.
And I said, oh. She said, no, sir, that's not a choice. I was like, all right,
Was
it's
it
the
personal?
banks.
It was like a
Nah, it was a person.
person?
Yeah, I stood on the phone for 45 minutes. Towards the end, she was like, do you live in an urban area? I'm like, do you consider yourself fit? Do you own any firearms?
wow.
Are you Hispanic?
Did you find out what this area was for?
How do you feel about unions? I'm like, how you feel about construction? I'm like,
Oh damn.
man, you asking all the shit you know about me already.
Yeah.
right.
And then I answered. I
Just
was
to
on the
see
phone
if
for
you lied.
45 minutes, and then I hung up. And then as soon as I hung up, I realized
You shouldn't have.
that wasn't my phone, and they had my name.
Yeah.
That wasn't my phone.
Who was it?
It was the shorty I was with.
Huh.
Oh.
Plot twist.
shit.
What the fuck?
What the? Yeah.
And I got a call not recently,
Man,
4
nigga,
or 5
that
years
shit
ago. That
is-
call came again, and I hung up.
How you doing, Steve?
They're like, yeah,
You
we
still
doing
want
this.
to get that
Yeah,
going?
yeah,
Your
You
name,
still want to-
your name came up. I was like, word. Click.
Good word. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
that's too much information dispelled on that phone call.
That's what I was saying before we
And
started
it got
recording.
labeled.
I said I wouldn't be surprised, since we always speak about this shit on the podcast. I wouldn't be surprised if we either get an email or one of them calls.
Yo, you're already being.
I wouldn't be
Because that's what I'm
surprised.
saying. We all
You're already on it. Like
Yeah.
that dude that told you, you're already on it. When I got that call, I was only like probably 2 months into it, and I got that call.
What were you doing though? Like you
I was doing my
just,
laundry.
Like, no, I'm saying like no. We were 2
I
months
was-
into
I was
researching
researching.
shit.
Just checking
No.
the sites.
Fucking
Yeah.
IP kept popping up.
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly.
I mean,
That's
like,
all it is. Yeah,
The
IP.
whole
Yeah, bringing off.
Washington D.C. wants to. They're gonna shut down the web.
Yeah.
Washington D.C. is gonna shut down the web because they're fucking pissed. That's why they're trying to censor a lot of websites and all this stuff. And they don't want you getting certain information.
Yeah.
Now, when you look something up, it's gonna go to a hub in D.C. and come back. And if they want you to have information, it's gonna come back, or it's gonna come back not found. And the people already spoke up, like, yo, take it. You can take the web. You forgot who built the web? They probably changed the name already, but it's called Web 2.0. And that's another underground web that's coming out right now. It's been out, like I said, but they probably changed the name or whatever. And they're like, yo, you can do. That's why, like, I don't know who you do your research with, like, for the internet. Like, I use Firefox and stuff like that. But I use Brave. You heard of Brave?
No.
Use that browser. You can download the app. I don't even use the app on my phone. The default on the phone. I use Brave. You know what I mean? But also, I started looking into Brave, and then I'm like, oh, you know what? I could buy some stocks in this. Like I got something that some technology companies that is gonna come up that's gonna put all these other companies down. Like
Then you're gonna replace them.
it's gonna replace them. And I'm like, yo, you jump on this now. Like I was working with a dude that had an Amazon stocks at $4, and they're at 2,000 right now. And I was like, when you bought that? He's like 10 years ago. I'm like, all right, cool. Technology changes. It takes like 10 years to pop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Technology before people really jump on it, delays. But now I want to jump back to what you were saying about the women's rights, about the what you say? Transgenders, right? I got a problem with one right with them. And the problem I have,
Is it the bathroom thing?
oh, it's another problem. Like, one dude tried to stop me one time at a regional.
That shit is wild, bro.
Dude in the hotel. I'm like, this what? Like, my daughter was going, like, once you start hearing stories that kids are getting fucked around with in bathrooms, like, nah, okay, like, I'm going anywhere.
Exactly.
But I took my daughter with me into the mills, you know, and brought her to the toilet.
Trying to stop you from.
And he's like, you can't bring it in there. I'm like, yo, dude, I'll go wherever I want now. The new rights came out. Like, I used that.
So you use that.
I used it. But the only problem I have with that is, like, there's this dude called Dan Penna, right? Billionaire. And I watch him on YouTube. He has his own channel. Friends with Trump. Some Spanish dude. Old guy. And he said a kid's head, brain, you know, you can make a kid a billionaire, millionaire by once they pass 8 years old or 9 years old, you lost them. So whatever you train your kid from those ages is gonna stay with them.
Yeah.
So my problem with them is how you take religion. I understand you take religion now and freedom of speech, whatever, out of schools, but don't have these people going to the school reading kids that are 5 years old saying, yo, it's alright to be a transgender.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I don't get
You're
it.
pushing.
Why are you even concerned with the sexuality of a child?
Like,
man?
you're fucking with their subconscious mind. You're planting the seeds and it's gonna grow on them later on. Because they want us to be weak. Why they want us to be weak? Because it goes back to that phone call. Are you fit? Can you fight? Because it's about to pop off.
Right.
Joe Rogan already confirmed that it's about to pop off in a year or two.
I ain't gonna lie. It's not kinda. I've been slagging. He told me, yo, you better get fit. Like you skinny now. You better get fit, my nigga. Cause when them niggas come, and you gotta defend yourself when they come knock on your door and they start pulling out their crib. You gotta know how to shoot, which I know how to do. I know how to shoot, load a gun, all that. But as far as like being fit, like I'm skinny. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, they got some shit coming. They already got alright. Damn, this my brain's going crazy.
I don't know. Wait, back to the other shit though, cause yo, they really be concerned with the sexuality of these children, bro. How is that a fucking topic, God?
They want you soft.
I don't think it's a soft.
Yo, I don't know how we got off.
It's agenda. It goes back to NSSM 200 when
like
Henry Kissinger proposed like a depopulation plan to Nixon, and basically it was multiple things. Even a Dr. Richard Day, he spoke on it, released it in 1969. This is before Reagan administration. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So this shit was been in the works. Is to depopulate because they projected that we were going to be overpopulated by such and such amount. But all this shit is a sham because, like, the water crisis that they claim, like, there's a water shortage. There's not a water shortage.
More oceans than land.
There's not a water shortage. How could there be a water shortage when the fucking planet is 3/4 water? Our bodies, you know what I'm saying? So, that was just an analogy.
Well, they try to hit you with the science, right? They'll be like, well, because the way the clouds move this way, and
it's bullshit. Yeah.
It has to be.
But the whole gay agenda, all this shit, like, it's purpose because
I see gay cop cars.
Once people are gay, reproduction is gonna go down.
That's what I'm saying.
You see what I'm saying?
But I don't want to sit here and tell somebody that he's like, I don't want to sit here and tell a man that he can't.
Yeah,
I don't want to do that.
But see, this is what I'm saying, like,
lady boy.
So the agenda is basically depopulation, right? Now, with the depopulation comes a lot of subcategories. Cancer. Dr. Richard Day in 1969 in his address, he basically said like there's the Rockefeller Institute, right? At that time, in the late 60s, early 70s, the Rockefeller Institute had a cure for 98% of cancers out there already. We're in 2018 and they still got fucking cancer foundations raising, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I would never donate to that shit. I see family members posting it on Facebook, donate for this, donate to this organization or this foundation for my birthday. You're wasting your fucking money.
Because they don't know.
Y'all niggas not reading.
Yeah. Yo, before you continue, because you're talking about the cancer, 98%. I bought this stock, DCTH, right? And didn't know what it was. I just saw it was a penny. So I'm like, all right, cool. Should go to 2 pennies. I'll double my money. You know what I mean? Common sense. Right? Yeah. But I just put $50 in it. That shit jumped to 35 cents. In 2 days, I was like, yo, stocks is mad easy. Why everybody ain't doing this shit? Like,
Yeah.
what the hell? They had a cure. They tested 100 people in Europe for stomach cancer, and it cured 100 people. They brung it to America, and this is what everyone that was in that stock was banking on, like the FDA approval. FDA shut it down.
We don't want it.
Shut it down.
We don't want it.
Yeah, right.
It's not lucrative to us because you fucking with
Exactly.
our
It's a
pharmaceutical.
it's a
Right.
trillion.
You fucking with our pharmaceutical revenue now.
Right. Right. We
You
don't
see what I'm
care if y'all
saying?
saving
We
lives.
could sell.
wanna
We
get
could
this
sell
bread.
this 100. We could sell this shit. Yeah, we gonna make like 100 million, but this
Yeah.
pharmaceuticals pulling in 10 billion.
Right.
Period.
Yeah, right.
So in addition to the cancer, that's when they implemented HIV/AIDS. They implemented, homosexuality. Dr. Richard Day spoke on it. He said they're gonna push homosexuality on TV and in the media, and this activity, this lifestyle is gonna become normalized.
I feel like it is.
They want
being
Frozen
So-
2 to be.
Right
They want
now-
Elsa to be gay.
Right now, we've been desensitized to homosexuality.
But his,
We speak out in as
I've
far
had an
as like
opinion on
opposing.
it. Yeah.
They don't
yeah.
do those
They're
actually.
like a-
What
yeah.
they-
Oh,
the
you're
demon, right?
exactly.
Look.
You're the bad guy. You're wrong. You're this. You're that. Right.
100%. Just to be clear, nobody here is against anybody being gay.
I don't
No.
care about it.
Yeah,
My
my
thing
sister-
about
my sister said
about
we
it
You can't
being
sit
pushed
here and
on
tell
kids
somebody
though.
what to do.
Exactly.
That's my
Right,
main.
nah.
That's where the line
And
is.
I agree.
How about you push how to be financially free at 7?
Right. So
Push that.
that goes into what you were saying. You said anybody that opposes it or seems
It's like a homophobic or something.
homophobic, they get bashed or whatever.
Yeah.
So I went in Zara like yesterday, right?
Yeah.
And I go in Zara, I immediately see like silk shirts and shit. Silk shirts is cool, the Versace style. So I'm like, all right, that's wavy for like, a little bad birthday bash, whatever. I started seeing like skin tight jeans, leopard print, alligator prints,
Sprayed on jeans.
leopard print,
You see those? I'm like, yo.
leopard prints, fucking sequence jackets,
Sprayed on. It's like coming
the fucking little
Yeah, that's what it's called.
I don't know what it's called, but like the leather is like really shiny.
patent leather.
It's like patent leather biker jacket,
like
like
satin and shit.
very flamboyant shit. Like I said, nothing against gay, but you can sense the difference
Yeah.
in the whole creative
You can see
direction
the
in the
agenda
men's
being
section,
pushed.
right?
Yeah.
So I posted that on my IG. I said someone at Zara who's gay must have got a promotion because all this shit is flamboyant, right?
Yeah.
So me and this girl got to debating in my DM. She said she was offended that I spoke of it that way and that I was kind of like making it seem like it was a crime to be gay.
That's not what you said though.
Really?
Is
I'm-
she gay?
They-
She's she has a girl.
You
All
see
right,
what I mean,
okay,
though?
that's
I believe.
Yeah, but like, is
But
a
I told
girlfriend
her
cute?
that.
Wait, what'd you say?
That's crazy.
It's a
Like,
girl.
easily people get triggered.
Right, and then look, at some
That's
point,
damn weak,
I
man.
said, I could see that you're not being impartial, and obviously, since you were offended, you're not looking at it from a logical standpoint. So,
Exactly.
why should I further this conversation with,
With
you?
you,
Because you're
exactly.
not like I'm not homophobic. I'm the realist.
Yeah.
This shit's flamboyant.
Yeah.
Does a man wear a dress? Is that flamboyant? Let's say what it is. I don't mean
It's like a
it's
statement.
flamboyant.
It's a
Yeah.
flamboyant thing.
But is it?
Yeah, I guess it all comes in.
Because you
style.
grew up like that?
Exactly.
That's what she was saying.
Yeah.
See, I look at it
Well,
from both views, but
yeah.
me, I'm like, yeah, fuck y'all.
But I'm
But
saying,
my
what I'm
sister
saying,
is
from
gay.
what
I had
see,
nothing against gay people at all. I
Yeah, of
went
course not.
clubbing with a bunch of lesbians. I went on vacation to Miami. Had the time of my life with them. Went
I'm sure you
to
did.
Aqua Girl, and that shit was popping.
great
It was
women.
10 of us, 10 dudes and 3,000 girls. It's popping.
They're great wingmen. They're great wingmen.
Popping.
For sure.
Even gay dudes, like they put in the word, like
I
I've
just
never
don't
seen a
know.
gay dude with like ugly girls around.
Nah, they always have beautiful women with them.
You know
Yeah,
what?
but one thing I don't- one
as far as
thing-
that depopulation thing goes, it makes a lot of sense, bro.
A lot
There'll
of
be a
fucking
lot of human beings that are large males, bro.
And
that could
looking
be powerful fucking.
We gotta
males.
jump back to the UN.
looking
I
at
know
history,
that you
I'm
want
talking
shit.
about like
But
legit, bro. Like you
I just
see
wanted to
these
say that
people-
point, what
Yeah.
you said, like, we had the whole little debate and everything,
but just to finish it off,
What's her
like
name?
I just wanted to say,
Not
like
saying her name.
I introduced it to just prove a point. Like looking at history chronologically, it's no coincidence that cancer, Ebola, HIV/AIDS, all these shits was implemented
last 100 years.
late 60s, early
Right.
late 60s to now.
Right.
Syphilis.
You ever looked up
We heard
who-
about the Tuskegee, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Experiments with the
they
syphilis.
tested on people, bro.
Black
They
men,
fucking
yeah.
get killed them.
Syphilis, that shit came from Columbus, what I understand. from fucking a goat. They were fucking goats and they bring this shit to
All I
America.
know is it came from white people.
Right, I seen a video the other day.
That's what I'm saying.
Fucking pigs and shit.
All I know is it
Yo,
came
one
from
thing, you said something the other day
Yeah, I
about
saw,
Irish
I
people.
got a video.
You say
White
something
guys
about Irish
fucking
people?
pigs.
Yeah, no, I said Irish people, like Irish men,
Yeah, like
specifically.
And then you was like,
They're
whatever,
very
my-
like they're very macho, like they're very like they don't really respect women. They, you know what I'm saying, like their culture is like they get drunk a lot and like they are
You
very.
know why they went through
Nah.
doing that?
No.
I mean, I don't understand like the potato. I mean, they went through potato shit too. Like they went through some deep shit also. But what I understand, they went through like a water crisis out there,
Yeah,
and nothing they can drink was beer. That's the only thing they can drink.
So it's embedded in like.
And it's crazy that it still lives on to today, and then it jumps back to the Hitler shit. That
part
we
of
were
culture.
talking, I was like, yo, that's on some Hitler shit. Hitler was smart, but he was going about things the wrong way, the way he was doing it, right? And before we were talking, I was talking about the depopulation on Spanish people, 95%.
Wait, when you
You
say
know-
he was smart, you saying like as far as what?
He was thinking long term. Like he didn't want, to him a perfect person was like with blue eyes, green eyes, whatever. But
yeah.
he didn't want overweight people. So, from what I understand, during the Holocaust, they were getting served like one time a day, and I know for me doing construction, when I work, I get at 6 o'clock I'm eating, at 9 o'clock I get a coffee break, I eat, at 12 o'clock I eat again, right? And then when I get laid off, and I don't eat at those times, but I'm fucking hungry because my stomach, my body got used to it already, right?
It's yearning for it. Yeah.
So he didn't want fat people in his area, and like whatever he want. That was like one of his things. Like I know more wild shit about him. Like he used to let his wife piss and shit on his chest, and like he used to do wild shit,
Oh, wow.
right? But to
Like
this
Dubai
day,
shit.
there's people that can only eat one time, and like their stomach is crazy small, and it traces all the way back to them. Because he didn't want obesity in his country.
You trying to say it was like a genetic mutation because of what he was doing?
Like going back to the Irish, like why they drinking like this, and like and it goes back to that.
Everything is a compound effect to an extent.
I mean,
Meaning
it
like
starts fading away. I feel
like
but,
snowball, like
yeah.
Eating once a
you're
day
doing
is
a certain
actually
amount
good,
of
though.
things until at some point it gets.
Because
just
at
big.
one point in my life last year, for a month and a half to 2 months, I was eating once a day.
What time?
I would eat when it like 12, 1 o'clock when the sun is at its peak. It was just like
And
You
you
would
know,
find
it's
that the
so
rest
it's
of
so
the night
fucked up.
You wouldn't eat anything.
I wouldn't eat. I would eat like
You would
nuts,
snack like
goji berries. I would
like
eat
fruit
that.
and shit like that.
Fruits.
Nah, not
Nuts.
fruits and
fruit?
shit like that.
Oh,
But like
nuts.
goji berries and walnuts and shit. Like
Mm.
I would eat. But as far as like solid food, I would just eat. And I was mainly eating. It was vegan food. This is when like I was eating no meat, no pasta, no dairy, no carbs, no nothing.
Oh, so you
Just-
already did it before.
Yeah, I did it before. So I see the benefit. That's why I said like eating once a day is actually good.
2019
But it
people
depends
get
on.
fucked up, yo.
But it depends
Yeah,
on
be
what
fucked.
you're eating once a day. And
Was
I
it
was
a large-
exercising.
Was it a large meal?
Nah, it wasn't even a large meal.
You're not
'Cause
supposed
when
to-
you
you're not
eat-
supposed to eat large meals.
You're not.
Yeah.
That whole food pyramid is bullshit. Like, when you eat, when you become a compulsive eater, you're overworking your stomach, and once
Right.
you overwork your
That's to break
stomach,
down that shit.
that's basically detriment to your whole body.
Mhm.
Your immune system gonna go down.
But what about
Yeah.
the calorie intake? Like, I'm pretty sure somebody who's 200 pounds needs to eat a specific amount of calories to maintain the weight.
I don't know about that like too in depth, but I know for a fact like eating too much
It's a bad thing for
is
your body.
bad.
Absolutely. I can
Like,
go
cause
behind
calories, I don't feed into calories and all of that. Calories, like,
that. A calorie is a unit of energy. It's a unit of energy, right? 1 calorie is a unit of energy. We get
Well,
so the fruits
when-
and vegetables are electric. They have calories. You can measure it, right? So when I think, to be honest, I'm pretty sure that as human species, we are supposed to consume a specific amount of fruits, vegetables a day.
It depends what you do.
As a lot, I'm saying that as bodily functions. I don't know. But I mean, but I've seen human beings who aren't large. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But that's my difference, I guess.
because at the end of the day, what do the human body need to survive?
Water.
And minerals, right? Water and food.
Water.
Water and food.
Yeah, I went
Sun-
to.
And
I
what
went
is
to,
it in the
Nah,
water
yeah.
that the human body needs?
Hydrogen. No, oxygen.
Oxygen.
The main thing we need is
What's that?
oxygen.
Oxygen.
We could go days without food. We could go days without water. if we go 8 seconds, I believe it's 8
I can
seconds,
buy
but
that.
30 seconds max. 30 seconds max without oxygen, you die. Period.
Right.
There's no ATP.
Your brain
There's
start.
no the mitochondria is
Mhm.
shot. You see what I'm saying?
So okay, so it's the O2. So you're saying that okay. Is
So-
that why some people don't need to eat at all and they survive?
Yeah, like monks and shit. Like, according to Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the main this is for the African, I believe, African diet,
Yeah, I see.
right? Because this is
course.
another thing. It depends on your ethnic class.
Genetics, bro.
Yeah, exactly, your genetics. Like white people, for example, could eat meat
Facts. There you go.
because of European climate and all of that
Caucasus
shit.
Mountains.
Exactly. So, and this is why they can eat like rare, medium rare, shit like that,
Yeah,
and their body break that shit
Even
down.
though they do
Bloody.
even though I don't know, like, what's the life
Right.
expectancy between somebody who's considered white? Like, is that
75.
75? Is that
I'm not-
normal? Is that
I-
high around the planet?
I don't know.
Right,
To be
can't
quite
generalize.
honest.
I know the average age is 75 for like population and stuff. For like you as a human being, they got moved up to 75.
That seems so low, man.
It is.
That
You
They
want
trying to
more-
lower
you
that
want-
shit. They trying to lower that shit even more.
Like I had a whole thing. It's like about like if you want motivation and you want to move. Like I'm not even gonna get into that.
Like,
but
if
you
get
take
to
a gumball,
75,
like take your age, take it away from 75, and times that by 52, so you know that's the weeks, and put that many gumballs into a jar, and every Saturday eat one. And you want to see some motivation?
You gonna start backpedaling like
But
a
I'm saying,
motherfucker.
like, yo, we can live to
You gonna get
75.
I see
on
13
some- on the
gumballs
fucked up
left.
way that we live in now.
And
I think we could go like a block 30, bro, and jump. I shit you. I feel like we could go
Yo,
probably
they-
a block
But
30.
all of this is part of the
But thing
global
is,
agenda
you-
of depopulation.
from birth,
we don't
like
want
that-
y'all to live too
yo,
long.
man,
Like
Yeah,
not even
okay,
from
hold
birth,
on.
like
before, bro.
because like when you born, you get what your parents ate. So even before then, like your parents gotta be completely or
Clean.
like not even organic, like
Clean.
they gotta grow their own shit. Not whole food, cause niggas swear whole food is the most organic
That's a
shit in the
fact.
world.
I'll be in
They
the-
lying to y'all
I'll be
niggas
in
too.
the-
And just because
They
something
lying.
says
2019, you
organic,
Y'all
doesn't
gotta
mean
be
it's
on a
healthy.
fucking
Nah,
island
it's
somewhere,
only
just
1%.
like them
Being
niggas in the
vegan doesn't mean you're healthy.
No.
the
You
fucking
can eat
North
Doritos
Central.
all fucking
Nah,
day.
that's a fact.
Technically, you're a
Mad,
vegan.
yeah, right, you're right. Mad fucking bread, mad
Yeah.
pasta.
Yeah.
Your
Plant-based,
parents
right?
and your grandparents gotta be on some like North Sentinel shit when they're on the fucking island. Everything
Exactly.
is pure, and then you born, and then y'all niggas, and then you know what I'm saying,
We
you
groom
fit.
you. We groom
Then
you.
I could see how, but living in America, where
Nah,
even
we
if you
can't. That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. You
even
can't
if you're
live.
vegan,
Yeah.
niggas is spraying your shit.
Chemtrails.
Even the fruits.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see an apple that's
Herbicides.
really shiny.
Yeah,
It ain't supposed to be
Thank
that
you for
fucking
mentioning
shiny,
that.
man.
What's
Thank you
up?
for
Yo,
mentioning
2019,
that.
they passing a new law.
And I gotta put
2019.
vinegar in my sink or something. shit.
Non-GMO, yo, and GMO food will be no
Yo,
fucking touched.
Nigga, I just
Wait,
found.
Starting
say that
with
again?
peanuts, like it's something
yeah,
I watch
I
like
saw
everything
that,
that's
bro.
non-GMO.
They about to
Will
come
be
up with
GMO.
some new joint shit.
Yeah.
They adding
nigga,
some.
I just-
They're not calling it non-GMO. They adding some new shit to it. I forgot
Yeah,
what
for
it's
the
called,
legal-
and
My
it's
nigga, I
done.
just found
You want
out
some
what GMO
non-GMO
stood for.
shit?
Yeah.
You need to grow your own shit. You need to get the
How do you
seeds
grow
now.
peanut, man?
Healthy People 2020 initiative.
Talk about it.
Healthy People 2020. Basically, one of the initiatives, one of the proponents in it is basically 90% of America, the United States, they'll be pushing to be vaccinated.
Yeah,
You have no choice.
Oh, nah,
they're
I
pushing
don't
to
fuck
be
with that.
They was
vaccinated.
doing that in Italy though. They
For you to
protested.
be,
Yeah, they say a crisis. Some
However,
shit came out.
yeah. However, there was a Healthy
They
People
tried with
2010
Ebola and that
initiative.
shit backfired on their ass.
There was a 2010 initiative.
Maybe that was
Some
Ebola.
people believe in the health industry, bro.
No,
Maybe
it wasn't
That, see,
Ebola.
look, that Ebola shit was sketch. It
Yo,
was
look,
a
Ebola
talk of the
been
town for
hit
3
since
months.
like the
Look who
60s,
made it.
4
70s.
niggas got it, and the older so don't hit all the shit no more.
That was, I got something for that.
Nigga, look who made it. Who sponsored it? I mean, and look who made who paid for the vaccines that cures it.
Who's that?
Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Bill Gates.
And now go to his TED talk, Bill Gates, and he talks about depopulating the world and how we're gonna do it is through vaccines.
Yep.
He said that?
Yes.
Yeah, like legit.
Yo,
Bill
and
Gates,
the
yes.
crowd is quiet, like,
Yes.
and he's dead serious.
Yes.
To the specific.
And people like, like, yeah.
That shit is
He
nuts.
said it plain right
Yeah.
there.
Straight up.
This,
Y'all know
this,
what-
this, and this,
y'all
and
know
this
what
can bring down the
cows are,
population
right?
to.
So that shit makes perfect sense, what you just said.
Yes.
Perfect sense.
In addition
He
to that,
funded the Ebola
yeah.
vaccine.
You make money
Depop-
from that. You make money. You know what I'm saying? In addition to that, Bill Gates also came out and said there will be 100 new strands. I think I mentioned it last episode. 100 new strands of viruses to hit the
shit is
market.
that?
How the fuck do you know the 100
Yeah,
new strands
right?
is coming?
Right.
Did them niggas write you a letter?
Right.
Did
Because
malaria
before we
write
forget,
you a
right?
letter?
Right.
Before we,
What's a patent?
A patent.
Yeah, like what's a patent? Like if somebody
You have the right to. Like you
right.
came up with the
Copyright.
idea.
came up with the idea. Okay,
Yeah.
so if the Ebola virus is patented, what
By
would
the
that
government.
That means somebody created it.
They created
somebody
it, they
owns
patented
that.
So look up.
HIV is
So
patented.
Google
That's
CA274152381, and you're gonna find the human Ebola virus species and compositions and methods thereof.
Yeah, yo, you can find the patent for Snapchat, for face recognition. Amazon got it now. You can find the patent for television.
But I'm saying a patent for
Television is
fucking
telling your
disease,
vision what you're gonna see.
a fucking disease.
HIV's patented. The cure for HIV
Yo,
is also patented.
This what you heard the book called the Tale of a Pale White Horse.
Yeah, he was just
Behold
talking
the
about
Pale
that.
Horse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yo,
Will
Will- yeah.
Cooper.
that dude, they killed him after that
They
book.
shot him down.
They told him don't release the fucking
2001,
book, and
yeah.
he released the book, and he talks about all this shit.
Yeah.
Everything, but real quick, I was working at the UN, right?
Back to the UN. Let's get
Bring
it.
this shit back.
Yo,
Reel it back.
Yo.
Right.
Right.
Full circle.
I got on my third year there. I went to a room, right? We're taking out the machines, like, you know, to make air ducts and all this stuff. We're moving their stuff into another room because we had to redo that room and then bring their material back in.
Yeah.
But I go down this ramp, I look to my left, and one room's not clear. Now I've been there 3 years. Every room been clear. Every room. It's the fucking film room, right? And it has the reels, like the big reels that you put in the movie theaters. It has that, and they're lined up, and it's probably like the size of this, like from there to your kitchen, right? And it's like 3 hours, 4 hours, and then above it, it has the VCR tape. And then I see one, How to Depopulate the World. Put it on my, I'll put it on my daughter, right? It wasn't called Agenda 21,
Damn.
right?
Yeah.
So I call this dude and I'm like, yo, and then I call another kid and he's a super. I'm like, yo, look at this shit. Like, yeah, y'all calling me crazy. Look, it's right here. We in here. When I first started working there, people were hitting me up on Facebook like, how you got in the UN? I'm like, I don't know. The union sent me here, but fuck it. I like it, right?
Yeah.
And yo, my hard hat, it said 9/11 was an inside job. Yo, people were hating on me.
Oh,
like,
you
it was a
wore
lot.
that in the UN?
In the
You're a real
UN.
nigga, son.
Yo, right?
So
and
fuck with Steve, so.
and I got pictures. I can maybe post the pictures up.
That's
But
crazy.
I grabbed the reel and they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, yo, we gotta get this shit out of here. They're like, what do you want? I said, we gotta send this shit to Texas. Like, for who? For Texas? I'm like, yeah, Alex Jones need this shit, right? I swear to God. Right? I put on everything. I said, this is, like, fuck the VCR. We need this right here. Like, this shit was filmed. This is the film.
The actual shit.
Right.
They're like, yo, Steve, you get kicked out. Like, we lose our jobs and I'm
It's
like,
bigger than that.
"Damn, yeah. They're like, you get us killed. They're like, yo, stop fucking around. I said, let me take some pictures. At least let me get some pictures off. They're like, yo, do what you got. I took 6 pictures. Right?
Before you continue, you want this out.
There's no fear.
Yo, listen.
I'm asking him though.
Listen.
He said
listen.
there's no fear. It's like,
Right?
Alright.
I took 6 pictures. I went to TD Bank, right? And I went to open up an bank account, and I gave him my ID. And he says, do you have another form ID? I need 2 IDs. I said, yeah, I gave him my UN ID. And he was like, we can't use this. I'm like, yo, dude, from 34th Street to 52nd Street is all UN property. Even TDs with the UN. This is a government ID. You tell me this ain't my second ID?
Right.
He was like, let me ask my superior, whatever it was. He asked that you could use that ID, sir. I'm like, all right, cool. She was like, oh, so you work at the UN, you haven't seen any crazy things? I was like, actually, yeah. I was like, yo, check this out. Took out
yo,
my
you
phone.
are a fucking open book. That
Why-
was-
why-
I wouldn't be saying
Yeah,
certain
right.
shit to random people.
So
but
I would
people-
have been like, no, I didn't.
And
Cause
I
you-
told you, this when I was like
Yeah.
open and the phone call, all this.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
all that era.
Okay.
Yo, go to I had an Android. Go through it, boom, boom, go to the pictures, they're all gone.
Whoo, fire.
Fire.
The UN was like, oh, you thought you was just going to come in our
Delete
shit
it.
and take a picture.
Wow.
And
I brought
that
it
goes
up.
to show that, nigga, these not really our phones,
Nah.
It's
nigga.
not. That's
Yo,
why Snowden is in Russia.
yo,
Not
that's-
for nothing. Why
that's
you
like-
ain't in jail though, bro?
that's like 2000.
I feel like why niggas letting you walk out taking pictures and then they gonna
Right,
like,
yo.
So, I'm not gonna hold you.
I didn't walk out with pictures.
But I'm saying you still took them.
But
You
look,
took the
yo,
pictures.
look, my thing is, before you worked at the UN, how long were you on like this journey of
Waking up
waking up? Was that before you got that job, or
before, and that's why
Before?
people were like, "How the hell you
So look,
got in?"
that's what I'm saying. I'm alluding to like when you was like, oh, I
It
don't
could
know
have
why
been a
I'm
government
here,
conspiracy to
but why?
recruit you,
Yeah,
basically.
I'm
I took
thinking
a
like,
picture at
maybe
the
they brought
podium. You
your
know the
ass
podium
in
with the
here
big
to
ass
see.
UN shit. I took a picture there, planking.
I don't know, bro.
I was
All that
thinking,
shit was going?
son,
Nah, I got that picture.
Oh.
I was saying
I'm
that
talking about the
maybe
VCR
they-
shit, yeah.
maybe they
The VCR had
picked
the
you-
title.
Maybe they picked you specifically.
To be a messenger?
We're gonna put him in there to see what he do.
What he's about.
We're gonna put him on surveillance because he.
I get what you're
we
saying.
know.
Yeah.
He must be special.
Because they got polls like that. Yeah.
So I got that cool
Chess moves.
pictures. Yo, another. I was
Yeah,
on.
they got
I was
deleted?
out deleted. I wish I could find this.
They ain't fucking
right?
around.
So another thing happened. I was hanging on the hanging. We was on the hanging scaffold, right? Big ass hanging. The UN had the biggest hanging scaffold in the world. Four stories wrapped around the building, and I took a cord, right? I didn't know it was this guy's cord, one of my partners, but I went over. We cutting something up, taking the beams out because we replaced all the windows at the UN. Take the beam out. This guy comes back. Yo, you took my cord, and my partner's like, yo, don't let him take the cord from you. So we get in a little scuffle. Big dude from Africa.
Oh,
Yo,
shit.
this motherfucker's legs, his calves were like this. Yo, he used to be a street fighter in Africa.
Oh,
And,
man.
That's a different level with street.
Like
fighting.
I wasn't letting it go, and then he
That's
took
not
it.
what-
He took it, right? Whatever. He took it, and I put a post up on Facebook. I said, got a little like scuffle on a hanging scaffold, but I was tied off. He wasn't.
Oh shit.
Shit could have went bad.
Yeah, right. We could have a fucking call, nigga.
Yeah,
The fuck?
I was tied off. I get a call. Right. Yo, you gotta delete that off your Facebook. We see everything. I put this on my daughter.
Nah, I believe you. I believe you, my truck.
That's
you
when
know
I
they-
was like, oh shit, like,
They what? They
They
do
said-
all
Was it white
heavy
guy voice?
surveillance.
nah,
He
Spanish.
said, oh, wait,
Spanish guy
wait,
voice?
wait.
Nah, I just want to know.
No, Spanish. And he said, yo, whatever. He said, we read every text, we hear every conversation, we see every post.
Yo, who are those people though? I want to know who those people are.
Man.
Like, are they waking up, going to Starbucks?
They regular
Taking
people,
a
Nah,
man.
they gotta eat.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
how
bro.
you wake up and do that? as a
Son, no
person?
lie, bro. Just to keep it even deeper, it's probably someone on the train dressed just
Yo, I'm
like
talking about
me
they
and you.
live,
Yeah,
they
fucking
your
phone.
neighbors.
Baristas,
That's
all
how
of
it's
that
gonna be.
shit. Yes.
Is that what it
You know
is?
what I'm saying?
I just
They're
help
mold.
Anunnakis.
It could be a kid in fucking.
That's the
a
alien
kid in-
reptilians.
Anunnaki?
Families. That's what it is.
Oh,
See how this be
That
jumping?
black
Right.
he Anunnaki rap.
Right.
Go. And the aliens that's walking among us is tall white giants, they're called. You can look that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, man.
There's a couple of them in the.
Son,
I'm
that's
saying
hierarchy.
crazy.
There's definitely a
European
huge
hierarchy.
difference.
Wait,
in
so that's
size.
3 times that you got contacted or something happened with
Hey, the
me.
fourth one, I thought I was out for the count.
It's a 4th one?
Yeah, it's a fourth one,
Yeah,
but
you
it was.
said recent.
It wasn't.
Alright, what
It
happened?
wasn't.
What's the fourth one?
It wasn't. No, that's the call that happened again. But before I left, every September they have the GA, right? Like General Assembly, all the presidents coming around the world talking about how they gonna fuck up the world more.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So they pushing the agenda. I think for it's 2030. That's the world got to be a certain way by 2030. But they come in, right? The gates open up. We in the front yard. We're digging ditches because they had to put like new pipe system for like whenever it rains, whatever. Yo, this when ISIS first popped off. We started hearing shit about ISIS.
CIA created.
Alright. 2 Jeeps come in. These niggas hanging on it with guns out, another dude out. I'm like, yo, I never saw some shit like this before. Like, it's
So we
crazy.
Call of Duty.
Call of
I'm
Duty
like,
shit.
record, right?
Right.
Like, yo, and then they pull up right here, and 3 Arabs pop out. I'm like, oh shit, like they making a deal with ISIS, like you know what I mean? Like all types of people pop up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the princess came one time. There's the princess at the UN, but I
Saudi?
recorded, right? I think she's from London.
Oh.
Real quick, they made us. We had to take at 11 o'clock. 11:50 we take a lunch. All unions, all construction workers at 11:50. Do not go to a store. We buy a construction site. You be waiting all day. All at 9 o'clock a.m. And they made us all take a lunch at. Like we came off a coffee break, and at 10 o'clock we had to take lunch for 3 hours because nobody would bow down when she wants to see where her money was going to, and no one would bow down as she walked. Like y'all gotta go take lunch now. I'm like what? But I record. Another guys would record. There's about 16 of us out there. I'm like, yo, that's true. That shit was cool. Like 2 minutes later, a guy comes out, the CIA. He's like, yeah. He's like, who's the 2 guys that were recording? No, he said there's 2 guys here that breached our mission. I was like, shit, breach our mission. Shit, that shit sounds serious. Like I breached the
I don't
mission.
know. Who
Right.
are they? Who are they?
Like, he's like, listen, guys. My boss already knows who it is. I don't want to have him bring him out. I don't want to have to bring him out here. So can you just please admit who you are. And then this white operator came through and he's like, I'm one of them. He's like, can I see your phone? Can I see the video? He's like, delete it. He deleted it. He's like, all right, thank you. Who's the other guy? I was like, oh, that's it? Like, all right, cool. Like, yo, right here. Like, yeah.
That's when you found out it was the recording.
The recording, yeah, but when he said breach, I'm like,
yeah, you didn't know.
Yeah, that shit sounds serious.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Just come out here and say, yo, 2 guys were filming us. Like, come on.
Yeah.
They like special words.
Yeah. Like
Like scare people.
yeah, and the same thing that's with stocks. They use special words in stocks so regular people can't invest and
Yes.
make it on the come up.
Yes.
When it's simple shit.
Yeah.
Dips and all that. Like, no,
Trade
that's
law
called
too.
buy, sell. That's all it's called. You just change the word. You change it 3 times in dealing with the stock market.
Yeah.
Like, yo, dude, like, no, that's called buying.
Even
That's
in
called
law.
selling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it changed the laws. And you were talking
Simple
about,
words could mean something totally
wild.
different in court.
there was something else. Y'all,
No,
all right,
so
there's a lot of, because I'm listening. When would I hit
Just
you up?
lead into, right, when you done, we're gonna lead into the whole California fires and how.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah,
FEMA
yeah.
thing was started by the
Yeah,
Obama
no.
administration. The last
Before
one.
that.
FEMA was popping before Obama.
Before that.
You know what I'm saying? As far as like the Walmarts and
Oh, closing down
yeah,
and shit.
like buying everything up.
Oh.
He's talking about that too.
And
You know,
Years
I'll
ago.
put you
Years
onto
ago.
this. When we were going to Texas,
Right.
the day he was going skydiving,
Mhm.
I said, yo, guys, listen, we're going to Houston, Texas. There's a big training going on called Jade Helm. And they're I don't know what's going on, but the truck is coming out, and they barbing the whole city. Helicopters are coming in, troops are coming down, and it's a practice. It's the same weekend we're gonna be there.
Yeah.
Right? We didn't actually see it because it was happening at nighttime, whatever. And that city was dead anyway at 4 o'clock, right? That shit
Right.
was dead. Like Texas is whack.
4
Right? But
p.m.
4
Wait, nah,
p.m. the
it's not
city,
good. Shout out
Houston,
to-
Texas.
Yeah, it's
Shout out
not
to
really.
Texas.
Yo, not a soul in sight. Everything is shut down.
Right.
It's
not
yo,
really-
the last 6
the
years
area
I've been
we was
away
at.
33 times. I'm telling you, Houston, Texas is whack at 4 p.m. Dead. But anyway, JD Hem, right? I was like, yo, I'm gonna let you guys know when this agenda passes,
Yeah.
they're gonna take kids that are 17 and younger and separate them from their parents. And this is 2015, right? And I don't know what's going on, but just be aware that this is going on while we're there.
Yeah.
And then that was 2015. They were training. And then when this shit started happening with the government ICE, that Trump started was like, all right, cool, y'all snuck in, we're to get your ass now. And then they started separating people, and they're like, oh, Trump he's fucked up. And I'm like, I thought about that. I'm like, yo, I was talking about this in 2015. I'm like, I don't know what this is what it is. And it jumps into the Walmarts and all this stuff. And it jumps, like, I don't know if y'all looking at the California fires.
That's actually one of my topics.
Right.
Yeah,
But
that's-
with the California fires, like,
the do weapons.
It's like every week we just getting more shit on
DEW.
these fires.
DEW,
Yep.
right? DEW, like I was telling, I put a vote out, like, is it the 5G networks that they launched already,
Yeah,
or
we
is
talked
it
about that too.
is it the beams and the laser beams? Like,
Right.
you got this house burning, this tree living, this house burning. Like, it makes no sense,
Right.
Yeah.
you know. But if you look, because you know there's 2 fires going on, right?
Yeah.
There was one up and one
Lower,
lower,
yeah,
right?
one in the
Yep.
lower, yeah.
And it's the same outline as the
train
railroad.
station. Yeah.
Now, you ever seen MTV's train station ad? MTV stopped doing these commercials. They must have told MTV to shut the fuck up too, because they made 2 commercials, and it looks like it takes place in New York City, and everyone's on the train, and then the emergency brakes. You ever been on a train and emergency brakes click on, and you just get jerked?
That
So it
happened.
jerks.
It never
It
happened.
happened to me a few
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
I
I
fucking
thought
hate
about
it.
pulling it.
I thought I had.
Yo, everyone's flying.
Yeah.
Right? You gotta do that shit in the tunnel, like bam. But all the lights go off, flashlights go on, there's dogs and there's cops, get off the train, get out the train, get out the train, and then it goes black and then it says wake up, like
This was an MTV
sponsored
commercial?
by MTV. Yeah, you could go on,
Wow.
they got 2 commercials.
Never saw that shit. That
It's-
shit aired
it's-
for like 10
It said
seconds.
the Holocaust started with trains.
Yeah.
That's what they showed.
Hitler, yeah. They used to
Right.
pack them in on the trains and ship them to...
So whenever the state can't help that state, like when it's the state can't help anybody, FEMA comes in.
Yeah.
And when FEMA comes in, you lost your rights,
Yeah.
right? And the state never gets back the rights.
No.
Once FEMA enters a state,
It's a wrap.
over for the rest of your life. Your constitutional rights is gone, but you don't know that. They let you, right now we're rocking. Sandy, they caught us with Sandy, right? They letting us rock thinking we have our rights and all this shit. But when they do a disaster here, disaster here, disaster here, little disasters, boom, 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 boom. But you're not realizing like, yo, they're taking over. It's a takeover, FEMA takeover. And when the time is right, all these takeovers happen, because the United States is divided into 10 sections, really. And everyone's gonna get shipped to these FEMA camps.
Yeah.
And it might come back to what you were saying about the fucking vaccines.
Yeah. The 10 sections, that's the 10 separate states where the Admiral General is
They can
over
control it. And you were talking
right?
about, yeah,
Okay.
you oversee, and it goes back to the votes.
Yeah.
It goes back to all this shit.
Jurisdiction. When you vote, when you register to vote, you're registering. You're basically. It's basically tally of how many people we have. If every single person in the United States vote, hypothetically speaking, like every single person is legal and everybody registered to vote or whatever, we know how much people we dealing with. We know how much people is in the state of New York. We know if everybody legally registers their guns, we know how much weapons we need to confiscate before we implement martial law.
And if you don't know, you get a fucking phone call like I got.
Exactly. Well, continue,
3 of them.
brother.
And then he said, you know what, let's fucking, you know, or they send out census every 10 years, right? Like, yo, let's check it out. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
You running? Yeah, I'm running fast. But
the rail station, yeah.
California's going through that.
It's crazy.
He's going through the railroad and all that stuff.
Yo, when he say
What
like,
you said, like
the
the
path
thing is-
of the fire,
Yeah,
because it was 14 fires that started in the middle of the night.
Right.
Even last year, 14 fires started middle of the night. There's no wind.
When the
There's
sun's
no
down.
storm.
When the sun. Yeah.
They're classified as forest fires, but the forest is not being burned. When you look at the path of the fire, like he said, I even screenshot my phone recorded. I screenshot the California rail station, and they got the points of the rail station. Then they got the fire with the like little fire emojis. It's the exact path.
Like, exactly. Like, they putting it
No
out there
fucking
like,
coincidence.
like you dumb. Nigga. Like,
Alright.
let's see how dumb they
Real
are.
quick.
Son, it's not American, so.
Real quick. Okay. I'm gonna add like a little bit of information in the pot. or
Yeah,
whatever.
hell yeah, hell yeah.
Come on.
That's what I was listening to them. And I hit them up like, yo, y'all missing something. Y'all missing
California, right? All right. This all goes back to human trafficking. So in California, is Hollywood, right? Is the hub for all the trafficking.
Yeah.
They're burning it.
They're burning the houses.
They're burning
Everyone's
it.
getting exposed.
The tunnels
They
are
started
being
getting
burned
exposed.
right now. They're destroying evidence. That's what's happening in California. At least in my opinion.
Oh, I got you. I get
Partial.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Like,
like,
yo, that
the
shit-
weapons hitting the forest, these cribs that y'all talking about getting
That-
burned,
that-
where it's just a crib and the car. Like this shit is systematic. They are literally
Like,
and it's
yo,
because
I
of-
fuck shorty over there. They'll burn that out.
like you know who Jeff Epstein is.
That's
Jeff,
what I'm
you ever
saying.
heard of that name?
No.
Jeffrey Epstein. He's like he's a prominent
I've heard-
figure.
yeah,
He's
I've
like a
heard him.
philanthropist or something, but he's also on record for being a child molester, and a lot of powerful political people still deal with him.
You know,
Like
Bill Clinton and Hillary.
You know what I'm
they
saying?
still-
Like, the same people
Haiti?
that fucking that was out here telling Jay-Z to tell y'all to vote for them.
Diddy rock the vote.
Yeah.
Come on,
Since
man.
2004.
Vote or die.
Bro,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You ever heard of the name Maria Abramovich? Maria Abramovich.
Sound like
She's
bitch.
spirit cooker.
A spirit cooker.
Yeah, so what
From
she
kids?
does,
Is
yeah,
that-
like so basically she does like art and really fucking weird art where like she'll put babies in like the middle of a table, like all dismembered.
Yo, this
And Jay-Z did the fucking Magna Carta Holy Grail. If you remember the shit in Harlem, where he was with some woman and he was rapping, and the
Yeah.
woman, that's her, bro.
In the
Oh
art,
yeah.
Bro,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
her.
yeah,
art
yeah.
gallery.
Yes.
Yeah, they're like this, forehead.
Yeah,
She always
that's
does that.
Niggas was sitting down.
There's
She's
people
into
waiting
like
for. I want to meet
satanic
her.
rituals,
I want to meet her.
bro. She's
I wanna
into
meet her.
satanic rituals.
Right.
She does like,
It's something I need to meet her.
bro. I'm telling you,
I need to meet her.
she's a part of this whole other shit. So what I'm saying is in Cali, bro, is that Hollywood and all of that, they're burning. They're trying to like they're running. Everybody's running
Why they taking these kids?
for the adrenochrome or some shit like that.
Man,
It's like
Adrenochrome was
Yes, that's it. Follow that hashtag.
it's like some shit that apparently like the human brain, when you fucking hit that shit with mad trauma, it gets sent a massive amount of adrenaline that you
adrenaline
catch
rush. You know that adrenaline rush? Like, I don't know how the fuck I climbed that real quick.
You can
Or
take
I
that as
jumped
a
out,
drug
picked
or
up people pick up a car and shit.
Yo, I seen
That's,
it
they
found
that shit in kids. They put it in the back of the neck.
It's
They
in
take it out the kids and they pump it in. And you can tell how these motherfuckers look at Bill Clinton's eyes. Look at Hillary's eyes. That's how you can tell that who was getting shots.
Oh,
it's
like George Soros in them.
Yeah.
Look at their fucking eyes.
Yeah.
That nigga just looks crazy, but
Yeah, him and that fucking Rockefeller nigga that died.
Yeah.
They fucking.
He
He had like a million
Yeah.
shots because his
And
fucking eyes, man.
He was on the 7 Heart or some shit like
Yeah,
that. And
yeah.
you got kids out here
But it's
waiting
trafficking.
7.
Isn't it wild
Trafficking.
to
Talk
think
about that.
Trafficking.
Isn't
About
it
the
wild to
organs
think
and how
about
don't be
that?
an
Like,
organ
there's human
donor.
beings out here that just kill little
Yo,
kids.
they don't even
I
talk
told my
about.
stepmom that shit. I said, yo,
That's
find a
She's
way
an
to
organ donor?
renege your organ donor shit.
Oh yeah, it's over.
Yeah,
ASAP.
I think-
Not even,
Because-
yo.
Niggas kill you.
Right.
Yo,
Yeah,
they don't talk about Katrina. They don't talk about
When you're in
Puerto
the
Rico.
hospital.
They don't talk
Yeah.
about the bodies they
For
found.
fact.
Yeah.
All the bodies they found were empty.
Yeah,
They don't
that's
talk about
another thing.
that.
Son,
Before
Go ahead.
the
Yeah.
fucking tragedy in Texas, when on the news the hobo guy, the old white nigga, there's like, oh, why didn't you go to the shelter? He's like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
didn't know? There's like 100. They're doing organ traffic. They're taking people organs in the shelter. And the news guy was like, all right, back to you, Scott, in the.
That's in
Right.
the headquarters.
That was
Right.
like some little quick.
Yo,
Uh-huh.
get
That
this
was
up.
like 3 years ago.
It's like, this guy's crazy. He's homeless.
Uh-huh.
But now, before him saying that,
They
though,
wanted his
everything
story.
he said was sane. Everything he said was sound.
But now he's just wild. Now he's
And
just
now
wild
when
to
he
you.
exposed,
And why wouldn't somebody
just
who
to
has a
show
camera
that-
be like, what? Oh my god, why wouldn't you want to go and
Cause
see
them
me?
niggas signing shit
because
too.
all,
It's
yo, it's
that's
all
fake
about your
news.
signature. It's all about your signature.
I told her.
I like that
also-
about Trump. You be like, no, you're
Fake news.
you fuck with him, fuck you too. Yo, that shit's hilarious to me, bro.
Funny as shit, bro.
I'm like,
Nah,
damn.
Nah, what you was gonna say?
Even that shit
I
throwing
was
paper
saying-
towels.
That shit
They,
was
Yo.
they told them to do that.
I
Yeah,
they
like
don't-
basketball.
they
Puerto
don't-
Rico.
They told me that.
Yeah, like, how am I get the
bro,
people in
you
the
gotta
back? They
watch-
said,
you
oh,
gotta-
no, be cool. Like, just shoot it back to them.
basketball.
You gotta watch.
The media's
context,
gonna
like
re-
you fucking said, bro.
The
Context.
media's gonna record him like, oh, look how he cheating Puerto
Yeah,
Ricans.
yeah.
Like, no, he ain't.
And even though the Puerto Ricans, you look at their mayors, they just got locked up.
Why?
Indictment.
The mayor of
Yo,
Puerto Rico.
and yo,
For
They said-
holding all the
Funds?
food.
Yeah.
They're holding food and
Yeah.
water.
Mad food got expired.
they're
like
saying-
fucking pallets of food got
Yo,
water.
there's
just sitting there.
There's
for
fucking
months.
video of them
fucking
throwing it
population.
out. There's videos of them
They
throwing
did that
it
shit
out.
just to make them look bad. So you gotta think,
And it
bro.
all comes to a vote.
Yeah.
And you know what happens?
Like-
This was long term. Hold up.
Put
This
it
is the
in.
long term, right? They making everyone pissed off,
Yeah.
right, with Trump. So the next motherfucker that stands up, even though I'm hearing this, Hillary,
He look like an angel.
they're like, yo, I don't know who this person is, but we gotta get this motherfucker out and get him in, and it's game over right
All
there.
that.
Yup.
Steps and
Checkmate.
But it's
God.
not- I don't think
Checkmate. Who's the most deadliest person on the chessboard? The queen.
Mhm. Like even though we do talk that shit about Trump, I do be thinking like
You gotta see
it
that.
gotta be a reason why these niggas is just shitting on him so bad.
Son, it just don't make
It,
no
it's
sense, bro.
like don't get me wrong, he's very political incorrect. But it's a lot of extra shit. They be throwing mad swords. Like, why so much?
Like, do I think he's a racist?
To
Probably.
the extent that we've never
Me
seen.
personally,
it before.
everyone's racist.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I was
Everybody's
gonna. I was gonna say in the
Everybody's
same
racist.
No,
classic
everybody's
way.
prejudiced or a bigot.
In the same
Everybody's
classic
not
way
racist.
where-
Do you like racist people?
I love racist people.
Oh, not me.
Well, it depends on what your definition of.
He loves
Like
them because he's showing
OD.
the true colors
I
of.
love it because
Yeah,
now
I
I
like-
know what you're about.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why
I
I
like
love
that.
it.
I like
Other
that
than
part.
that, that's it. That's
Oh, you don't have
that's
to
where it
guess.
started.
You don't have
Start
to
and
like
stop.
guess who it.
No, I don't have to guess like Hillary
Right.
Clinton. And
I
Bill.
know.
In that sense, I like him too. Like, let me know you racist so I know not to eat at your fucking establishment, not to buy your clothes,
Exactly.
not to smile in your face, not to work for you. I want to know exactly who you are. Other than that, it's fuck you.
Yeah.
All right, so you said that one time in a podcast, one of your podcasts, you did say that, right? And I had a question for you on that. Like, you shout out a few times. You shout out like, go to this restaurant, it's dope, or it's black owned. Da, 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 da.
Mhm.
What if the black owner was racist? Would you still want to eat there?
No,
Nah.
fuck him.
Nah.
Because I was wondering, like, I feel like this podcast can go far.
Racist on what?
Nah, it will.
Nah,
on
like some Ku
what?
Klux Klan shit. Like,
Oh,
that's what I'm saying, like,
some
nah.
sellout. Nah,
Yeah, yeah,
nah,
yeah,
nah,
that's
nah,
what
We
nah.
don't fuck with coons.
Nah.
Just fuck.
Nah,
You
nah,
don't fuck
it's-
with Jesse Peterson.
Right.
Watch that
That
guy.
nigga's
That
funny.
guy is hilarious.
He's hilarious.
Oh, that's the educated dude? He's mad educated and talking about like.
Maybe educated.
Nah, he's
I'm talking about the dude that's like, yo,
Tell the way-
that one that's fighting him like, yo, no, we're male and female. Change my mind, that dude. You know what I'm talking about?
Your sleep
that.
That
Peterson
nigga
is
is
kind of like
smart.
short.
Yo,
Cali.
nah. I gotta get this. Like I
this
said, I'm
guy
bad with
is
names.
funny. He's funny. But nah, before we move on, I was
Nah,
gonna say.
we still on the California fires.
Nah, I was gonna say
mention
with the
something.
whole
Jumping
organ trafficking
right
shit
to Vegas.
this plays in.
Yeah.
I was speaking to my stepmom late one day, like 2 a.m. one night,
Yeah.
and we was I was talking about the organ donor shit. Like, take it off your ID. Like, make sure you don't have that listed as you, because I found a story where these parents found like their son rolled up in like a gym, like a gym mat.
Yeah.
And when they found
Is
him,
that Tennessee?
nigga, everything his body was wrong,
Organs
even
alone.
down to the fucking brain.
Yeah.
Everything stripped, done, nigga.
I remember that.
There's a
You know what I'm
Georgia
saying?
Tennessee. Big
No
money in that, yo.
explanation, nothing.
You know who's big on that juice?
I know nobody got locked
and,
up for that.
and he got like
Very
children.
true.
Like his
Big
head was
facts.
like,
Yeah, yo,
was
juice
nuts,
big
bro.
on that shit, man.
and they say that on average, like 8,000 black people and minorities, Hispanic, go missing. Never found. Nobody gets arrested. Just
On-
straight
on
out missing
average, how,
in America.
How frequent though? You said 8,000.
every year, like
No.
yearly.
No, it's way more. Close to 100,000.
I'm sure.
Just black males alone.
I'm sure this, but what
Like
I read,
8,000 black women.
just missing. But look, let's just say, that's crazy, son.
Because why? Black people got
no
the-
trace of any.
Our organs are the most like potent in a sense.
And that goes to show you, children of Israel, right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, everybody wants something y'all got.
Yeah.
It's just the proof is in the pudding.
American
saying
Horror
Israel,
Story.
like
The
Israelites?
Yeah, like the real Israelites, the real Hebrews. They have to be. Because
12 tribes, right?
Lost 12 tribes.
which would be the
Israel.
Anunnaki thing. That's the whole Anunnaki thing when they touched down and they bred with the human beings and then the kings.
All right, let's
after
dive
that.
into that.
No,
we
wait.
the same
no.
Cali.
Wait, you want to wait?
No, wait.
Nah, we staying-
I gotta finish up with this.
Alright.
Talk about the fires. Bring
Yeah.
it up.
Oh
So-
man.
Pertaining to this whole
That's why they
California
burn it.
fires, right?
Evidence.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think. And then maybe even the do weapons. But then again, at the same time, it's like you have to ask, why would they just be out here doing that? But they've done crazy things before, right? They bombed the
Son,
city in
yeah,
Chicago, right?
I said this before. I don't put nothing past
That's what I'm
America.
saying. Like you
I
can't.
don't put nothing past anything on this planet. But America, since I live here, I don't put nothing past it. Like
Yeah.
nothing.
Like, you confuse me sometimes, because you like, with the
He
voting
do,
shit,
he do.
with the voting shit,
yeah,
but it'll be a month later,
yeah.
a month before you saying Black Lives Don't Matter, you can say, right? And then it's like,
Who said that?
I'm saying, hypothetically, people like,
Yeah.
saying, yo, Black Lives Don't Matter, but now you're saying your vote matters. It's like, yo, that's crazy. Pick a side.
Yes.
And ride that shit out. Fuck that.
Yeah.
You know, you right.
Because
That's
the
the cognitive
politicians that we vote in are not writing for Black Lives Matter.
Yeah,
so
like,
you're
fuck that.
indirectly voting for Black Lives not mattering.
And then what I understand, Black Lives Matter was made by a fucking white guy that sponsored this shit.
And the head of it is
And he's-
LGBTQ.
And he's fucking racist. Like you saw the other hat, instead of Make America Great Again is Make Africa Home Again.
No, I never saw
Nah,
that.
that's fine.
And, yo, I think if you put that hashtag, it might pop up as a black hat with white lettering, and people getting hype off of that. I'm like, yo, alright, cool. Go back to who made that hat.
Yeah.
And it's a guy saying, get the fuck out of here, go back to Africa. And people are like, yo, I need that hat, oh, that shit's
Holy
crazy. I'm
shit.
like, yo, y'all falling for it. It goes back to free the titty, free the nipple.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, yo, y'all falling for
Right.
that shit too.
And the funny thing about that too is
Right.
people will rock that hat just because of what the writing states, but your lifestyle is in direct contradiction to what you're
Yeah,
trying
that's
to
what I'm saying. You do it, ride it out. B.
But
That's what
California
American
fires,
is,
right?
Social engineering.
So approximately 8,000 homes were lost, right? Burned down.
A lot of fucking.
41,000 people were evacuated. The air in California right now is said to be one of the most polluted in the world. Even more
Than
polluted.
China?
Even more polluted than China.
That's insane.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
Because of the houses, the way the houses, of course, the houses being burned or whatever. You know, some
Yeah,
houses
the
got
fucking mercury and all that
exact
shit. from the
asbestos
cars,
inside.
all that
Yeah,
shit.
all that shit.
And damn, I heard some shit talking about people eating pork and all that. And yo, you're not supposed to eat fucking lobster. You're not supposed to eat
Yeah,
shrimp.
because
shark,
those are
like and
pork of
it's-
the sea.
Yeah, like
right.
yo, come on.
He said,
But
Y'all scavengers.
yeah,
Shark, catfish too.
the guy eating shark.
Any
I never had
unskilled fish,
catfish or shark.
any unskilled fish is a
And I had
scavenger.
lobster once.
Catfish.
You follow
shark,
the game,
the game, LA Confidential.
The rapper?
the rapper.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, game.
Oh, okay.
I
Nah, I
don't
don't
follow him, but
Oh, that was a TV.
I follow
Because
him.
he was posting.
Who that?
or something.
You're. Keep going.
I thought they said your name. That's why I'm looking at you.
nah, I don't know.
Nah.
Follow the
Just some real
podcast,
shit
B.
going- some real shit going on outside.
But
right?
if you go to the game, he's taking. I don't know if it was a video, if it was a story or a picture. Hopefully it was a picture. You can go back to his Instagram and he's like, yo, he gave a shout out to Will Smith and I'm like, yo, letting y'all know I heard it's near your house.
Yeah.
Yeah, come stay with me if anything. Da da da. Yo, you can see the fire. It's not that far from
Oh, you talking about the fires?
in Cali.
Yeah.
And it skipped his house.
Huh.
It skipped his house and went to the next house. And maybe there was no fucking going on in his house.
Holy
He's
shit.
big on his kids, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Another thing.
I'm
Another
telling you,
thing,
celebrities, they're all locked into that shit, bro. Hollywood is
Yeah.
a part of all of that. The Disney Club, Mickey Mouse Club.
Bollywood.
Yeah, fam. Like, this shit's been going on for a minute.
Another thing too. Yeah, you gotta plug that shit. Another thing too. Smart meters.
What's
Has
that
been-
about?
Smart meters have been proven to basically they're
For
doing
the house,
away
for the apartments?
for houses.
Yeah, I just
and
got that
homes.
shit
What is that?
Nah.
2 weeks ago. I can't control it. I
Opt
own the
out.
building.
You can opt out. Oh, you don't own the building.
I own the building.
Basically,
They're like, yo, we're
bring
going
it-
smart meters.
Good luck.
Bring
my
it to
nigga.
awareness. Nah, you could bring it to awareness
I'll
of the
break that
other
shit.
tenants. Bring it to awareness with the other tenants. Get all of y'all to sign like a petition or a waiver, and then bring it up to the owner of the building. Now, I don't know if this is going to work, but this is the only thing I could think of. This is something I could think of. Bring it up to him, and then eventually, if he don't abide, go over him and go to like
The state?
the city or the
The
state.
city gotta be the
Might
city.
be the
City.
city.
Might be the city, yeah.
For living conditions, basically, because it's proven to be
That shit
hazardous. It blows up. It catches a fire. A lot of homes. This is another reason why all these
burn
homes.
New York.
And Cali was blowing up?
Yeah, because the smart meters they catch on fire after a while, and they basically burn the house down. They're being fire hazardous.
That's crazy.
They've been labeled as that.
And real quick, if y'all know any construction workers that deal with like demolition,
Yeah.
ask them like, yo, how hot does the torch have to be in order to burn
Metal?
steel? Yeah,
Yeah.
like fire. Nah, we need oxygen,
Yeah.
acetylene. Like you got a certain psi you need to burn that shit.
Burn steel,
down,
yeah.
to melt it. Like
Yeah.
that shit is melted like the Terminator, like
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I
liquid,
saw those
the
pictures.
liquid.
Yeah.
And I'm showing my father
The
like,
fucking
yo,
houses
look
are
at
not
this shit.
there. The foundation,
Like,
the
come
frames
on.
is not there. The
That
shit's
shit's
practically
like a movie.
dissolved.
It's legit like a movie.
That's the new
shit
fucking
dissolved.
Twin Towers.
I don't understand how that was
Like how these shits fall like this. That's controlled demolition, dude.
That shit wasn't on TV or nothing.
I'm
man.
fucking. I even looked up the direct.
I gave him my
energy-
TV 6 years ago.
the
But I'm
direct
saying, like, that's
energy-
a big
I
ass
don't
thing.
watch
Like,
TV.
the pictures are crazy.
Right.
Yeah. Like them,
Right.
them beams you saw.
Yeah.
Remember I said
Yeah, the
DEW,
laser beams.
directed
Yeah, I was so
energy
pissed that
weapons.
he seen that shit and I wasn't on the podcast. Yeah, I'm like, fuck.
I was like,
Yeah.
I was like,
That was certain
basic-
shit y'all missing.
yeah, it's like holding a magnifying glass over paper. It magnifies the rays from the sun, and the paper catch on fire. That's basically what they got out of space. They zoom in. There's a movie called Geostorm. Yeah, I don't know if y'all saw it before.
Yeah,
that's
I
why
didn't
they
want to
do
see.
this.
I thought that shit was gonna look whack. Was it
Yeah,
good?
it's really good. Yeah, it's
I saw
basically
It
parts
just
of
came
it.
out like last
I
year,
saw
I think.
parts of it, but yeah, that's just
last
crazy.
year or 2 years ago. Yeah, controlling the weather, manipulating all
Yeah.
that shit. So funny. Before the California wildfires started, the
They
forest
ain't playing
fires.
that shit, bro.
It was a rainstorm to be on this. It was a rainstorm that was like, what's the word? Forecasted to occur, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how true this is, but based on the videos of the meteorologists in California in these specific areas, like basically forecasting the rainstorm to happen, the storm never happened. So basically what certain people alluded to is they use HARP because HARP can cause certain temperature changes as well as storms or whatever.
Make fake snow.
Or it could cancel it out.
yeah.
So all you gotta do is dissolve the amount of atmospheric pressure or humidity or condensation in the air, and there will be no rain. You cancel the rain. Because if the rain had occurred, these forest fires wouldn't have been so detrimental and disastrous.
Right.
So it's all in conjunction of, you know.
You ever saw
And-
the Truman Show?
Truman Show. I told Dominique about it. Yeah, with Jim Carrey.
Carrey.
Yeah. His whole life was a fucking movie.
Yeah, watching it.
Everybody's
controlling the
an
weather
actor.
and all this
I've
shit.
seen that before. That movie is insane.
Everybody's
fucking
an
light
actor.
falls from the skies. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Correct.
Everybody's a fucking actor. Parent is an actor. Girlfriend is an actor.
Right?
School graduations
Right?
are acting. Everybody is acting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alien
always-
Sedition Act. We can't tell you exactly what we're doing, but we could,
We have to disclose
send
now.
these. Yeah.
Those are those guildstones.
Another.
Let me just finish this off
Yeah,
though.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Lastly, right, I want to touch on this. Now, I don't know if this is going to be done with the land in California, but China has been buying, according to the Federalist Papers in economics, under the economic section, China has been buying large chunks of land across America and could become dominant landowner in United States of America.
That's not we can pay them back soon.
This is all part of the exorbitant amount of debt that
That
the
shit
U.S.
goes back
has.
to that shit even goes back to
to
your social
China.
security, to the
Money
serial
we
numbers
got
in the
about-
back.
Because we
Gazillion.
are assets to the country. in a
Yeah,
sense.
you can sell your social security and your birth certificate, but you can't live here after
Denounce,
that.
denounce your
You can't live
citizenship.
here after.
That's why most Def got kicked out, I think.
Yeah,
Huh.
Yeah,
sold this shit.
How much you got?
you get millions.
I know you get mills for your birth
22
certificate,
mil. Yeah.
and then your
It's like
your
cashing out.
and
You
your
basically
social.
cash out.
Yeah.
I'll fucking
Your
cash
social's
out.
like
Got a condo on my
1,000.
bitch, girl. I'm cashing out. I run around with that Nina.
I'm about to get out of here. I'm out. I don't fucking be here for. You give me 22 million, I go make a home in fucking Switzerland.
Yo, you think a big magnet will fuck up the meter?
Switzerland?
Yeah,
You know this is
dude.
where these people came from, huh?
Yeah, but I'm saying it's beautiful over there.
Oh, okay.
I
But-
go in like the
what you
woods
say?
and shit.
Can you fuck up that meter with a big ass magnet? You think?
What meter?
The smart meter?
Small meter.
I would advise you to
Canadian.
not just have it, period, because another thing that the smart
Man, I'm
meter
moving
does,
anyway, man. My lease is
smart
up.
meter, in addition to everything it does, it knows when you're home. It's like Big Brother, 1984, George Orwell.
Do you know about the red, yellow, and green dots from your mailbox?
Nah. It knows when you're brushing your teeth. It knows when you're watching TV. It knows when you're home.
Yeah, I don't understand why people want shit like
A
that.
smart meter.
Why do
knows
people
this
get
shit.
excited with things like that?
And then it communicates
Because
with
they
want
other
you
smart
lazy
meters.
and fucking weak,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
bro.
saying, but why do people get excited?
We've been trained
I
to
could
get
get
lazy.
lazy.
Everything with a
It's
smart in front of it is
technologically-
good.
it's-
Smartphone,
it's
smart TV. Oh my
technologically
god, it has
advanced.
Netflix on it. Oh my god, you can
That's
do
the
this
whole
on it.
reason.
Crazy.
In addition to all of that, it communicates with other smart meters in your close vicinity.
Yo, this nigga
And the
taking this
person-
shit again, son.
The person who majority of the smart meters in the area may relay its information to, it's probable that their bill will be higher than the rest because all the information is being fed to that. You see what I'm saying? So my house will feed information to you. Then your house would
Some
feed
5G
And
shit.
am
would
I still
feed
gotta
my
pay more?
information plus your information to him, and
Yeah.
his shit would feed yours and mine to
These niggas
Dominique.
come up with an
And
average
Dominique
rate
bill
for
gonna
us.
be like $400 while
That's
mine is
crazy.
one.
Nah, they
yours
just
is
come up.
283.
They come up with an
Trash.
average. You see
It's
how
not
T-Mobile-
100%
you see how
accurate, but it's
T-Mobile
probable.
got like
Yeah.
the simple plan or a Sprint, like
Yeah.
$50 a month,
Trash.
$60 a
Yeah.
month.
I got sprayed.
Watch they come up with some shit like that.
Yeah.
Electricity bill monthly. Fuck paying 150 electricity bill. Sign up with us, you get a $50 fucking monthly rate.
Oh yeah,
Right.
they get you. They get you like that. Yeah.
No, I'm saying with the smart rate, that's what that shit sound like.
Son, this whole shit feel like the Matrix.
It does, man. It kind of sucks
It does.
because it's like
It
It's
happened in our era.
Right, right. And, like two things that I'm gonna say.
it feels like a dream.
Oh,
Two
man.
things I'm gonna say.
Funny.
Since y'all don't watch Black Mirror, that's why I love this show, because this show be like, whoever made this show, they're doing a phenomenal job.
Avatar. Yeah.
It's another episode. It's another episode where we was talking about how everybody's an actor, right?
Mhm.
It's another episode where this girl, she conspired with her boyfriend to like have this little girl like kidnapped and killed,
Yeah.
and like for the rest of her life, they got her in this simulation where like she's in this chair, they electrocute her to where all memory is wiped out.
Yeah.
I think for like 10 hours or whatever, and like they had these actors playing out her life, and she goes through the same scenario every day, where she comes outside, she's being chased, somebody helps her. It's
That was
and
in
then
a movie. That was
and
in a
then
movie too. I seen it.
then at the end of the day, she starts to remember. They put her back in the chair. She's like, "What the fuck's going on?" They zip her. She wakes up. Oh my God, where am I? It's the same
So
shit
her
every
punishment-
fucking
You know what
day
that is?
So her
for the rest
punishment
of
was
her
to
life.
live the crime.
Not even a crime.
It's
Just
not.
like a horror. Her being chased, niggas with guns. It's fake guns though. Everybody's recording it, and she outside being chased. People are recording her being chased.
But see,
Help me! It's all.
Yo, they
it's
played that
all
already.
Actors and
They
shit.
played that, and you saw Deadpool 2? At the
Yeah,
end of the credits,
yeah.
they played it in that too.
Yeah.
There's another show, they played it in that too. If you watch the credits in Deadpool 2, he changes everything.
I did.
Changes the Wolverine story, changes all
Right,
this.
right.
He
Yep.
changes. He goes back. Oh, bring me back here. Bring me back. And he changes
Right.
the stories. So that's 2. That's 3. Because I remember another show Some shit's going down.
But
Right.
see, to tie in with that, with 1984, I see a correlation between the two, because you clearly said, because she remembered, this is why she's forced to relive it. So for her to get out of this loop is to basically forget what she
They want to condition her.
experienced or act like she forgot. Because in the book 1984, the main character, it's 4 ministries. And Big Brother is basically martial law
Then the
being
guy started
enacted.
acting like he was down
So,
with him.
They take you to a ministry where they know your fear.
Mhm.
Because, you know, we on the phone, we watching movies. Oh my God, I hate Michael Myers. If I see him, I would drop dead.
Right.
I hate spiders.
Yo,
I hate
yeah.
black people. I
Yeah.
hate this.
Yep.
So they know your fear.
Mhm.
Because you've been telling these niggas your
Oh,
fear
oh,
all
we
your
have
fucking life.
conversations. They listening right now.
Exactly.
Yo, I'm scared of heights. I'm scared of
So what they do in this particular ministry in this particular ministry in 1984, right? They take you there, and they don't beat you. They don't, you know.
You gonna beat yourself.
They just
Fear factor.
inject you with something, I believe. You knock out, and then
you start seeing
they
your fears.
basically put the whatever you fear. Like if you fear clowns, they'll
Scarecrow
put like
from
a
Batman.
fear. They'll put that thing that you fear so much in that room, and basically beat you into mental submission for you to. And then they will come back in. Like, they will have you, like, endure the fear for, like, 10 minutes. Then they'll come back in. Oh, what did you say about 9/11? It's a government conspiracy. Oh, yeah, it's a government conspiracy. All right, 30 minutes. Oh, what did you say? Yeah, government conspiracy.
That's fucked
And
up.
to
2
some point, you're
hours.
just like,
Oh,
No.
I can't remember.
It
What
wasn't.
happened on 9/11 again?
It's like that.
All right,
fucking-
you're fit to go back into society now, because we don't want you ruffling the feathers and raising certain
Right.
consciousness in the masses out there.
and that's the
That's
extreme.
ruffling
But they
feathers. That's
doing
why-
that in this society, but in more subtle ways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I woke up in 2005. I said right.
Or more extreme ways, John.
And
Kennedy.
That was an extreme. Yes, that was definitely.
Wait, yeah.
extreme.
Go ahead.
How old are you again?
26.
26.
26.
You
7. 27.
You said 7 what for Freemason?
Uh,
Oh, they actually.
Or
was
5%.
You a shot. Oh,
20%.
yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
7.
So damn, what I was saying.
He was asking
The
how-
age, right there,
Yeah.
the age. Cause I was trying to wake people the fuck up. I was out there. I told you I had a sticker on my heart, I had everything. Yo, I ordered 200 stickers for 9/11, bumper stickers.
Yeah.
And I told my boy, I'm like, yo, look, you gonna peel them, you gonna pass them to me, I'm gonna put them on the $10,000 cop reward shot on the cop card.
Yeah.
When I go by the precinct, bang,
Yeah.
bang, bang, bang. I still got these fucking stickers. I never did it. But here and there, I put a sticker up or whatever,
Well, you
like
can't
close
do
to
that now.
9/11.
Yeah,
Just
because
blow
niggas-
it up.
Yeah, but
They
they
got
know
the
how
stickers.
they. Yo, alright. Right. Before we jump, I said Avatar, right? Avatar was about blue creatures,
I
right?
love that movie.
And yeah, you love that movie,
Colonized.
but where did that
What was
happen?
the underlying
Yeah.
message?
Well, you said what?
There
What
was a
the
message behind
underlying message?
Nah, that's why I love it.
Colin-
No,
what
what
message?
But he's asking.
What was your
the-
what message you got?
What did you interpret it as?
The same thing how he was saying, like, well,
It happened already. I'll let you know that.
what you mean by that? That,
Can I
like,
answer?
Like somebody.
Yeah.
Can I answer first? All right. So it happened in America with the Indians. They got colonized. It happened in Africa. It happened in South America. It happened
Oh.
in the Caribbean islands.
It happened recently, though.
No, I was thinking about like
That's
something
my.
else. Like,
I don't know
like,
about recent, but
like-
you could.
I know about the whole colonization, how they came to their
The
planet
Middle East?
and where they was living, and they tore everything down to build more infrastructure, industrial. I
Happened in
thought you was
fucking
talking about
California.
like on like a more spiritual level, like somebody getting
No, I'm talking
into
about like
something.
getting you conditioned, ready for it when it happens. You won't be so scared about it. That's what it. That's what.
That's the movie's period,
Yeah, so you're already conditioned to it, right?
right?
Yeah.
Like,
So that's sorry to cut you off. It's to the point where like I see some shit on Instagram or Twitter. I see somebody getting stabbed to death.
We've been desensitized.
I watch. I'm like, that's fucking crazy. Whoop.
Yeah.
Oh, how it's fat. It don't even affect me no more.
yeah.
I get 2 minutes of like, that's crazy. Whoop.
All right. So where it happened?
That
nuts.
happened in Haiti.
Oh, yeah.
Haiti was the whole Avatar thing. It was under attack. It had it was an earthquake, right?
Yeah.
It had an earthquake.
Tsunami, right?
The Clintons came in.
Yep.
2010.
Wyclef was like, nah. Same way this dude was like, nah. And he rebelled. But we got conditioned to it. Like, oh no, and then you funded it,
UNICEF.
and they fucking took all the money. All they
Took
did was
all the
build
money
3
from
houses.
Red Cross.
Yeah, literally 3 houses from raising
3
billions of
fucking
dollars.
houses. But America was conditioned already from that movie. And they know in your subconscious mind, it was already planted that it wasn't going to bother you later on.
Yeah, you're not gonna react. Even if you do react,
And
the
that,
masses of
you're not even going to react. You know why you're not
desensitized.
going to react from? Because you fucking got fluoride in you. They made you believe that you can't stay at the sun because that's bad for you.
Word, man.
And this opens up your pineal gland, your third eye, and all this shit. You're
Yeah.
supposed to massage your third eye when you wake up. Like they condition everybody like, yo, you can't do this.
And you
can't
know
do
where
that,
you
can't
get
do that.
fluoride from? Colgate. One of the main
Toothpaste,
on
like
the
yo, I
market.
got that Hello. You got the Hello toothpaste. You ever seen it pop up on Instagram?
I use the black
Tom's
ones.
is
Yeah, the
up
black
there.
charcoal.
Every toothpaste on the market, Crest got it, everything got it.
Nah, Tom's don't got it. Tom's has
Tom's,
Tom's? Oh
it.
yeah,
Yeah, but
the
tastes
herbal.
tastes horrible.
I'm not gonna.
Nah,
front,
it don't
but
taste
yeah.
horrible.
But they're
It
backed
don't
up by a
taste
big
horrible.
ass GMO
I like
company.
Tom's.
That's why I started fucking with them.
Yeah, you got.
Right.
I was gonna say you gotta do your Google.
Wait,
It's like
Tom's
they don't
got
start.
bought
It's like they
over
don't do
by
this,
GMO
but they
Yeah,
endorse by
what's
that.
what's
that?
Like, what the
Nah, we answered them.
Monsanto.
Yeah,
Monsanto.
they bought them. They bought Tom's.
I was brushing my teeth with activated charcoal for a minute.
That's
and
what
just
I use right
gargling
now.
Me
with
too.
fucking
like
But
oil
you know,
pulling, right?
but you know how they.
Like oil pulling and shit.
nigga, I do.
With the
Yeah, nigga with the
Coconut oil.
coconut oil.
But you know how it's a powder. Hello has it as a paste. Now, and it's fluoride free, and they got mint in it. Tastes good.
Oh, and it's black.
It's black. It's on.
Oh, I
in
think
the
I
ads. That shit is
I
good.
do have
Order
it.
that
Yeah,
shit.
It's minty. Yeah,
It's
it
minty.
tastes good. Yeah.
Yeah. So what we jump into next? I was looking at it like this, like we.
I mean, go ahead.
we
but
can spin out 3 topics and we can speak on that.
Nigga, fuck it, nigga. We gonna go.
Like,
Like,
for as
yeah,
long as
we
we
talk
could.
about
you know about
Haiti,
MKUltra,
Yeah, I mean I've heard
Yeah.
about that. So like that's what I'm saying. Though.
Project
all these
Bluebeam.
all these things that we
I ain't
hear
heard about Project Bluebeam, but I definitely put niggas
No,
onto
I
that
heard
show
about
on
Bluebeam.
Netflix.
I heard about
Wormwood. It's about MKUltra when the scientists committed suicide.
Bluebeam. They trying to say that there wasn't even a plane.
In
They was trying to say,
1950s.
like it was a hologram and shit too.
But not. You ever been to Disney?
Disney World.
Disney World. recently.
No.
I've been to Epcot.
No.
But in Disney,
Florida,
at
but
But I know a
Disney,
bunch
you
of
can
Disney
watch.
employees got locked up recently for pedophilia and shit like that. I know that much.
But at Disney, like they do a show at like you know they do fireworks all the time by the castle, and you can literally sit down and you watch this castle transform. The castle's in front of you, but this shit transforms. It blows up. It
Oh, the
disappears.
technology, yeah.
Everything.
It's
It turns into a cake. It turns into snow. It crumbles apart and all that shit.
Projector.
That's Project Bluebeam. They practiced that shit on fucking
For the alien
when Tupac. They had Tupac in the concert. Remember?
Yeah.
A few years ago,
Yeah.
Tupac was in the concert and he
Yeah.
was rapping and shit. That's Project Bluebeam, man. It goes back to
They're trying to say that
to the
the
planes and
alien
all this
invasion.
other shit. They can say it's an alien invasion, and everyone's gonna be scared because they already fucking put the movies out there. When
Mars
you get
attacks.
invaded, you run away, and the government's gonna say come this
Yeah.
way, and they say
Yeah,
hey,
an
you can't go to the
asylum.
FEMA camp
Right.
until you get this fucking shot.
Walking
Right?
Dead. What's the
Right.
name
Let's
of that
go,
site?
man.
Walking
All
Dead,
makes
it was
sense,
making
man.
the announcements on the radio.
I fucking
Let's
forgot.
Rose,
go.
what?
I
Rose-
fucking forgot.
Walking Dead. Remember when Glenn and them, all of them was still alive,
In
and
the
they was
beginning.
they was sending out the ads on the radio. Oh, come here, we got
Yeah.
we're the safe
Oh,
camp or
oh,
whatever.
yeah,
And when they got there, it's a big fucking
and they
trick.
got tramp.
You
man.
gotta
The
give up
first time.
you gotta give up your guns.
Yeah, yeah.
That's one of the first things. We gotta
Was it a
separate the
furnace
men
or some
from
shit?
the woman.
It was something like
Now
that.
give up your guns. You said you're against it,
Yeah.
right? You was aware of it
Yep.
from the last episode from what I heard, and you was like, "Yo,
With the
you're
voting
for
shit.
it," because this one say you gotta pick a
No,
side.
no.
I
didn't.
get-
No. Let me clarify that. I didn't say I'm against taking away all guns. I said I'm for stricter gun laws.
Bro,
Because, look, because of this reason. Because
Because white people shooting up schools.
no, because in my head, look, in my head, why is it so easy for everybody to just get all these machine guns, these high
Same way
armor
it's easy to
guns?
get liquor.
But it's
and all
white
that shit.
people. But it's white people doing
Nah,
it.
but listen,
Okay.
this is the part y'all
Okay.
missing. This is the part
But
y'all
I'm not
missing.
against that because I believe that the government's trash. We gotta protect ourselves. But it has to be some type of balance.
Yeah,
If everybody just has these guns
Okay.
and then look,
Alright.
look.
only people that have the guns
Look,
is
look.
high.
We can have our
Exactly.
guns. Fuck it, everybody get guns. But we gotta make sure people are
Aware.
mentally
Alright.
ready to, like, who getting these guns? People that want to protect themselves, or those that want to just, oh, you having a bad day?
which situations make
He's
you feel
known
like
to
this, though?
fucking go
See,
crazy.
You're aware of crisis actors because I heard you say it. You're aware of
Yeah.
crisis
So then,
actors,
what
right?
situation makes you feel like that we need more laws? Because there's
'Cause
30
there's
something
shootings in
million. Yeah, I'm
schools,
saying there's
right?
30 something million people with guns in their hands that aren't wilding every day, And the people that get caught wilding, they don't go through the checks that you're talking about.
Yeah.
They never even have
got
guns
missing.
the
This is
right
the
way.
whole agenda.
But
This
that's
is
the
what,
thing.
hold on,
That's
let me
what I'm
say
saying.
one thing.
You
This is
don't
what
think
y'all
that it should
missing.
be so. On the contrary to what I'm saying, y'all think that the gun should just be
All right, real quick.
I'm saying
no
every
like, just
country
just
that took-
everybody
It's
just
like that right now.
look
pretty
into
much.
a.
Before
Yo,
all
Hitler
the
took
people
the
started
guns
killing
away.
each other.
See what he did.
Stalin.
I'm not saying take the guns away.
I know
No,
they had stricter gun laws. Better.
And I'm not and look
Yeah, that's
and
what-
look and
London,
I'm not saying
they
shit
just-
like you gotta. I'm just saying like it gotta be some type of prerequisite. It gotta be some
is, though.
because like what as soon as you're 17, 18,
You're allowed
You
to
get a
go
gun?
through a background
No,
check,
no.
but you gotta do the checks.
that's
and shit.
that's what I'm saying though.
They have
At least something.
They
But
got
the
that, dog.
prerequisite is contradicting what I said earlier about registering your weaponry. Now we know who has guns. We know how many guns you have, and we know when we come knocking at your door, you cannot tell us that you don't have a gun
But
because you registered.
been
the
doing
shit.
that. They've been doing that. They mind like the way they used to get guns. Alright, cool. You're the connect. You're buying all the guns.
Mhm.
They'll build up a whole army. Right? Got all these guns. Da 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 da. Go on vacation. Come back to an empty house. Yo, they broke into my house. Now you call it in. All your guns are stolen. Them shits is not under you no more. Now these serial numbers get scratched out, and now the guns are in the hood.
But that's not how the majority.
I mean, nah.
That's just part.
That's
of it.
part. That's part of it,
I
right?
would say that's a small
Now,
part.
MKUltra. Do you know what MKUltra is? You're the devil's breath.
Safe
Mind
code word
control.
and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking-
I think I'll probably put you onto devil's breath.
Now
never heard of
honestly,
devil's breath.
I heard of devil's breath.
It's a
and-
bean.
And it's gonna sound crazy, and it's probably had nothing to do with what you're talking about, but probably has similarities. I heard that shit from the new Spider-Man game. That shit's literally in
What?
the Spider-Man game. It's
Oh,
called,
yeah.
like it's called the Devil's Breath.
Yeah, there's
No
a mission.
bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, so
Literally.
I think
Yeah,
it,
And it's a
That's what I
fucking
heard from.
serum. It's not a beam. A beam. It's a serum that they
Inject you
They
with,
injecting people.
alright, so look, MKUltra is
Yeah.
pretty much
It's just crazy.
when if the government puts you into MKUltra, and they same thing with alright, MKUltra and Devil's Breath
Go
work
hand in
kind of
hand.
they go hand in hand. They work the same way, right? So when the government, alright, there's a documentary called Confessions on Netflix that the police are grabbing people up and saying goes back to your fucking Black Mirror shit, repeating the shit over and over and over until you for fucking months until you say, yeah, I did the crime, and then they interview these people and be like, yo, why did you say you did the crime if you didn't do it? And you didn't do it, and he's like, cause I got tired of hearing the same shit over and over and over and over, right? So it just shows they have proof that they can break people down already, right? So with MKUltra, they put it in you, and then they tell you go do something, and you go do it. So yo, alright, cool, you got the MK, it's in you, alright, yo, now go shoot up the school. Go shoot up the school, and then people to get pissed. We'll throw these crisis actors in, and I'll get these guns off the street. Then fucking Dominique's gonna come and be like, we need structured laws.
Look.
Yeah, that's exactly how.
But
that
yo,
works.
Nah,
listen,
but I don't agree with that. Though. I'm aware of that.
So
I
why
know.
would you say we need stricter laws if
Listen,
you agree with it though?
in
Because,
London,
like I
hold
said,
on, in
I think
Paris
it
they
has to be
passed
some
it.
type of because
But it's the
I've
government
said
planning the
I've
whole
definitely
shit.
said verbatim what he just said.
No, you didn't.
I have.
Not verbatim.
But boy, I've literally said
Not verbatim.
before that they had these crisis actors because people want to go like it's the agenda.
You didn't break it down like what he just said though.
I have before, maybe a long time ago, but I
Yeah,
have.
So you're saying
Where,
there's
like,
an
Give
agenda
MK
happening.
like-
Ultra to these people.
No,
then
no,
they
no,
gonna
no,
shoot
no,
up.
no, no.
That's what I'm
Not
saying.
the MK Ultra, but as far like they make these
Situation.
mass shootings.
Yeah.
Because I've been
They throw
mentioning
To
MK Ultra.
make people feel irate and
Yes.
riot and stuff like that,
Population control, yeah.
and
So
then
you're
to
aware of
rely on
give
the
a
state
reason
of
like,
fear,
hey, this is why we
fear
need gun
shit.
control.
Yeah.
This is why we.
Yes.
I understand that.
Okay.
Alright, let
But-
me finish.
It's still a thin line though. Like I don't think it should be handed out. Like, oh, you're
It's
18.
not,
you
God,
want
it's
to
not
It's
handed
not handed
out.
out. If I'm
That's
getting
the way
yo,
you guys
yo,
making
yo,
it seem though.
yo, MKUltra, go shoot up the school. Here's the fucking gun. They giving you the
Why
gun.
don't you try to come
They
to
and they
gun
selling
right
you
now,
the
bro?
story. Oh, he got it from his mother. He got it
But
from
you
his
can
father.
still,
He got
you're a
it
legal
this.
citizen. You could get a gun. There's a way for you to get a gun in your house.
It's a lot
In
of-
fact, but you just said that's
Nah,
what
no,
you
I
want,
mean,
right?
I mean, New York is one of them states where
Yo,
Right then.
real quick,
you get caught with a gun, it's like 10 to 20.
London, they
If it's
passed.
not yours,
If you're not white.
if it's yours.
Like, how many people you know that have the registered gun? They're not a CEO or police officer. in
But
New
that's
York?
what the point I'm trying to make is that is irrelevant. You can do it.
Yeah,
You can take the necessary steps to be like, I got a burner in my crib.
Who's saying you can't do it?
There's literally
There's an application in every precinct that you can fill out to get a
boom
gun.
and go get a burner. That's what I would do
living
for
in
the
New
hood.
York.
I'll get the whole.
Listen, let's get off of this topic
Like,
because
I've never-
Yeah.
I don't want to speak about people owning guns and shit. And you know what I'm saying.
But let me just finish. They did pass that in London, and the crime rate and knife and killings and running people
Went
over
down?
went up
Oh, went up.
because they took the guns away. You don't have the right to bear guns no more, and stabbings went up crazy, like 70%, and running people the fuck over went up.
Yeah, I can't kill you with a gun.
Well, a lot of
so
Spanish
I'ma
people
fucking
move there?
stab you.
Huh?
A lot of Spanish people move.
Right, y'all motherfuckers.
Moving around.
Machetes and knives. You heard about China, bro.
But yo, like when they do the school shootings, right?
Uh-huh.
They fucking put it a whole story, right? Cool.
Yeah.
A white man, a disturbed man, sick man. Now we know this is gonna get black people pissed off. Cause like, yo, why he gotta be this? Why he's not a thug or a robber or a drug dealer? Da da da. Why he not bringing up his criminal record? They saying, oh, he was mentally disturbed. Da da da. So alright, cool.
kid.
Now we to get them pissed off, and then we gonna have the families, cause we we involve kids, and then we say, you know what? We need stricter gun laws, this and that, and it goes, shit all goes back to the California burnings and the trains and
Yeah, it's
population
200.
control. It goes back to the fucking
And
films that I saw at the UN.
Yeah.
Yup.
Henry
They
Kissinger.
had a fucking plan.
Goes back to the vaccines. The
They had a
vaccines.
plan.
Yo, and real quick, when we were talking about the Project Bluebeam, that we getting invaded, you got so conditioned to run away from it when you're supposed to run towards it, because you're running to the army, and like you come with us, we're gonna save you, and then we bring you to these FEMA camps because there's so much shit going on, and
Right,
you
yeah,
get
once you're
vaccinated.
you got no rights.
How can I run to a military group who has been subjugating my people and poor people for all these decades?
I wouldn't do it.
Because law enforcement and the military goes hand in hand. Military is like law enforcement big brother. When the state law enforcement can no longer calm the civilians down,
National Guard.
National Guard comes in. When National Guard can't calm the civilians
Like the
down,
military corps.
the military gets deployed.
you
And that's when
then
they
can't do
deploy
it. They
the
call
10
the Avengers.
You saw the movie The
That's
Hate
when
You
the
Give?
10 regions, you know what I'm saying?
Kick in, all the shit kick in. You saw
Exactly.
the hate You Give? You saw that movie?
I didn't see it.
Y'all need to see that fucking movie. Y'all talking
You
about
see-
all this shit, man. I took my daughter to see it when it came out.
I need to see
Is
that,
it-
and I need
nah.
to see the final purge still.
I haven't even
the
heard
final
of that
purge.
movie.
It's close too, man.
The thing is, I don't watch
The what?
TV, so I don't.
Nigga,
really
it's a
see
movie. It's a
trailers.
movie.
Nah, certain
Alright,
movies.
The Hate You
certain
Give.
movies.
Hate You Give. Sounds
Who
good.
started The Hate You Give?
Who started?
Is that the one with
Tupac.
Denzel?
Tupac. Come on.
Yeah, Thug
Thug.
Life stand for the hate you give.
The Hate You Give.
Thug Life is not
Oh,
like
no.
gangster life.
I never knew what it
Alright.
stood for.
The
He said
Hate
it-
You
he said it in
Give.
All Eyes on Me.
Little
That's hard
infants fucks everyone.
Wait, what?
The Hate You Give. Little infants fucks everyone.
Oh yeah, I did see that one time.
I didn't see. I didn't know.
That's
what
what
life
Thug
was.
Life stands for. So
Little
think about it.
infants.
The Hate You Give. Little infants
Yeah.
fucks everyone. For a perfect example, my cousin that's locked up, right?
Mhm.
They ran up. He knew he was about to get. He sold some drugs. He already did the time for this. He came home. He's back in right now on conspiracy shit, right? Some crazy shit.
Oh, stop
And he didn't do nothing. He didn't do shit. But he went back. He made a transaction in the McDonald's. He said, and he was walking back, and all the numbers matched on the fucking bills. And he's like, damn, I got marked money. And they caught me. And he turned on his block. He saw a dude across the street. He's like, damn, that's a D right there. He sat down on the stoop. He said, yo, Steve, 2 minutes, they all rolled up. Get down. He's like, yo, wow, I waited here for y'all.
Right.
He's like, yo, listen, I'm here. My family's upstairs. Y'all got what y'all wanted. Y'all already got the mark money. Y'all got that transaction. Just take me. They're like, nah, we need to go. We got a warrant. They want to go into his house, right? They wanted to go in his house, and they didn't know which apartment to go into. Like, it was one of the buildings that is a door here,
Mhm.
and then they got the rifle, but he was like, which door is it? He was like, and then they called the precinct. They found the door. They went into it. He said, yo, listen, before you go into my apartment, I got my son there, I got my dog there, and I got his girl. My girl's there. He said, my dog, I got a pit bull, friendliest dog ever. Mad friendly. He's like, all right. They went in.
First thing they did was shoot the dog.
Yo, his son is sitting down with the dog. He got the dog when his son was born. So his son looks at the dog like, that's my brother.
Wait, hold on.
So he's like, yo, they walk in, this, like I said, the son looks at the dog like that's his brother.
Yeah.
They walk in, the dog literally goes like this. Looks up, yo, the dude goes, puts the Glock to the dog's head and shoots him. Bah! My cousin's outside. Don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah, he don't
He think about his son.
Yeah.
Right.
He gets up, starts charging upstairs. Like 6 cops jump on him. He's throwing them off. They falling down the stairs. He keeps running. Like they don't let him in. They're like, yo, your son is alright. Your son is alright. So he comes down. He's crying, right? His son, he's like, let me see my son. Let me see my son. His son comes down. He looks at him. He said, they killed my brother, Dad. That's thug life right there. Me personally, I asked him like, so now him growing up,
Yeah.
he's
That
conditioned.
hatred, yeah.
Fucking hate cops. They killed my brother.
Exactly.
Yeah, there was no reason for that dude to do
It's a
that.
traumatic
bro.
experience.
Damn.
Why he did that?
You know what I mean? Like, damn.
They hate you.
Grown ass man, you gonna shoot a dog right next to a child.
So now he's growing up with hate.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And that was the whole shit of Tupac's movement, thug life.
That's fucked up, yeah.
Wow.
But everyone just kept taking the thug part, saying thug, and they
Like
want to.
street.
Yo, he
gangsters,
even goes, even like nigga. The word nigga means God. Nigga, you read the book, nigga, From Niggas to God?
My uncle always told
I
me
heard
that.
about
My
it.
Uncle Chris.
Get the book, From Niggas to God, part 1, part 2. It shows you
About
how. I forgot. Yo, the front cover is a Ku Klux Klan member holding, a blood in the crib holding guns and they're puppets.
Oh,
That's
okay,
the front
okay.
cover of it. It's a light brown cover, the second one.
Okay.
But get that book. It tells about like how we still enslaved from Dep and all this other shit, you know.
Yeah.
But
money.
that's a good ass movie, yo. Good ass movie, and I forgot to do it because I already knew it was gonna be a good movie because Jess was reading the book at home and she was telling me about the book and she's telling me like little parts of it, and then I was like, yo, I gotta check that movie. I checked it out, and I was like, yeah, I gotta buy because real quick, a fact that before Black Panther came out, Disney stock was low and that shit spiked like crazy. It went up crazy. So people made money like they never made before when Black Panther came out. Then I'm like, yo, this is gonna be another movie. This is gonna be, and sure enough, I forgot which company it was. I probably didn't buy the stock because it was probably like $60 a share or whatever at the time, and I got all my money tied up in some other shares. But I was pissed I didn't buy it. Yo, that is a good ass movie, yo. Definitely gotta go see that shit. But real quick, the black bean, Devil's Breath.
Yeah.
It's a bean that you could crush up, throw it in the air, right? The dust, and whoever inhales that for 24 hours, you're under my control.
Wow.
So I'll be like, yo, that means you go across the street, take your money out the ATM, and give it to me. Yo, there's stories on YouTube.
That
you
is
look it up.
literally what it is in Spider-Man.
Yo, that's a real.
Like,
that's a real
that
shit.
ass. Mr. Negative.
Yo, this dude.
He was putting his thing in people and he was using that as like a weapon of like mass destruction, trying to like, yeah, that's just crazy.
Yo, this dude was literally.
It's a part of the game is even
They
allowed
did it to a
even to
drug
put that in.
dealer in
'Cause
Colombia.
Like he said they gotta show you. They gotta show you before they do it.
They took all his money.
Right.
Yo, he helped them pack his house. He woke up in an empty house and he went downstairs like, what the fuck? He went to the bellman like, what the fuck happened? It's like, yo, remember you packed everything.
I think I heard that before.
I told you about
It's
that.
it's on Vinceland. They
The
got
drug,
a documentary
right?
on it.
The drug.
Vinceland, yeah.
All you gotta do, not too much, 'cause you might overdose a person. Just by doing this, just take a little bit in your hand,
Oh yeah, you did tell me.
and niggas,
That's Devil's Breath.
let's go to your crib.
They made a movie out of some shit
You know
like that,
what I'm
right?
saying?
There's
It's
a
not
documentary on
movies,
it. On Vince.
What country is it from?
And I think it's in Colombia.
It's literally on trees in Colombia.
Trees
bro.
is a fucking
I
bean.
did see a documentary. That's a documentary.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's like it's crazy.
Yeah,
so
bro.
they think about that, you think about MKUltra,
That shit always bugs me up.
and then you just push the agenda,
The
gun
Earth
control.
grows something like that. The
Yeah.
planet Earth grows
Right.
something like that.
I mean,
We got
they
negatives and
probably use
positives
that
because
to move,
What would the planet
use
grow
that to
at?
probably create a devil, bro.
Probably some bacteria mixed with another bacteria made that.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying this as far as like.
Yeah,
shit
I'm
being
saying, but
able-
probably
Mixing
that's what
chemicals in
happens.
your head, probably
Soybean,
something
for
that-
example, soybean, right?
Shit's unhealthy.
Because I wanted to touch on it when you mentioned the apples earlier.
Yeah, like, so
Glyphosate, right?
polished and shit.
Glyphosate, that's the number one herbicide used. It's also known as Roundup,
Yeah.
right? That shit is found in Lucky Charms, Trix, Honey Nut
Every
Cheerios,
cereal, yo.
Apple Jacks, all the popular cereals.
What about Raisin Bran?
Plus
Everything.
oatmeal, plus oat brands, right? Now, a child consuming this shit from the age of 3 all the way to like, what,
40.
30 years old, 40 years old,
Right.
whenever people, on a regular stop eating cereal. You have so much fucking Roundup in your system. Now you can't have children. you have poor neurological functioning, you have, you know what I'm saying, you develop cancer.
And
all
the doctors
these
are
things.
telling you it's just because that's what the human body does.
Exactly.
Right.
And then you tell them, I've never smoked a cigarette or weed in my life. I've never drank alcohol in my life.
Right.
How did I get this? Oh, well, sir.
Genetics.
Sometimes the genetics and sometimes
Right.
the atmosphere, you know, global warming and such and such and
Fam.
all this bullshit, right?
Right.
Crazy.
But I brought up the glyphosate because another thing it does, it manipulates and rearranges the functioning of hormones.
Feminization.
So now
Yeah.
males are becoming feminine,
Which
women
makes
are
a lot of
becoming
sense,
masculine.
I work with a dude. He
Makes a
grew
lot
some
of
titties and he stopped taking it.
Soybean does
soy-
that.
Yeah,
swear to
a
God,
lot of it.
that
That's
nigga was
why.
an A cup.
That's why they call people in Asia soy boys.
Oh, I never heard
Lady
that.
He was taking what?
Yeah, because they eat.
Nigga
a
was
lot
drinking
of
soy milk and he grew an A
This-
cup.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
Words and everything. I'm like,
Nah,
I believe it. I
and
believe
he was
it.
like, yeah, I stopped taking it.
Nah, I believe
And
it.
It's
It's
crazy
funny,
because
though.
he's gay too, but like
He's
he
probably happy
wasn't.
then.
He said I had to stop real quick. I'm like, yo.
Why
Yeah,
has
it's
to stop?
estrogen.
Yeah.
It's funny the way
Raise that
that
shit.
This shit been in the works since 1914.
That's 100 years, fam.
A Jewish doctor was the first one
That's
that
World War One.
proposed the document and actually showed like testing, like this is what we are gonna have men looking like by such and such year, and this is what we're gonna have women looking like. And basically the documents,
Oh, this shit bothers
the illustrations of men and women in the 1900s, it was a robust man, big, muscular, taller than the woman, docile looking female. You know what I'm saying? The last illustration, the woman was robust and muscular, taller than the man, and the man was shorter.
Why would they want that?
Yo, you eat pussy, nigga?
Because it's all part of
Yeah, yo, you know, I definitely believe that, and they also doing. Me personally, I feel like they doing that with the season. They fucking up the season with heart.
Yeah.
And winter's gonna become summer, and summer's gonna become winter.
Yeah.
And I don't know about y'all, but I touched on a lot of things.
Look how long it snowed this year.
Wait, okay, so I heard you say earlier that you don't believe in climate change.
Nope.
Right?
Nah, no.
Let's dive into that.
Yeah, I had mentioned that before.
Yo,
Like,
bro.
Yo, real quick before we jump into
Because
climate change,
Yeah,
Talk about
right?
it.
The spraying, the chemtrails.
right.
Real quick, they don't spray that shit during California fires. Why not?
Because
Because then it can converse.
Oh,
There's no trails during a fire at all. Because then you fuck up the whole fucking shit.
yeah.
So,
It's called stratospheric.
They trying to say protecting the ozone
I
layers
forgot.
and all
It's
this
a
other
word.
shit.
It's
That's
a word.
what I'm saying. When you was a kid, that was the thing. It was the ozone layer.
Like the ozone.
Yo,
There was
to be
big
quite
ass
honest,
ozone
man,
layer. And then
I
they
might
stopped
sound
talking about
crazy right now, but
We all sound
as
crazy.
far as I know, the Earth just might be flat. I always
man.
subscribe to it being
I just had this talk
elliptical.
last week, man.
It just might be flat.
I don't know. You know, the only problem I
I've
have with
ne-
that is when it's nighttime. How do you explain that?
Nah, you know what I want? This is what I want.
Yeah.
I want a motherfucker to get on a plane, a big ass plane, with all the gas he has. I
and
want you
just
to
do
go
a whole
straight, nigga.
fucking
Just go straight.
70-hour just trip.
Yeah, nigga, come back here.
Because there was a reason.
Don't go to Cali and
Yeah.
fucking fly back. No, keep going.
There's a reason they
I've seen a lot
stopped
of
the
that.
Concorde planes in the 80s to 90s. There's a reason for that because they used to break that stratospheric,
The Sonic. You talking about the Sonic airline?
yeah, that fast.
Sonic.
that's
Gets
why-
you, it gets you to
that's
Cali. From New York to Cali, 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
UK, all of that, 5 hours, 4 hours, mad fast.
Wow.
Quick.
Or they
It-
killed
it-
Amelia Earhart because she found out the truth. That's what I like. She went
It's
around
a lot
the
of-
world. She saw
Alright,
the
so-
whole
And
ice.
back in the 60s, 70s,
and they smoked it.
well, I would say back in the early to mid
Came to
1900s,
Antarctica,
the
type shit
US
like
the US always pushed for no other country developing a space program. Why
Yeah,
is
what's up
that?
with that?
Why did y'all only want to be the
It's-
only
yeah.
other than Russia? Because
And
Russia
then
already
NASA,
had like
You know how
Sputnik.
NASA
Yeah.
started Freemasons
So why do you not want other countries to go out of space?
to control it.
And now Donald Trump want to assemble a fucking Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right.
You know they got
But then where does the Anunnaki?
you know, there's a
come
real
in?
Star Wars. Star Wars. There's a real shit. There's a real fucking shit called Star Wars.
Y'all ever heard
That's
of Dr.
why-
Delbert Blair?
Nah.
Yeah.
He
Say it
bro-
again.
Delbert Blair, black guy.
I
He
heard-
broke down the
I heard
whole
the Blair.
the different forms of beings on the planet. He touched on the whole
That's why I wanted to dive
the
into what he was
stones,
talking about.
the Shangite stones, if you have a Shanghai stone, it suppresses the amount of radiation.
Yeah, I mentioned that before.
Yeah, I know.
Nah, but he spoke on it since the 80s and shit.
You know, they taking some, I don't know what stone it is, but they taking it off. Like, if you try to buy it on Amazon or Etsy,
Shanghai,
they turn it off. They're like, oh, it's out of stock.
Shanghai and
Out of stock.
crystals,
Out of
because
stock.
what
Out
it
of stock.
does
They
too-
found out, like, people was aware of this shit.
Shanghai and crystals, they spoke about it with the California fires too, with the whole with the like chemtrails and shit that they're exposed to. Well, not the fires per se, but California, the chemtrails and whatever you're exposed to, plus the water we're drinking. Like, if you drop a Shanghai stone in water, like regular distilled water that has no minerals or anything, it alkalinizes the water.
Look, so
Nick can't have that.
before we, oh yeah,
Exactly.
that's what I'm
Why
saying.
would we want to?
I
Why would
wanna-
we want y'all to
like,
buy
this what
something that
happens.
I want to
y'all
get
like?
each of y'all thoughts. Let me read the title first, cause I read something earlier today
What's the source?
when they was like, the source.
Same shit
Is,
from the DM.
Wait, well, let me just read the general title first, right? Cause
Yo, who broke your heart?
I want to get y'all thoughts on it.
Talk
Right?
about
What you mean?
You say you got your heart broken this year?
This nigga
That's
listen
that
to every
DM. That's that
fucking-
DM shorty, yo. She turned gay. That's what happened. We got it now, yo. She turned gay.
Scientists are proposing an ingenious but as yet unproven way to tackle climate change, spraying sun-dimming chemicals into the Earth's atmosphere.
The problem with that is that they've been doing it.
Yeah.
So if they've been doing it, why are they putting up a story now?
To shift the narrative.
Exactly. And it's crazy because my right hand man's, bro. He does not subscribe to none of this shit. I'll be like, yo, because I watch the planes. I look in the sky all day.
Have your man watch What the Heck Are They Spraying? Documentary on YouTube.
I'm gonna see it.
What the heck are they spraying?
I gotta watch
But
that.
I've pointed to him. I could show him that, but I've pointed.
They always
to him.
And my
doing
father
that
says it's the
shit.
muffler. I'm like, shut up.
You
man.
like 2 planes making an X in the sky, legit in Manhattan. I'm like,
That's
yo,
X, baby.
I'm like, that's normal to you? He's like, yeah, they're going
It's
two
a nigga
different
from the
ways.
Bronx.
So I was like, yo, son, that's fucking normal to you?
You know, one spray covers like 20 miles in each direction. Or
And if
90
you used to
miles
sit
each
there and
direction. One
watch
spray.
it for the
That
hour,
shit trickles down
that
to
shit just
us.
goes like that. And it turns into that's why outside looks like a fucking gray.
Gloomy.
It's wild.
Have you ever seen
son.
England?
Yeah, like
You ever seen England? England barely have some
No
sunny
blue
days.
light.
Yo,
There's
it
no
was
blue
kinda
sky.
gloomy.
It's like
Sun.
always
I
gloomy.
went to
That's like always
I went to
gloomy.
Dubai,
Yo, it
even-
was kind of gloomy out there
So
too.
you know
Where?
even something even
Where?
fucking
I don't know if it was
crazier?
because of the sun. Dubai.
Dubai.
Son, I'll never forget this shit. I was walking to work. I was working at Uniqlo, like years back, like 3 years
Shots to
back,
Uniqlo.
on Fifth Avenue, right? I'm walking, looking at the sky randomly, right? I kid you not, it was pitch white.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
No
I
clouds.
swear, no
No
fucking
blue.
clouds.
It's not a
Right.
cloud.
Yeah.
It looked like God took in a fucking eraser.
Yeah.
I was looking like,
The
I
sun
turned the
looks
corner,
just like
looked
that.
up,
Yeah.
The
the
sun looks
whole
just like
shit
that,
was
bro.
white.
Yeah, look at what's going on.
All
today.
white,
White,
son.
bro, white. These are not
I
clouds.
said, yo, what the fuck is going on
You said
here?
we gotta look at what's going on today.
Yeah, like you gotta,
Nah,
like,
it's
there's
not.
hints everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta see what's popping, like, what the news is saying, what's going on social media. Something's going on that this shit's getting sprayed.
So my thing is,
OD.
with everything that's going on with like the environment, the high temperatures,
Yeah.
Sky's
we-
supposed to be blue, man.
we can all agree that it's not climate change.
I don't think
It's
so.
the government manipulating
It's manipulation.
temperature.
100%.
Alright, you said you want
And
to
it's
hear my
something-
shit, right? You want
Yeah,
each one,
yeah.
right?
I mean,
Combined effort.
on here, everybody's thoughts on climate change.
Alright, so from what we're told, the earth is round, right?
Mhm.
And every time there's like a major earthquake, the earth it turns like the shape of an egg, right? Like, how many seconds in a minute,
60.
right? Look it up. Probably it changed now, but it's 58 seconds in a minute now because the earth moved during the earthquake, right? And now the poles are shifting. So when the poles start shifting, like if this is the North Pole and it's what we're told is it's snowy, it's icy and all this shit, and it shifts and it goes more towards Russia, this fucking snow is gonna melt.
Right.
And now these people are seeing weather snow like they never seen before. And why? And every time there's an earthquake, this shit moves over more, and the poles start shifting and shifting and shifting. And yo, it's climate change. No, they say what's really happening. Like there's a reason why we all feel like, damn. Yesterday I felt like I was 15. Me personally, I feel like all that makes sense. Like, yo, damn, I'm 34 already. Like, shit,
Right.
time is
Nigga, I be
flying.
saying that too. Like,
Why are we saying
I thought
time
I
is
was
flying?
22 fucking last year, bro. This last 4 years.
So look it up. Look up the earthquakes and the pole shift and all that shit. You'll see it. And they saying like, but me, I also agree. Like I had what I was telling my foreman. I'm like, yo, all right, cool. So if the Earth is round, I think it's flat. Let's say a plane that hovers.
Yeah.
I want this plane to hover for 10 hours in the same spot, not moving. I said, where does he land?
In the
He's like,
same place.
why?
Because, right? Exactly why.
And then he's like, well, you gotta go with the ozone layer. I was like, I never thought of it like that, honestly, but.
That shit blows my mind, right?
Repeat that again.
If a plane that hovers, right?
He's saying that the Earth
It just
goes-
stays there
Is
for
it
10 hours.
It's not rising or it's just staying
It
there.
stays off. It's off the ground. It's off the ground.
Spy plane.
Enemy spy plane.
right.
Yeah. I'm about to say, think Call of Duty. It's just chilling.
Blue.
10 hours.
He's saying the Earth.
Where does he land? Does he land in the same spot or a different spot since the Earth is spinning and it's round?
He'll
It
tell
should
you
be
that
a
it's
different
spinning
spot.
with him, right? He'll tell you that because the plane is in the same atmosphere, it's
That's
spinning.
what you gotta get out the atmosphere
in like
later.
the
I'm
same.
like,
That's the claim. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, that's what they would say.
But to
It's
me,
like-
that
it's like it's in
doesn't
the same
make
gravity
sense.
pull. It'll move.
here's the
with
Yo,
shit that blew
he
my
texted me. He
mind.
said, "Yo, I'm excited today."
Yo,
I was like,
bro,
why?
Bro, I love this type of shit.
I said, "Why?" I thought he said, "Why you asking me why?" nigga?"
Yo, son, the speed.
Because you gotta question everything.
Yeah.
Bro,
this-
travel at
Yeah, like
2,000 something miles
So
per
if the
hour.
Earth is moving this fast,
I wanna be
for
dizzy,
fucking
nigga.
generations.
Yeah.
How does the sky look the same?
I don't know. I don't know why I get dizzy on little teapot rides.
So you believe in the
Like,
fact?
But the
I don't
Earth
know.
is
I
traveling
don't know.
2,000
Yeah,
something
like,
miles an
I
hour.
just
When
I
I
get
first
this
saw
shit.
that, I couldn't believe it. I was like,
Like human
the
civilization, they're
Earth
looking at
is
the
traveling
three stars,
this fast.
right?
I really want to
That's
go out
how
of
they
space.
the North
It's-
Star.
If you could go out of
Exactly.
space.
It's doing like this while it's moving like this. 2,000 miles. Plus, and then the moon is going like this while it's
Like I
going
need
like
someone personally
And
I
then
know
the
to
sun
go
is
out
moving
there
as
that
well.
I
Everybody's
believe.
moving at a
Because I asked my
phenomenal
dad,
pace.
So you said something before we started recording about it's this planet
Nibiru.
that circles the Earth every 1,000 or so years.
And even that's the one that's
The Anunnakis and shit.
is just like
So-
Earth.
No,
Let's
that's
dive into that,
That's the
because
one
I
where the
wanna know more about
Anunnakis
that.
are from.
Is it Earth? You can look up Earth too.
Earth too. I heard
They
about
spoke.
Earth
The government
too.
spoke about it
Yeah,
too.
they
for
put
real
it out.
quick.
Yeah.
And they ended that shit.
Took it out, yeah.
Earth 2. Like, what's
It's
like?
they literally call it
It's
Earth.
like light years away.
It's
or
no. It's in our solar system, I believe.
It's probably
Because
Nibiru.
they saw that it had. It's like Earth too. So it has water. It has land mass.
Definitely.
Because
You
before
can
they
live on it, has
before,
oxygen.
before they spoke about
Really?
it, they were talking about they found water on a planet. Then I think they mentioned the water was on Mars. I think they mentioned.
Yeah, they said.
And then they started talking about Earth too. So I'm like, okay, so Pluto looped out of the fucking orbit. So it's
Right.
only 8
Pluto's not
planets
with us
now,
no more.
and now we got
Not a
two
planet
new
more, it's a
planets. We
fucking-
got
it's
two
a
new
star.
planets now, including a planet that looks just like Earth now.
Right.
Don't worry about
Copy.
that
So
shit.
we got 10 planets now. All right.
So
continue.
change the fucking books now. Why ain't you changing the books?
Right.
Why do we have certain amount of lunar?
But then you think about it, like where the
months?
information comes from. I'm pretty sure NASA's the one giving the information, and NASA's not to be
Yeah, shit
trusted.
that get leaked.
Exactly.
Everything that we talking about, they want us to talk about it. 'Cause
It's
they
a
already
reason
on to
why
the next shit.
Wait,
Transformers
talk
came out-
talk more about that.
Because Transformers should
What's
not
it
be
called?
overlooked either.
Anunnaki?
The Anunnaki.
Anunnaki is a
It's like
species.
Anunnaki, yeah.
Anunnaki clan.
That's what I'm talking about.
Some shit from
Now I'm
NASA.
saying
the alien race.
that's I feel like we're the bacteria on the Earth. Like you can look from Earth, it looks just like a fucking Earth, whatever, from what we know, right?
Mhm.
But we're made out of bacteria, they say, right? So if you're made out of bacteria, if you zoom in more, you see like green patches, then you see buildings, then you see all the
Right.
way down to
Right.
us.
It's like if we did a microscopic thing on this phone, it'd be
Yeah.
mad germs, and you get smaller, you can see like the organisms.
You're
Yeah.
like, oh shit,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and we're under their spell. We're just on.
Well, that's the claim that they found the moon. You know how they say the moon was a rock that hit this rock and created the moon? It's like the planet Nibiru.
I didn't hear that
swiped it.
before.
Swiped Earth. Actually, it was the planet Nibiru that swiped Earth. Pow. Then that created the moon. But then there's holes in the story because then where is civilization starting from? You know, like Kemet in Egypt and shit like that.
It starts from mushroom.
Like where does it start from?
I heard
You
some
know what I
wild
mean?
shit.
Like I'm
This
not
recently.
too sure. All I know is that this planet is coming back around, apparently. And that's probably the green Earth too. And then that's probably why our culture is shifting crazy too.
That's an.
Mm.
The moon controls our emotions.
There's
And
another
moods.
shit coming up. Yeah.
This is actually a fact. Yeah.
Yeah. But so if the moon is real, then the
That's
Earth can't be flat.
whenever the moon's in retro though.
How
The
the fuck
moon
is
was
Earth
part of-
flat?
From my teachings and understanding, I honestly believe
So
like
what do we
the moon
believe?
was part of Earth,
Yeah.
and that's why it has that gravitational magnetism with Earth.
I get behind that. But what's happening out there?
I don't know as far as how it was created, because they found their pyramids on the moon.
Mm-hmm. It's pyramids in the sea.
There's footprints on the moon.
Yo, you know Joe Rogan?
Joe Rogan, yeah, number one podcast out there.
Yo, Joe Rogan,
UFC
he
all
touched
that,
some, some shit that made me think of mad shit differently. And if you put up Joe Rogan stand up and you go to, I think this is the one that he's wearing a yellow button up. You listen to that shit towards the end. But he said, all right, right now we're all dumb. So his whole point was like, we're all dumb, right? And his whole shit makes sense. But he always says, yo, I was high, you know. And everyone that like brung some future shit, it was always high on something, right? And he says, you know, I was high and I was thinking like, we're all dumb. Like, as much as you can read all the books, right? But, all right, right now, what would you do if all the lights went out? The power went out?
Panic.
I would watch you, so you don't try no funny shit.
Right?
Nah, I mean, let's go out.
Naturally, you're gonna be like, all right, cool, the power went out.
Yeah.
You're gonna wait for the power to come back on.
Or
put on a
the
flashlight
fucking-
on the phone.
Yeah,
So you put
right.
your
Light
flashlight on,
candles.
you light candles, right? He says this. And he says, then a couple hours pass, like, oh shit, what's going on? And then a week, and then 2 weeks, and then 3 weeks. You're like, yo, what the fuck? Like, who's here smart enough to go put on the power? He's like, we all got phones, yeah. He's like, but I don't know how to make a fucking a camera. You know how to make a camera? He's like, so what happens when all the smart people die? Right?
That does though.
He said, yo, America got you believing that,
Too smart.
that Bin Laden is this billionaire in a cave.
Yeah.
Facts, bro.
Look at that cartoon. He's a villain. It's a cartoon villain.
Right.
Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
Right?
Bin Laden, see?
Putting out
Catch it.
videos too.
Yeah.
And you're believing a billionaire lives in a cave.
Yeah.
And this whole thing
Shit
was,
never made sense.
alright, they said if World War III happens, the next war will be fought with what?
Domestically. Oh, nuclear weapons.
No, after that war, what the next war
Stones.
was stones and sticks.
Oh,
Right.
they said that?
Yeah.
That's
The
the
next,
plan.
the fourth war would be we're fighting in stones and sticks because during the nuclear shit, everything will fuck up, blow up and shit,
okay,
right?
okay, I see what you're
So he's saying, I believe that we've been here before, right? Because no one can explain how did we get here? How did we get here, right? And his whole thing was like, we've been here before, and a war popped off, and people ran into caves, into rocks, and everything got fucked up. And then everybody came out,
Civilization again.
and they're like, "The fuck is it?" They came out of a pyramid, right? And they couldn't do shit. Like that's the only spot they had. And they writing on the wall, and it's like, and it goes. It's crazy because it goes back to like being. We used to be 23 feet tall.
Yeah.
It's like how you can't explain the pyramids. Why not? You could explain the pyramids with just all the
It's-
smart
yeah.
people died, and we
Yeah.
had the technology back then.
If they were fucking
'Cause
big,
we're
I
fucking-
understand. how
We're
they
fucking the
do it.
earth so bad, like we're getting the beans, all this other shit, there's wars going on, that the earth is gonna cleanse itself soon.
Right, for
And
fun.
when it does, you just go right back, start all over.
And it's proven that the earth can indeed cleanse itself,
Mhm.
just like the human body cleanse itself of toxins.
So I'm like, yo, damn, I never thought of it like
Big
that.
ass organism.
He's like, yo, we were here.
Exactly.
We were here. He's like, I feel like we were here already. Just all the
You know,
smart people
did
died.
Did he dive into what that wall looked like? Was it
No,
like
no,
a
no. This
wall?
is something everyone spoke
He
about.
just
That's not
thought
him.
about it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's like, why can't we explain this? Why can't we explain that? And you sit back and you really think, like,
He said,
realistically,
So
like
what
if
do
a
you
war
think-
pops off and we all go into hiding because they tell us, go in a fallout shelter, fucking dig, and go into these caves or whatever, have your food, and when you come out, you think America will look like America?
Oh, fucking.
You ever seen those shows? Once like they show what happens to the cities once people leave and all that shit, like it gets abandoned,
Very interesting.
it goes back into wildlife,
Walking Dead.
and yeah,
I
and
was
then you
just-
come
get the
out.
fuck out of my head,
Now
man.
picture we walk
I
out,
gotta
just
read
thinking
your
that
mind.
shit.
and you see
I
the
gotta read your mind.
the Freedom Tower.
Right. I was
Yo,
like,
I was say,
man,
it's like
like,
the episode.
Yo, I was like Walking Dead, like.
But you
Like,
know what's crazy? That
Even
you're saying
fucking
that.
the Will Smith shit, I Am Legend.
I Am
Yeah,
Legend.
that's
That's I Am Legend. What's a legend on the map? It's the keys to tell you what's about to happen.
That's hard as shit. I never
Right.
noticed that.
Right.
That was hard.
Right. That was a bar.
That was hard.
Yo.
That was a bar.
And then it's crazy because it goes. I'm jumping back to when he said, "What are patents?" All right.
Talk about it.
And then he said, "Yeah, I got every episode. I got to jump into your head one time, right?"
Yeah.
They passed a patent that they can read your mind now, right? They already passed this patent. They passed it this year, right? And they also passed another patent that you ever walk down the street, like, oh damn, shorty look good. I wonder how she feels or how she tastes or if I kiss her or whatever. Yeah. They pass a patent and you can make out with her. And if she has that patent in her, you'll get the sensation of it.
That's disgusting.
What the fuck?
So picture,
nigga, send me the
picture
details
your
of
gay
that
friend
patent,
next to you
nigga.
busting a nut on the train, looking at you.
But I'm not gonna have that same sensation though. Towards
nah,
him.
you won't have it. But it's crazy that they have this technology.
Oh, let's say two gay guys doing it across the room.
No.
I'm
I'm saying
is having that to say to another guy.
Somehow, some way, we're all gonna get this shit. Like
yet.
everybody want watches, you want phones and all. There's gonna be some shit like that.
That everybody's gonna
It'd be
lust.
Yeah, like I need
But
it.
they not speak. This
What do we all
thing.
need though? What do we all use?
Oxygen.
Nah. Well,
What do you mean?
that's every single person.
Well, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Wait. Before you do that, I'm about to say something. Didn't I speak on the podcast before when I was like,
I could say that's my boyfriend. Yeah, you said
no, nigga.
Yeah, you did say
that. I was with him all the way. Like, nah, nigga, I ain't saying that shit. Like, nah,
But
we ain't holding hands.
Context.
Go ahead.
Context. But I was
No, it's
saying,
not about context.
it's context.
You gotta listen to that episode.
Listen to the episode.
Was it the last one?
Like two,
episodes ago.
3 episodes ago.
What Adam? It's a machine. We did a fucking I mentioned
What, the
it.
Beast?
No. I mentioned something where
It's a satellite called the Beast.
they did studies where people are starting to read each other's mind type shit. And they were solving like this Tetris type game. I mentioned it. And like they were throwing thoughts at somebody saying the person couldn't see the ball, but they were saying, alright, that goes there or there, and the person was doing it correctly. I mentioned it, but I forgot the fucking name.
Before I forget it, man.
But that shit coincides with what you just said.
Were the people like special people doing that, or they were
Anybody, they were just doing tests. Like they did like 150 tests, and like out of 150, like more than 100, like
was capable of doing this?
yeah, read people's minds.
Before this
throwing
patent
thoughts
dropped,
into them. Yeah, bro,
I believe it was
Isn't that
before.
what, like the natives believe too?
son.
Like the Aboriginals of the planet. That's kind of what what they did with the witchcraft and stuff. They were very aware of that.
I wouldn't call it witchcraft. It was
Yeah.
more alchemy.
Yeah, alchemy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure a lot of the shit they trying to do with technology,
It's just
our ancestors was doing like in its
master
purest
it.
form.
When you use it for evil,
yeah.
it's witchcraft.
Yeah. Seteria,
But the
right? That's
true
what it's
nature
called.
of it is just alchemy.
Yeah.
It's just mending metals or
Minerals.
Like Spanish people is spiritual, real deep spiritual. They say blacks is they have the heart of soul, right? And then I forgot some shit with white people. And
Devils.
they're in the mountains. They didn't know nothing, and they came out the mountains, and that's why the nose is so pointy because the wind is always fucking on them.
Yeah.
And if they
shit.
inhale,
Yeah.
if they had nostrils like us, it freezes the brain.
And that's
That's
why
why the nostrils is thin.
Yeah.
But
That's
the
why their
reason
hair
why
was long
you have
and straight,
nostrils
so it
like that is
protect their
because the climate you was in,
Yeah.
Exactly.
you know, and what you had to like.
But
Yeah.
they were
Fruit
also,
flies and all
they
this
were
other
also
shit.
That's why they
drafted
so
from
hairy
the black.
too. Like we see
They
that
were
all
also
white men
drafted
shit.
from the black man though.
And
Yeah,
this is why they took all this
Because the
shit out.
scientists-
They don't want us to know this shit. Like, oh nah, that's witchcraft. That's this. That's that.
Exactly.
Like, that's why they motherfuckers can sing their heart out, you know.
They wanna
And they
remove
got
the
soul and
souls.
all this in church and all that. But real quick, before this patent dropped,
Yeah.
I believe I don't know if it was when as soon as Trump started, or before Obama left, they passed a law that you can get arrested for thinking about committing a crime.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
What?
Now they passed this patent that they can be in your head. They look at shit.
A lot of white niggas gonna get locked up.
Yo, there's a
lot of white
patent.
niggas gonna be locked up, man.
Yeah, in theory, you would
didn't.
think.
In theory, exactly.
And this shit, it was in a movie already. Minority Report, right? That's the movie. I think.
No, there was another one where they
I can't
went around.
remember.
Yeah, he's like this.
Crazy.
He's doing all this with the
And he's trying to find
computers
before he kills
before it
someone.
happens,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you
yeah.
arrested
It was
because 2 years
minority.
from now you get a career,
Exactly. Which
fucking
is
murder this
fucked.
dude, the
Crazy.
president.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yo,
It's like
everything's
2 years
out
from
there,
now.
yo. Even
Yeah.
the movie Jumper. You saw the movie Jumper?
That was a
I
hard-ass
did.
movie. I
Yeah.
like that movie.
Yeah.
I used to want that pound.
Have you
Yeah.
ever heard of the Philadelphia
Samuel
experiment?
Jackson.
Nah.
Talk about it. Talk about it, my nigga.
Next episode.
Nah. Nah. Talk about it now.
You can look up the
The
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia experience.
What is that?
Philadelphia
What is that?
experiment, right? It was I I want to say Einstein was behind this, but I'm not sure. Right? They're trying to say it's fake. Right?
Who's they?
The people that don't want you to have this
Of
knowledge.
course.
The powers that be.
Right?
We disregard
So-
what they say.
The Philadelphia experiment, what it was, this guy made a boat. Now it's crazy because I learned this in PA when I was in school out there. This history teacher. Matter of fact, that's probably the person that opened up my eyes slowly, and then I just went full in 2005. That was in 2003. But anyway, he told us about the Philadelphia experiment, and what they did was they made this boat. It was in New York. No, it was in Philly, and then it appeared in New York. They made it disappear, and it came back to Philly under 10 minutes, and then I want to say they did go to California and it came back to Philly, 10 minutes.
Were they teleporting it?
Teleporting. I just said, did you see fucking Jumper? The movie Jumper.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Dematerialized
I
matter.
did the Google and that's exactly what it's like an alleged military experiment.
Right? So,
It should just disappear.
but what fucked up, there are people on it because they want to see if these people end up on it. But when they were coming back, half their bodies were stuck in the ship. Alright?
Dematerialized. Oh, okay.
They got caught. So that was going on,
Were
right?
they half ship, half man?
They were stuck like, nigga, half your body stuck through the wall and shit. Like they gotta cut the steel out and all that shit.
When they materialize again, it mixed some of the matter.
That reminds me of Jumanji.
The movie The Fly too.
Remember when the guy was going through the floor? It was quicksand in the floor, and then he went down.
Then they did this shit that all the sailors, they got off the boat, right? Then he went to the bar, and when he went to the bar, they're drinking, having a good time. These motherfuckers start disappearing, half their bodies and shit. And the people are freaking out. And there's a big ass fight that happens.
Wait, this is like a real. This is
not
not like
the Philadelphia. Yeah, it's some real shit.
Okay.
Philadelphia, and they try to shut that down.
Yeah,
of course.
Look up the Philadelphia.
Another
experiment.
movie that me and Mel actually watched last night. Mel is my girl. That I see happening. It's on Hulu. It's called Downsizing. They make tiny people. Like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
It's like Ant-Man.
It's good.
Nah, it's like it's
Nah,
overpopulated.
like Ant-Man, he gets
They
really
zap
small.
you, and you turn like it's like 5 inches, and you're
your whole little town, nigga.
and it's like a doll house or whatever. And
Yeah,
like
I've seen that.
all your money, like if you have $100,000, it gets translated to $10 million. $1 is 100 like mini dollars basically.
Shout out to Bitcoin.
You become a billionaire, millionaire with just a fraction of the initial amount. But I see all of this shit happening. Like it made me think about Willy Wonka. Remember when Willy Wonka, when the little guy, he got really tiny, and then he was like, oh, take him to the room and make him back regular. And then Violet became big, and then you know what I'm saying? Each room it was something different. But yeah, that's the world we live in.
Well, the amount of money that goes into the military is crazy.
Majority of the federal budget goes not the federal.
Yo, I'm not
budget.
gonna
The
lie.
US
I never knew why they
revenue
said.
goes towards the military.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, money is made.
Just to touch on a little bit what you were saying, it was like we're kind of like demigods. Like you said, what's it called? The people that
Anunnakis and shit.
Let's say that's true, right? They came down, they
Mixed.
repopulated with the humans.
The Bible coincides with that
and
story.
then
it's gonna come back to be a big ass
you know
war.
what I'm saying? Like
The fallen angels.
them niggas is looking down like yo, y'all really fucked this planet up.
Nah, but
Like,
that's what Earth's
Like we was supposed to like put y'all on. Y'all supposed to be like our lineage. Y'all really.
Maybe that's
Well, we
the
have to
whole
figure
fucking
out
shit.
why.
You know?
That's the whole plan.
Maybe
Yes.
Maybe it is.
You
You
gotta
think that's the whole plan?
You get
You
the
gotta-
rotten apples out.
You gotta find out what was the cause of them coming. According to Dr. Dilbert Blair, that's why I asked about it, because he talked about species coming here.
It was
too.
gold, I think. Wasn't it the gold? It was like the metal of gold. It was like they can do something with gold.
The Egyptians, I honestly believe, from just meditating too. When you meditate, information will come to you. You don't have to rely on outside
How long you been
sources.
meditating?
Like serious meditation, I would say about 5 years.
Cause that's something I jumped into that helped me a lot.
A lot of shit,
rough
like even
situation.
governmental shit. And then I researched it after, and that shit checked out.
Yeah.
That shit, talk about spooky,
Did
talk
you see
about
anything?
crazy. In terms of meditating?
Like while doing meditation.
While meditating, no. In the dream world, spiritual world, yes, I have.
Do like lucid dreaming
So
and stuff?
Lucid is like what? In-depth dreaming?
That's when you like leave your body.
Like astral
After
travel.
death, yeah, they do that. I've never done that.
Yeah,
I meditated,
I've done it a couple of times.
and like, from what I understand, I just started getting into it. Certain beats and rhythms opens up that chakra for that
Portal.
meditation, right?
Yeah.
That portal. So off the back, I already knew like my third eye is open. You know, it's probably a little clog here and there, but
Yeah.
like maybe my emotion one is my heart is fucking blocked, right? Like you said, you're very blunt and people think you're an asshole. Like, so what I did was I look up that chakra name, and then I put that on, and then I get into meditation mode, like 5 to 10 minutes, because I'm just beginning.
Yeah.
And then I did see certain shit, right? And then I went to YouTube and I'm like, what do you see? I must have put like, what goes on when you're doing this meditation? And yo, Shorty got on, she said you'll go through this, you'll see the earth. Like I saw the fucking earth from space, right? And
Was it
I
round?
saw green, like man,
Was
green
it round?
shit. And I didn't look up the colors or nothing, and it bugged me out. So I'm like, yo, this shit's some deeper shit that I gotta get into.
Yeah.
And I feel like I get into yoga too, but
Yoga's dope.
Yeah. Yoga would
I've done
help.
I've done it a few
Yoga
times. Yoga's
would
dope.
help with your meditation. It'll boost it to another level.
Yeah.
Because it teaches you how to
Where
be
do I
at
go
peace.
for that?
I never did yoga, but I know.
There's free yoga classes in Solo, bro.
What do you do?
Literally, like,
Yeah,
yoga
yoga
Tuesday,
opens up
Thursday.
I was
It
working
is.
up the block and you was fucking giving out tickets to Times Square motherfuckers in yoga, man. I recorded, I'm like,
It's free yoga everywhere, bro.
I'm like,
You
how
gotta
this shit
find it.
quiet?
It's
We
called
in the
yoga
middle
to the
of Times
people.
Square.
But yeah.
And you
Shorties
just
over there.
you can go there.
Intent,
That's a fact.
thoughts, and the foods we eat could clog our
Yeah,
pineal.
yeah, I'm aware of that too.
We're, a lot of people walking around with calcified pineal glands out here, and once this is calcified is basically like clogged, basically. This shit is clogged. Once this is clogged, you are thinking on strictly a physical level. So when people like us speak about certain shit, you just can't fathom it because you're
Right.
so
It comes
clogged.
down to the chemical
Right.
trails.
It don't make sense to
You'll
me.
be
There's a
very
chemical
susceptible.
in there that the government can show you what they're doing, and your shit is so clogged that you won't rise up and fucking want to fight and wild out.
Yeah.
And that's what
You'll
it's
become
all about.
100% docile. You're a
That's
zombie.
why I feel like they say,
Walking
yo,
dead. You're a
water is so important. Drink water. Why you pushing? I understand water is important. And I went to a seminar about that with some Japanese guy.
Kind of sus.
Yo, this is
Like,
what
which water y'all pushing?
yo, when I got this water, like, yeah, I didn't see it, but this is what I do with my water, right? Everything. You gotta try it. But, look up, I forgot the dude's name. I went to his shit. He died 3 years ago. Japanese dude, smart dude. But, go like this to your water, right? Activate it and tell you, I love you, you're the best thing ever. And then you drink that, right?
What is life?
But now,
Nah, I know
when-
what you're talking about.
when you do that,
What
right?
are you talking about?
You look up the rice experiment. It's
Yeah,
called the
nigga.
rice, right?
You
Rice?
speak to the rice, like one rice you say
It's
bad
three
things
rice.
too.
It's three
And
rice.
then- well, yeah.
Yo,
yeah.
I gotta find the post. I went to his shit. I
Yo,
was at his
I
shit.
didn't believe it at first. I was like,
It is seem
all right, I get
You
it,
know what I'm
positive
talking
about?
talking, positive. But then I looked it up. I was like,
like affirmation.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit makes a lot of sense. Cause like,
Yo, he
it's still a
went.
thing at the end
I
of
got
the day.
something to say. After
He takes everything, right? And he puts it under a microscope. The water, with the vibrations, and he told this one you're pretty. He told this one you're ugly. And the one that's pretty,
Ugly bitch.
the pretty one, it looks like a pretty snowflake that we see that, you know, in cartoons, it falls all perfect and shit like that.
Yeah.
Falls from that, and then the other one looks fucked up. But he does this for everything. That they got proof out there. One thing that I took away from that seminar, he said the best water in New York, since we're in New York, he says the buildings that have the barrels on top. The barrels
yeah.
of water, he said
Rainwater.
that's the water that you have to drink from.
Yeah, rainwater.
That's the right water to drink
Purest.
from. And he said activate the water. Freezing your water, making ice is better, and then letting it get back to this liquid
And
form.
milk.
Because what you do is you freeze it, and then all the inorganic materials they
Die.
get into the middle. Nah, they go to the middle. That's why your ice cube has it's like that
Like an
frost.
air bubble type shit.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
little
yeah.
froth
I be
or
seeing that.
whatever.
Yeah,
That
that
white
shaded
yeah,
area.
yeah.
That white stuff. So if you was to like freeze it and then just chip off the parts that don't have it, that would be your distilled water as well.
I got
Because when it freezes,
There
it
you go.
freezes
But
from the
remember, you
outside.
still gotta
yeah.
mineralize your water.
Yeah,
I got
you
mineral
gotta
drops.
mineralize
I
your water,
sent.
people.
Is it
Yeah,
you that I
mineralize.
sent the picture to?
I
No,
think
it was
so.
Imani.
It wasn't me?
Book club. I got a
Mm.
book club, and she asked me mineral drops.
I just
drop
don't
2
think. I
drops in
just
the water.
don't think
2
a
drops. I'm always
gallon
doing
of distilled water will do anything bad to a body if you're getting your minerals from somewhere else. If you're
Yeah,
not,
but
if you're
why
not,
not get your minerals from somewhere else plus from your water?
So bet. All right, if I get a mineral thing, right? If I get the
drops.
where am I getting it from?
Amazon.
You know what I'm saying? You can look that shit up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How does somebody make those?
Well, it's concentrated. I'll show you. Cause when I get your number, I'll send you the back of it. It
Yo,
shows you
hearing
exactly
all
where
this-
it's from. It's 100% vegan.
I'm gonna
They
cry,
got the
right? I
stamps.
told you I
No,
cry
no,
when
no,
I
no,
got
no.
the
I'm just
shit,
curious though. Like,
I'm
how
gonna
do
send
you
you
know
all of it. Yeah.
how do mineral? How do we get like?
It's
If I need
concentrated.
magnesium, if I need magnesium, I eat cashews. But if you're telling me you got
They're about to
magnesium,
fuck up the peanut.
But
game
you
in
know,
2019.
all
That's
these
fucked
things
up.
are in the
That's what I
soil as
They
well.
going, they starting with granola.
Magnesium, sodium, all
Yes,
these minerals are in the soil
because
as
they're
well.
part of us too.
Just not the. Yeah.
So what they do? They take it from the soil.
I'll send it to you because it describes how they have it.
That's like a deep dive.
Because I made sure I read up on it before I got it, and very, very, very credible source.
Yo, you know
Same
what's
thing
nuts?
we be on. Very credible source put me onto it.
You know what's nuts? Hearing
Cashews.
all these
Cashews.
conversations, right.
I was gonna say that.
Hearing all these conversations and what we're talking about like, you say when you meditate, things come to you,
Yeah.
right? And then you said like when you sleep, you astral travel and
project,
lucid
yeah.
dreams and all these things that like even yoga boosts it. Like it makes me think. It's so much things that we have equipped within us
Yeah.
that we just don't take advantage of.
This is what
Like we
all
on
these-
some
That's why all
superhuman
this shit
shit.
come.
to
Yo,
compress
I think we
us.
can
Like we
Yeah,
literally
that's
on some
crazy, bro.
superhuman
Yeah,
like
dude, one of the
Doctor Strange type shit.
all this shit we talk.
But we don't. Well, that's just
we
block.
only
We used to be
utilize
jumpers.
12% of the
We
brain.
could, you could jump. You know the movie Jumpers? You could fucking do that. You could teleport, but it's so that's like
That's why
a
monks
deeper
float.
dive, man. It's a deeper
That's why.
dive.
Remember on the episode I said, imagine if we could utilize 100% of our brain.
Yes,
what
that's
we can do.
Game over.
Yeah.
All
And we
these
probably could. We
phones,
just got fucking
simple as this
conditioned.
suppresses the spirit.
yeah.
Simple as this.
And
A
you
phone.
fucking put that shit right next to you, charging.
That's
when you
why
go
they
to sleep.
put out the Apple Watch. We need you to suppress yourselves as much as possible. AirPods.
Got this because of stocks.
I mean, I bought one too. But I stopped using it like that, to be quite honest.
I don't even use my shit. My shit's always on power reserve. It's just there for the band.
Watch, iPad, tablet, all these things, flat screen TVs,
Meters.
all these things, smart meters, all these things, chemtrails. They even with the garbage can, like garbage trucks. It's in addition to chemtrails being flown over us. The garbage trucks, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., they drive around and they disperse certain
Yeah, it's like that. Fucking,
sprays.
You saw my
They
American
had
Horror
one
and you
in
I
stopped.
ain't never seen no shit like
You
that.
brought up the show American Horror.
Yeah, you
and you
did.
stopped.
American Horror Story.
I forgot what
Oh,
you're
yeah.
talking about.
We
But I
was
remember
talking
the
about the
garbage
blood.
truck was coming through.
We was talking about the blood.
Oh, blood.
So
What they use for, with blood was mentioned
Oh, for the fucking
sacrificing and all
kids,
that.
right?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah, that's
Because
right.
kids,
adrenaline rush.
Adrenaline,
Yeah.
yeah.
I stopped
American
watching that
Horror
show. That's what
Story.
started.
an episode, The Slave Master from back in the day, the fat woman Kathy Bates.
Oh, that was alright.
She played the Slave Master. Angela Bassett was a voodoo priestess in the same
That's
episode.
what season 3, right? That's
Season 3, I believe.
Yeah, that's the last one I watched.
Yeah. Back in the day,
Season 6 about
she
Trump.
used to really?
And Hillary, yeah.
I gotta watch that. She used to choose a slave for like the week or whatever, or a month, kill them, drain all the blood, and then use it to apply on her skin. Because it was believed to keep the skin looking youthful,
Youthful,
and
yeah.
you know.
And that's what that shit is about.
And that's not far-fetched because that's not the only thing that is in the blood. And that's not the only thing that was the blood was used for. Your blood, look at that.
I just pulled some
Look
shit
at that.
up off the internet.
Oh no, I've definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Look
saying?
at
Nah,
With those
I've
facials,
definitely
the blood.
seen this.
Yeah.
It's called the vampire facial, what they're
There you
calling
go.
that. I've definitely seen that numerous
Look
times.
at that.
Yeah, and that shit makes 100% sense.
It's season 6 or season 7, but it's definitely about. It's crazy because they attack them.
Your blood
Attack
is
the
very
Mexican. They go. They gay rights shit and yo, it's crazy, that episode.
Speaking of Mexico, right? Like this is just how I think, and I still gotta go back to the whole. What you was talking about with the speaking to the water. So remind me if I forget,
Okay.
right? This crossed my mind when remember they was talking about the caravan.
Yeah. All playing by the way.
Exactly.
I was wrong about something
So-
about that shit too.
This is just
I
how I
told too
think.
many people. I feel like a dick.
this is just how I think, right? This is America. This is Mexico. This is the caravan. Well, this is Mexico. We manipulate some type of tragic, cause economic, social uproar and panic, and now we force certain amount of people to flee from this region, to come seeking refuge and a better life. Here, because we're the number one country, right? Mm-hmm. Now, because of what we did, you pile up and you start traveling, right? Mm-hmm. Now, that's the logical thing to do. That's how I think. Like, I mean, not everybody's gonna do that. Some people are gonna stay where they're from or whatever. Now, we have certain agendas we need to push. Like, for example, building a wall. Mm-hmm. For example, we need some of these Walmarts and Kmarts filled.
That shit better be Bill Union. No.
So now you get to this. Just so happened the court is here. You get to this border now.
And it's black what?
We anticipated you coming here because of, we don't know who it is exactly, but we anticipate a group coming here because of what we did in your country.
We said the booby trap.
Now you get here, men go this side, women go this side, kids go this side. I have a picture that I wanted to touch on too, with the immigrants at the same caravan people at the border. There's 3 people with cameras on the side of the immigrants, on the side of the Mexican border, taking pictures, filming a woman running with tear gas thrown with her kids fleeing, and that was one of the main pictures on like the news.
Yeah, they fucking pumping right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you look, if you take a magnifying glass, you see a man with a tripod, with a camera, but there's tear gas 20 feet away from that man.
Yeah, tear gas make you choke.
Exactly.
Fucking choke.
Your eyes start burning, running.
So he has a mask or not?
You got no fucking mask.
So if he has a mask, how does he have a mask?
So we got Mexican crisis actors as well.
Oh yeah.
Well, first of all, you're under the assumption that America did something to Mexico for these migrants.
No, this is just how I think though. It has to be something.
Why is
a
everybody coming
catalyst
this way?
To cause
that's
y'all
your,
to come.
And
I'm not 100% sure. This is just for me.
I'll throw a little sauce in that pot.
Alright, go ahead, man.
George Soros.
Isn't he dead?
Nah.
He's still alive?
And he funded.
Oh, so it's Rockefeller. Okay, Rockefeller that died.
George Soros. George Soros is a Hungarian.
Too, though.
He's an Hungarian philanthropist, like a good man.
They love throwing that word up.
They do. And
nine mystery members?
He funds the Black Lives Matter.
9 unknown men.
That was him.
Men? Okay.
Black Lives Matter is him. He was gonna use it to create dysfunction within the black communities because unfortunately he understands that the black community can be emotionally ticked very easily.
And that is being done?
Yeah, so that he's using that. And then the caravan, with the caravan thing, and the wall too. Like, people made the wall this thing
Spanish
about separation, and it's not. The wall is being put for the trafficking. Nah, it's the trafficking. And it might, that part might be true, maybe. Yeah. I'm not too sure. But as far as the deep state, they get their money from drugs,
acts of terror,
and human trafficking and shit like that.
Yeah.
So the border is where they get bread. California is a large part of the border.
Yeah.
That's why California is the only state right now making a lot of noise against this administration. Because a lot of shit gets funneled through them. Once Trump stops their line of bread, they can't keep fucking with him. They can't keep stopping him from doing. They can't. A caravan of thousands of people traveled thousands of miles within a few days.
Yeah, it goes back to niggas is scared of Trump.
Something's just not possible in that. It's not possible.
Before that
to be done.
too, though, right?
It has to be like
a caravan all the way in Guatemala.
Guatemala.
Start driving on the highway. How the fuck do you know 2 weeks in advance that it's coming to the United States?
You know what I'm saying? You
had a mole planning on that caravan? How do you know this? You speaking about the caravan. You telling me nobody on that caravan got
nobody knew this was happening.
Nobody on that caravan had access to news or anything. Yo, they know about us. They know we coming.
Right, they just running to it.
Like, it just doesn't make sense.
It's just like fucking ISIS, they fucking tweeting.
What?
Yeah.
You talking about ISIS, Barack Obama told everybody they couldn't kill ISIS. And the Trump administration...
Yo, that's the first thing they did.
Remember that? Because
within the first couple months.
That's the I'm like.
And nobody wants to talk about that.
That's what I just had this conversation last
North
week.
Korea.
I swear to God.
North Korea, they don't got no more missiles no more.
So
Nobody
they say.
gives a fuck.
So they say, yeah.
So they
say, y'all.
But
I got the
I
notification.
big it up that he brung me like, yo, like they not giving his props.
You say so they
Like,
say.
yeah.
Hold up, their military parade didn't have nuclear
That
weapons.
don't mean
We
shit,
don't
though.
have
That
to
don't mean
display
shit.
it, though.
That
We
don't
don't
mean
have to.
shit.
We don't have to display
Something
it.
that they do every year.
They
Yo,
do every year.
they
To
just
show everybody that we got.
They do it
these
every
bitches.
year, and every year.
What if I was to tell you
we
that?
get a
What if I was to
politic
tell you that
in
North Korea was a
office.
CIA operation? Point out blank.
I
Period.
feel like it is.
I would not be
It was
surprised.
used. It was used to keep the planet in this fear of a nuclear war.
Communism
Yeah.
and all this.
That we
bullshit.
have this fucking guy over in the ocean that can fuck everybody up. That's why we.
Now
have
you
to
just
do
said
this.
it, right? Shorty that the guy elected from New York.
So short Spanish.
I'm out. I read some shit. The Spanish chick.
Yeah.
She put a tweet out saying, when I release out the nuclear war missiles, I'll let my homegirl know in Cali first because they got 3 hours in advance behind us.
So she did say something really stupid like that.
Like,
I didn't know that was true. I thought they were shitting on her. I don't like her that much, but
I didn't know about
Yeah,
it.
you
I
didn't say
didn't
some
hear
shit
about
like that.
Yeah.
she just said some really silly things.
She don't even have that access though. She don't really have
It's
that.
like tweet. I know she don't, but how many people know that? Like, people just starting to study how does votes and college votes and all how everything works.
Yeah, the electoral college.
And like everyone's studying now, and now she's saying this shit. Like, they probably think everyone in the house has access to the fucking nuclear war,
I don't know what her deal is. She's not that bright though.
Yeah, she's really not.
but
She
they
said
don't
the same
care.
thing.
You know,
Was she joking?
No, I don't
she's
know.
Spanish and she's a female. You know, who
And
cares
she's
what
in
the fuck?
politics, yeah.
You know, like she's young, cool.
I'm
Or
saying
we
like,
could have
you know,
paid
she
her
should
to
be
do
talking
this
about-
dumb shit so justify us barring you guys from ever
That's
attending
exactly what
this
it
scene
was.
again.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, but and the California fire was just a distraction. I always tell people, yo,
Very.
it's a fucking distraction, yo.
Yes.
Wake up, yo, it's a distraction.
Yo, is distractions
I
amongst
feel like
distractions
everything is a
amongst
fucking
distractions.
distraction.
Everything is a
Yeah,
distraction.
bro.
Planet Earth does not act like this. Now.
Celebrities to an extent are distractions.
So fuck.
A
Yeah,
lot
I tell
of
people-
celebrities are
I tell-
agents.
bro.
I tell
Right.
everybody,
Right.
yo.
Planet Earth does not act like this naturally, bro. This is not a natural thing.
So when shit's about
All
to
these
pop
shits
off,
going on.
they probably changed it already, cause shit. I'm pretty sure she got. If I'm speaking about it to y'all about it, they probably changed the coding.
Yeah.
But when
Because of Will Cooper, I would mainly say too.
when they say,
Blew the whistle on a lot of shit.
yo, we got hacked, our banking system's been hacked. Like, remember they're pushing the hacking from Russia and all this shit, all the bullshit,
Yeah.
right? I'm like, oh shit, it's about to go down. Like, cause I always kept in my mind, like, the day they say it's gonna be a Friday, and they say our banking system was hacked, we have to turn off the banking system to get the virus out, and everything will be back up on Monday.
Yeah, you even. Everybody's even.
No, that Monday's martial law.
But now, I say that everybody's even. They're like, you got all this money.
That's
your
the
bank
that's
is
the
freeze.
word.
Nigga,
That's
you don't have
the
nothing.
that's the code to give everyone the heads up.
Mm.
The first code that I seen from Loose Change, the documentary, was when was the last time you seen someone's head get chopped off on the news and they held it up?
The
I never
ISIS
saw
shit.
it.
Right? Did you said some shit? Someone on your Twitter said some shit about Statue of Liberty yesterday, right? And they're like, you was talking about
She holding that.
you was talking
I
about
totally forgot.
The last
we don't
person-
take advantage of New York City.
The last one. Was
Oh
Kathy
yeah, I
Griffin,
posted that on
right?
Twitter.
And she said,
yeah.
skip the Statue of Liberty, some shit.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
thought it was
yeah,
you. Like, I
yeah.
still don't understand
Yeah.
Twitter. I had Twitter for 2011. I still don't understand
I'm
this shit.
Twitter retarded.
Yo,
Yeah.
for real. Only dummies go on that shit.
Fuck
Trump. And I wasn't even talking about you, see now. But yeah, it goes to the Statue of Liberty. It goes to the movie theater. The shorty holding the fucking.
Thank you for
like,
bringing that up.
You know, like
The
those are all
Statue of
messages.
Liberty is actually the paramount lead.
Is it?
Yeah, and the initial Statue of Liberty was a legit black woman because she
Like-
built. The
America.
French was basically like, yo, the black woman built your country.
Bitch. Yeah.
At the end of and she had shackles on her feet. To this day, the actual Statue of Liberty
Yeah.
still has shackles on the feet, but they redid the face, and it's the paramount woman that holds the shit up in the beginning of the movie.
Holy shit! You just put me on it too. Like yo, you know the movies and the stars.
Yeah.
There's 13 stars.
Yeah,
13
everything-
original colonies.
But the 13.
13 families on the planet Earth that run shit.
Yeah.
The Pacers, the Rockefellers, the
Well, I never knew about 13 families.
there's a family named Pacer, and they're actually like the ones that run everything. They're like above Rockefellers.
Who runs the world?
That's fucking crazy.
Reptilian?
I think it's British.
According to
It's a female.
according to
The fucking
Is it?
Putin,
That's
Vladimir
a
Putin,
female.
the
Who's
queen.
that?
Oh, Elizabeth.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
But it's a.
I'm guessing.
Like
You think a woman is?
Masons.
Yo, you think a woman is at the head of all of this?
I would not be surprised.
You would not be surprised.
I would be
I would
least
be
surprised.
fucking very surprised.
That would.
Why?
That's
Because
the
they
ultimate.
conditioned you
That's the
to think
ultimate.
men run the fucking
Listen,
world, right?
No,
That's
it's
the
just the natural order of a woman in general is a caretaker.
For Westerners.
What are you talking about?
For Westerners.
Even
in Kemet, no.
So you
There
never
were
taking care of the
women-
world.
There were women who ranked with the pharaohs. Queen Hatshepsut.
But that's what I'm
Queen
saying.
Nefertari. She wasn't even
But was
part
she
of that royal
violent?
blood. But
Yo,
was
you
she
know there was-
violent?
no, but she had that
Now
power.
the
though.
world that we
There was
live
females
in
that
is
fought in the
what?
Civil War.
It's violent,
But
right?
see that she had that power.
Okay.
Ancient Kemet around Queen Nefertari time, and
We approaching 3
before
hours.
that, can you give me an example of ancient Kemet being violent? And when I say
I know.
Kemet, because Africa, the whole continent of Africa was known as Kemet as well. I'm only talking about Egypt. You can't say that because they're going all the way back to the Joseph.
I
Yo, they
don't
just
think a woman
they want to
is
have us
at
mixed
the head
up.
of this fucking
Yo, they,
thing.
That would be
fucking
the ultimate
Kanye.
Swindle.
Mindfuck and swindle.
Kanye
yes.
went and said Bush doesn't like black people, right?
Yeah.
And it's proven that Bush did the most for Africa for like some AIDS research shit.
I don't know about
Look
that.
it up.
I will
I don't know
look
about
Look it up. I'm
But his family is
I'm
fucking
saying.
racist as shit.
Yeah, like
Especially that mom too.
I would not say Bush.
even fucking Snapple.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up.
Look it up. And then how about Snapple? Who was that run by?
I remember when I was in
Who's that?
elementary school, they said
Bin
Bin
Laden
Laden,
family.
Bin Laden brother owned Snapple.
But
That's
it,
a
it got but it got sold from what I understand.
Really? He really owned?
Yo,
I was in
that shit
fifth grade.
started. That
That
shit started.
Bin Laden
Red
brother.
It was
They
like
gonna
a
put
joke.
anthrax in the Snapple. I stopped drinking Snapple for like that whole summer.
So there's so much shit that going
Raspberries
on this
poppin',
fucking planet that like
But think about the shit we don't know.
You want to
That's
cry?
what- that's
You're
what I
trying
was
to
about to
say he wants to
say.
cry.
it's like well, you know what's crazy?
And that's why that person cried.
I read Speaking about
No, I said
Son,
I cried.
that's what's
Oh, yeah,
fucking
you-
crazy,
oh, yeah.
nigga. It's you
You
know
about to cry?
Son. No.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
the whole water
Black.
No. It's
It's
people.
the lightning.
It's people in China that are paying to be put in like a fake prison to escape the stress of their lives. I just
Internment
read the
camp.
article last night.
To ease
What do you mean?
society.
They want to
no.
go to prison, fake prison, to
No.
escape. Oh, you said escape their life. Right?
No, like they're
So you don't have to
literally
worry
prison
about
to
taxes.
escape
You
out.
don't have to worry about business.
On
They're
average,
trying to
it's
push
like
that
90.
shit here. That's why they got escape rooms, nigga.
On average, it's like $90. They paying to be put in like a 10 by 10 little room, if that.
Trying to get diesel.
I'm not gonna lie to
And
you.
it's for other people. They do yoga there or whatever, but like they can't speak to anybody. They don't got their phones, obviously. They get fed at a certain time.
Yo, 5 a.m.
It's like a real, not like a real jail.
It's like a
but like
internment camp.
they're choosing because
I want to speak.
their
to
life
something
is so
too.
stressful
Yo.
that they just like,
I got
yo,
some-
I
They
need like
volunteering to go to
son,
FEMA
I need
camps.
a week to just get
Pretty
my
much.
fucking brain just
I gotta
recalibrated.
talk to someone from over there, bro. Pick their brain, cause they are weird. The way they
Yeah, I know
function.
Chinese,
I
man.
spoke to I do
That
Uber.
ass.
I was speaking to a Chinese dude.
Talk
He was
about
like, it was the night before Thanksgiving. I was working, taking him to the airport. Right, we talking whatever. He was like, oh, I know tomorrow's Thanksgiving and stuff, and it's an important day for you guys. Sometimes I fuck with people of other ethnicities, cause my
you said
accent, yeah, my accent is diluted and shit. So they think I'm from America and shit. So.
Mhm.
He was like, yeah, I know it's Thanksgiving tomorrow. And it's important for you guys. Everybody's going crazy. I'm like, well, no, I don't really celebrate Thanksgiving.
Wait,
He's
he
like
said that to you.
Oh, he
Yeah.
said that to you.
Oh, I
yeah,
thought
he's
you said
like,
it to him.
you're not. He's like, you're. I was like, I don't really celebrate Thanksgiving like that. He was like, oh, you're not American. I was like, no, I'm from South America. I keep it vague. Don't tell him exactly where. And then he's like, oh, okay. And then he was like, well, I know like the holidays, New Year's and stuff. I was like, yeah, I don't really care though. Then I was like, how about you? He was like, yeah, we don't really care for New Year's. It's mainly the older Chinese people, like our moms and stuff. We're
But
taught
ain't
from
New
young.
Year's
Chinese-
like in like
Yeah.
like
But-
February or some shit.
Their New Year's is
Yeah.
way later.
It's like
Yeah,
months after.
there's this like late February, early March.
Mhm.
But I think he said like the day will vary. Yeah, he said it varies. It's not a set date
Like,
because it
that shit
depends
sound
on
like Easter.
something. And I was like, sometimes Easter is in
Yeah.
March, sometimes
Nah.
it's in April.
Yeah,
Jesus,
the days change. every
Jesus
year, like the
resurrected
days.
2 different fucking months.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So I was like, oh, so it depends on like the moon or something. I can't really remember his answer to that or if he even answered that. But he was like, we really don't care about it. And then I was like, so y'all don't really do anything for New Year's? He was like when we're young and shit, like we're forced to like go to Chinatown to celebrate the New Year or whatever. But that's mainly our parents, and this is like I would say first generation Chinese.
So he lives in America.
He lives in America.
He's saying how is it in America?
He's speaking for those in America. I can't speak for those in China.
China, all right.
Yeah, but I would say like the second generation Americans, I mean Chinese Americans, they really don't care about, the traditional Chinese activities and shit. That's the only thing I could speak on.
You know what I think?
But then again, that's just one person though.
Yeah, I think it's going like that everywhere though. Like Halloween's not the same.
Oh,
Christmas is not
people
the
say,
same.
Halloween, I posted shit up. I got backlash about
You
Halloween.
mean like
Thanksgiving? Yo,
but you mean like around the world or like
in America?
Because
Like,
like
it really happens in
it seemed
America.
like recently, like
Everything's
I live in
dying
New York, so I
down.
can't really.
Yeah.
I feel like in New York,
Thanksgiving
everybody's
also-
celebrating Halloween more now. Like it's more of a big deal.
Because
Yeah,
everybody
yeah,
is
like,
desensitized with love and being, godly in a sense.
Fucking purge, bro.
I looked up the fucking Satanist, the founder of
Yeah.
Satanism. I read what he said about Halloween.
The
He was
origin- the origin
he was
of
like,
Halloween,
I love the fact that so many Christian families allowed their children to worship the devil one day out of the year. That's what the founder of Satan, a Jew, said.
The real origins of Halloween was these people would dress up like ghouls and demons, and they would go to people's houses and they would say, hey, we're here to collect food to offer to our God, which is the devil, right? And if they didn't, they would put a curse on them. It's like trick or treat. Like treat, all right, give me the treat so I can sacrifice to my. That's what I read.
That's not what I read.
Or a trick.
You gotta watch
We put something-
American Horror Story. That season 7 shit I was saying.
Trump.
Look up which one was with Trump and
I started watching it because it's a little too like, it's a little too extra.
It's yo
Extreme.
Halloween shit. All the shit's in it. Everything. Patents.
I'm not a fan of Lady Gaga. I don't know if she was in that.
She wasn't in that one. The one I'm
She was
talking about.
6.
But,
She was in that spirit cooking shit I was talking about earlier though. Like there's a picture of her with a man in like a fucking casket looking thing, and it looks like blood all over him, and she's got like a spoon, and like she's like licking the blood off him. And there was another one with a black man tied
Lady
up
Gaga.
to a tree.
She's been like doing a lot of.
She's from the
that's
East
like
Village.
a brand type shit.
Yeah.
She's from the East
I don't
Village.
really.
But what I'm saying though is, y'all gotta look into that spirit cooking shit, fam.
I definitely will.
Like that shit is fucked.
Yeah.
For real. That shit is crazy.
Nigga, it's a
You
lot
fuck
of
with
shit
Ouija
that I
board?
gotta look into.
Well,
after this
not to the
episode.
point where it's like I know a lot about it.
You know what's
but
crazy?
Does
The
that go
Ouija-
back to the alchemy and shit
I
like
wouldn't
that?
play it.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
I
They
know
got the
about
Ouija board on app, and I went to
They
it,
do.
right?
Nah, I'm not.
I didn't download it. I went
What's
to
the
it.
story behind
Yeah.
that? What is that like? You like mixing dimensions or something?
So I
Something
believe
like
that when you do shit like
Yeah.
that, you opening up a
That's
gateway
what that
for
is.
niggas.
Yeah.
I'm not
Your
looking no
intent
parts
is
of that,
all
bro.
about
Yo,
energies.
these energy is everything, yo.
That's a fact.
Yo, I'm reading the
Yeah, I
comments.
wouldn't open the
Nah,
door
bro.
like that.
Not even the.
Wait, niggas
don't
is
even,
saying like,
don't even
yo,
fuck
yo,
with
I
the
did.
app.
That's
Nah,
what they say in
son.
the comments?
Yo, they
He said-
complaining. Yo, this just got 5 stars, like some real shit. Who they speaking to and all this shit. And one person
Yeah,
deleted the app. The app
shots to
came
the
back
comments.
and shit. Like, I'm like, yo,
Nah,
what the
see?
fuck?
This
See?
is App Store ratings.
Yes.
I'm gonna read them shits
Yo.
tonight.
I went.
Honestly, I don't even want
Luigi.
to go
That
to
shit
read
is
the app.
crazy.
I don't even want to look.
I
psychic-
I sent it to
psychic
some of my
called me.
people. Like, yo, download this app.
Some
They right back
psychic
to me.
called
The
me off
fuck
the
out of
street.
here. You read the comments?
Some psychic called me off the street. She told me, she was like, yo, there's a spirit on you or some shit like that. And I was like, alright, how do I get it off?
By a bird.
She was like, you have to do A, B, and C, and D. And I'm the only person that can do it for you because I have to get these stones and I have to bless them and shit like that. She's Egyptian as well.
She's charging.
She was charging. She was absolutely charging me. But the point I'm trying to make is, if that shit is fucking real, bro, because it has to be real. These
What's
people are
Wait, what
out
did she
here.
say though? Exactly.
She was like, alright, first of all, you're supposed to be gold and you're gray. That's number one. And then she was like, there's something on you and it's been on you for a while and it's fucking you up. That's what she said. And I was just like,
Nigga,
what?
you're bad luck shit.
I'm
Cause
saying,
he been
it could
telling
be-
me that he
it
has
could be
terrible
some
bad
shit.
luck, and it's been showing. Like I know you for a week now. Nigga. I got 3 instances where you just showed me your shit bad, nigga.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
Like,
but that's-
literally.
I feel like that was
But the
goes
thing
down
is,
to
like,
laws
there
of
are
attraction,
human
though, too,
beings
yeah,
out here that
Nah,
are capable
I
of
believe in
like,
that shit.
like walking this line between these
Yo,
different
I wanna
worlds,
know.
bro.
Not those
crazy.
worlds, but I get, or since I was a kid, since I was a kid. And I'm like, yo, we can't do, nah, we don't go there. Yo, these people are here. And they're like, how you know? We were walking, like, let's just walk. And sure enough, these motherfuckers pop up.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up in Tompkins Projects. These motherfuckers.
You still here?
They'll call the Mutts, right? And they wanted me and my cousin, the one that's arrested right now. They wanted us so bad. They used to chase us. 30 motherfuckers. 30. Damn. We used to be out to keep food. We used to run to keep food. And they can never get us, y'all. And then so one day you just, but individually, they want to fuck with us. Yo, let's go. Yo, come to my crib. Don't tell nobody you was here. Let's watch WrestleMania.
Up,
yo, race me around the block and shit like that. Individually,
And
play dodgeball here and there.
And then as a group, they all hate each other.
Yo, fucking
That's
box,
fun.
bottles, but I always had that energy, like, yo. And it goes down to, I said, Spanish people with the spiritual.
Something.
And then, yeah, it goes back to all that shit.
So Hispanic people are spiritual, us as soul. What's white people?
No,
That's what
black
they
people
did.
are spiritual too.
No.
Because
I said that. Black people are soul.
What do you mean
You're
by
spiritual.
soul?
You thinking soul as like your fucking soul?
No. I'm just repeating what you said earlier.
All right, but I'm saying, well, how did you take that as?
How did you? Yeah.
Because you said we're spiritual, and then he cut you off and said, we got spirituals in us as well. He said, yeah, I know. That's why I said soul.
But my opinion is that
I meant soul as in
aliens.
sinners.
That's my kind of thought on it.
The
Like
what?
they're aliens and shit like that.
You said what?
They're
I just feel like they're just.
Ooh.
like people.
White people?
Yeah, white people. I know for a fact that
You
everybody.
touched on that. You said
Yeah, I'm
that.
gonna bring one
They
of my
left.
boys.
Not really aliens in a sense, but you touched
left
on
Kemet.
they're not
They
like
left Kemet
they're
and
not
they went to the
actual
mountains
humans.
and some shit.
Like,
I don't know,
they're
man.
created.
It's proven,
they're like
genetically proven. White people have.
yo, we can be on this shit for like another.
That's why they knock
You gotta-
off the noses and all these
Yeah,
I
statues
gotta
and
buy
shit.
my own front.
You gotta go?
Yeah, I gotta buy this.
They
Alright, give us
they
the
have
word.
Neanderthal DNA.
He was supposed to
or
leave
something.
earlier, but he got bad luck. He's still on.
I mean, we
there.
could continue as you leave.
That's
like,
what I'm
you
saying.
wanna
Y'all
talk
gonna
about-
rock out, but I'll probably leave in like 5 minutes for real.
I bet. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I love shit like this. Like, if you just see me like just smiling while y'all talk, I'm just like, yeah, this is.
First of all, I don't want to blame
This is
like
nice.
white people in a general whole because
Of course not. I always make sure I say that. Yeah. It's
I
not-
understand the frustration though, man. It's like because at the end of the day, they do the same shit, right? They like to put fucking people in groups and shit like that. If we was to end up putting everything in a group, let's put everything in a group. Who's in charge of all the countries? Who's in charge? What gender are they? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, man, we
Where
all
they
need love, man. That's
from
what it comes down
and what
to.
they look like.
Say that again.
Love.
That's all it is. That's
If-
all it is.
Y'all work with a dude, right? He's Jeff Zelly. He's retired, right? Construction worker. That's when I first got to the UN. That was my partner, right? He leaned over to me. He was like, 9/11 was an inside job, right? He was a military dude, right? And when I first got there, I was covered.
Duh.
I covered this tattoo right here. I used to have a sweatband. I used to cover. Because I don't know. Anarchy.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, shit, I'm at the UN, I gotta fucking cover this tattoo. Like, what the fuck? So after a month or two, I finally took. I was fucking sweating there. And I'm like,
Yeah,
yo,
sweatpants.
nigga, it's fucking beaming out here. I'm gonna have a suntan right here.
Right.
Like, I took that shit off. Yo, he looked at my arm. His eyes lit up. He's like, what the fuck? And he's military, and he's taking it as like, yo, you don't give a fuck about us and what. I'm like, nah. Like, if you look, goes back to what do words mean, like conspiracy, friend, and all this. And then you look up anarchy. It's not saying fuck. It's not saying. It's saying fuck. Corrupted government. And you're a rebel. You're willing to wild out, whatever, do what you gotta do to get your point across. But they got everyone that has their own shit, whatever. But
They're looking for you.
he told me, he was like, yo, I used to be racist. He's a white guy. He said, I used to be racist, and I got into construction, and I worked with a lot of black guys. I worked with a lot of Spanish guys. He's like, yeah, niggas are cool.
He says
So-
niggas?
Yeah. And me personally, I have nothing, yo.
Black people take it different.
Yeah, Joe Rogan touches on this shit too. About 3 words that are powerful. The three powerful words he said is, first one is cunt, but it's losing his fucking trend. He said the second one is nigga. Yo, the crowd goes, oh, he's like, oh, look at y'all, look how y'all getting. And he said the third one is love. When you say I love you to somebody, and like you say it so much that it doesn't really,
What
it doesn't hold it.
Resonate the same.
And he was like, see, I understand, I get the history behind it. Damn, it goes back to the other shit I was talking about from niggas to God, that nigga, it means, it's powerful. It means like you're a king.
Are you saying niggas or
Nigga. There's a lot of shit in
My
Africa
uncle always tells me
under.
that.
There's a lot of shit in Africa named under that starts with Nick. You know, and nigga, and it starts with that shit, and the media made it seem like it's bad, and then you to get pissed if someone's calling you a nigga.
Well, I don't think it was definitely not the media, bro.
It wasn't the
fucking
media.
white
I'm not
people.
saying I'm saying the way they're pumping it now though.
Yeah.
They changed the narrative because I heard NEGUS niggas, Niger. It's couple variations.
Kush, I believe Kush is something else as well. From what I
Well,
understand.
Kush and the Kushites. You talking about that?
I didn't jump into it.
Oh, but I'm
maybe.
saying I'm speaking in terms of the different variations of NIG.
Okay.
Like those variations, anything after like Niger, NIGER, Nigeria, nigger, nigga, niggas, all these things. So what I see it as is they probably, I don't know about the I didn't go too in depth with like niggas and stuff, but I definitely came across NEGUS before, and all they did was change the variation and applied it in a derogatory sense to make us feel lesser than.
So you're saying that they already knew what the word was, and then they just kind
Who
of.
confiscated all of our documents and.
So they,
The
to
Vatican
them,
City has a 10-mile, of.
But real quick, my partner, he brought it back. He said he grew up like that. His parents were like that, and he said, "I'm not like that no more." He's with Spanish, big Spanish girls and all that. Like he said, being around y'all, and then he said, being around y'all niggas are cool. He said, "Fuck with y'all."
exposure.
Because a lot of them
And that's what it is.
shaped by experience.
And it's fucked up, and then it comes down to love and all this shit.
It does come out. It's a bunch of fear for these people. There's no reason for you to look at another human being and just be.
The elites.
I mean,
Right.
if I would look at it as someone like that, this motherfucker gotta be green or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
I wouldn't look at
Pickle.
somebody.
See the pickle?
Piccolo.
Piccolo.
I was gonna
Oh,
say
that
that.
dragon, the Dragon
I
Ball
was
Z. When he
gonna
put
say
me
that.
on to that guard, like, I was like, that's crazy. He has like he's dressed like a Moor.
Yeah. Piccolo's, yeah.
With
Yeah.
the I was like,
I ain't
yo,
gonna lie, I've
Dragon Ball
always
Z
seen
is
Piccolo as
crazy.
like the African of like
Did you?
the Dragon Ball Z guys.
Hmm.
Always. Like he just seemed like Goku and Vegeta, they're Asian. They look white, but it's Japanese, so like they're Japanese. But he always seemed like the black, like
That's
I always
crazy.
always
But not for
connected
nothing,
with him.
that show does
Because
have.
it's colored.
But Mr. Powell, I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
but the way he
front.
acts,
Mr.
too.
Popo look
Mad
kind of crazy
negative.
too, right now.
The way he acts, so too.
I'm thinking about it. I'm like,
I'm
wait
guessing
a
you
minute.
don't watch Dragon Ball Z?
Nah, I don't watch.
Yeah,
Yo,
see, that
I
was
didn't
one
watch
of the-
cartoons growing up or nothing. Yo, I was like into
That was a
Sesame
good
Street
one.
and shit.
What?
He Wait, he into
Well,
what?
he's
Yo, I used
He
to
said, what are
yo,
you,
my
34?
cousin that's locked up.
34.
Bert and Ernie?
that's
His
all
name
I'm
is
saying.
Albert.
I used to watch that too.
And I used to be Ernie. I used to say, "Hey Bert." He used to hate it. When he calls me from
I used to
Rikers
watch that
Island,
too.
I'm like, "Hey
Like,
Bert."
cable?
He'd be like, "Oh, you motherfucker."
That's
crazy.
another generation for sure.
Snuffleupagus was
But
cool. And I understand. Everything's fucked up, yo. Even
Guys.
Snuffleupagus was a fucking imagination from
Who?
Big Bird.
Who?
It was fake.
Who?
Snuffleupagus.
The elephant?
The elephant.
You use imagination?
From only Big Bird can
He's
see
a
him.
fucking hallucination.
I never knew that.
I never knew that. I've been watching
That's
him
funny.
now.
Even Rugrats.
Shouts to
All
I
the
used to
babies were
love
fake.
Rugrats.
They all
All
fake.
it was like a dream, right? That it was
Only
like
the girl
tragedy.
that's talking to the babies, Angelica, she's the only one that can see the babies.
What? See them
Or
speak
speak
to
No,
them?
to them.
No,
it's
speak
crazy.
and understand
I
them.
definitely
Because the
seen
parents-
that shit.
The parents could see them.
Yeah,
I've
right. That's what
definitely
They
I'm
talk to them, but they
saying.
don't
Seen
understand what
that
the babies
shit.
are saying.
What you talking about? Somebody
Yo,
explain it on YouTube.
fuck, you sure you want to end this? I just remember,
Fuck, cause he gotta
I
go.
do gotta go. I gotta go. You guys can continue.
before you go, do you know about the Mandela effect?
I
Yeah.
heard about it.
And
Tell me about it.
I read up on it. I read up on it.
That shit is that
That's
real?
shit.
Because there's
Yeah.
some shit
No,
that I be
no, no,
thinking
no,
No,
about.
that's what I'm
Listen.
telling you. I gotta
Listen.
read the shit I be sending,
Listen.
son. I read up on
No,
it.
no, I
Is
don't
that
want you.
because of the particle beam? Did they do some over
I don't
there
want
in
you to
London
speak
or some
about it.
shit?
Explain
I wanna
it
ask
again
a
because I
question.
read it.
I want to ask a
my
question
answer,
and I want to see
got
the
a
answers we
different
get.
answer.
Okay.
We got
Alright,
This is the
it.
best way
so-
to explain the Mandela effect.
I told
Okay.
him.
All right,
Because I read it months ago, but I
Alright,
forgot
so-
exactly.
we're gonna go with Star Wars. What's the famous line from Star Wars?
Luke,
I am your
father.
father.
Yeah.
Find it.
Find what?
Find that line.
Nah, you lying.
Nah. For
Hold
real?
up.
I mean, I'm not a Star Wars fan.
Oh,
wouldn't
I
even
remember
know.
what it is now.
Now,
I remember what it is now.
Forrest Gump. What's the famous line?
Run, Forrest, run.
Yeah.
What else?
When he was on the bench with the chick, right?
Yeah.
He said
But likes a
something.
box of chocolates.
That too, yeah.
Fuck.
Is it
Find
that?
it.
I've never seen that shit.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Is that the line?
Fucking Mark Facetta says all the time, life is like a box of chocolates.
Right.
Right. Can't find it.
What are you talking about? You can't find.
Wait, you dead ass?
Like find the video or find it
Find
in the
it.
line?
Find him saying
Alright, let's
that
do
in the
this.
movie?
JFK
That shit's
assassination.
not in it?
Yeah.
JFK assassination. How many people in the car?
1, 2, 3.
3.
I heard it was 4.
Find it.
What you
Find
mean,
4 or
it?
find 3?
Find the
It
video.
was him, Jackie,
Find
the
the
president.
video.
Find the
I mean,
video.
him, Jackie, the driver. I heard it was an agent in the front who actually shot. It wasn't from the.
Find
So
4
the
people
depository.
in the car.
4.
There's 6 people. It's a 6-seater. It's 2 in the front, 2 in the middle, and 2 in the back.
Nah, it was not. It's not one in my head. That's not in my head, fam. That's
Nah,
not in my
bro.
head.
I've definitely
My head
seen
has
that
a
video and the way the
convertible.
car is structured.
That's a
It's not a 6.
convertible.
It's not a
2 in the
6-seater.
back.
It was
Y'all
kinda
probably
long,
too young,
though.
but
It was
you
kinda
know,
long,
you
though.
That's what she
know,
said.
Nah, she didn't say kinda.
you
She
know,
said it was long.
Kazam. Y'all ever heard of Kazam? The movie Kazam?
Yeah.
Shaq?
Yeah.
No, there was one before that. But
I think I seen
Sinbad.
it.
Sinbad was a
Yeah.
Sinbad was the yeah.
Find the movie.
Find the
What?
movie.
Son, you lying right
Wait,
now.
why?
Trav.
Wait.
This is the Mandela effect.
Okay, explain what that
You
is.
saying
Like,
that
what?
I'm-
Are
I
they
never-
erasing these
The
films?
Mandela
from-
I don't. I
Or
feel
I'm
like
making
it
these
goes.
films up in my head.
It's crazy because it was speaking about it, right? And I feel like it goes back to fucking Philadelphia experiments type shit. You know what I mean? Like they fucking with certain things. And recently, Sinbad put it on Twitter like, I never made a movie.
No, he didn't, son. He didn't say that. It's not true.
Now now you'll find a fucking
That's crazy.
Kazam.
you'll find it.
Shazam.
But Sinbad looks old as fuck. This is like when he's supposed to be in his 20s. And
Yeah,
like
he was young.
recently now. Like no,
He
nigga.
looked like he was.
Nah,
he was
he
not.
had a movie when he
Not
was
checking
the
that.
security
He was
guard
a
for
genie.
the-
He's like this in Kazam. I'm telling you before. I think.
No, remember that movie
Shaq
he
did-
had where he's
I'm talking
protecting
about
the
the Mandela
president's
effect.
son?
But the
Talking
Mandela
about-
effect
that was like
happened.
in
the- that was
like in the 90s.
Reality splits. us
Mandela
all,
effect
right?
is basically everybody or society speaks about certain
Oh, I'm gonna
things
fuck your head up right now.
that you take into consideration, like you process it the
Manifest
same
yourself.
way, but in reality it never happened.
Mike
So
Tyson fight.
It's like
Shit,
reading. It's like
What's the
reading
famous
sometimes.
Mike Tyson fight?
Holyfield.
What happened?
He
He
bit
bit the ear
He
off.
bit the air.
And
Yeah.
then what?
Spit it out.
Find it.
Find the air. I can't find it right now. That shit deep.
Find the
in
video.
something.
No,
I'm
it's-
joking, I'm
No,
joking.
no. I've
Trash.
seen the video where he went towards him and he kind of like ripped him, and then the guy was like, "Oh."
How many times?
Sometimes I've seen it.
How many times he bit him?
Once.
Find it.
Once or twice. 'Cause I saw the video. I saw the video.
Yo,
I seen the video. What
It
you
was
mean?
justifiable
No,
though.
man.
Mike
Yo.
Tyson, if you listen to this,
He bit him twice.
Holyfield kept headbutting him
You
though.
bit him twice.
Yeah, I saw it 2 times. Yeah,
Yo,
He bit him twice?
yeah, I saw it 2
Mr.
times.
Rogers.
He said he bit him the first time. The second time is when he actually got the chunk and he did like this and spit it on the ring.
Yeah,
I saw it. Yeah, it
You'll
was
find
twice.
it. I remember
He
that.
was
He zoomed in on the
headbutting
fucking
nice,
nigga.
you
You
know,
won't
that was
find
a
it.
clean
Yeah,
fight, man.
nah.
But
Evander Holyfield headbutted him 4 times.
fucking
You did good.
Mr. Rogers.
Talk about it.
I used to love that.
How the song go?
My
It's a
neighborhood,
beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be
mine?
That was a pedophile song, my nigga.
Nah, don't say nothing crazy.
Find that song that he says is a beautiful day in this neighborhood. Find
What you mean?
In
fine?
this
That line.
neighborhood, he never said this. He said the neighborhood.
Yeah, I remember in this neighborhood. It's something like that.
Hey, so you're saying it's like the little things, bro. That's what you're saying.
But I'm
The
saying
Mandela
why?
effect.
The one thing
Why
that
did
fucked
we
me up.
process it like that?
Why is it going like this? Why? Like I remember.
Because they're trying to split an atom over there in fucking London. Or
Like,
something.
Let me look up this Luke I'm your father shit.
Yo,
So wait, question.
do
If
you
I
guys-
watch the Star Wars movie, like if I buy the DVD, you're telling me it's not in the movie?
Yo, there's people that has the fucking original shit and it's not there.
And he never said, Luke, I am your father.
Nah.
I
You
am
lying,
Anakin.
yeah?
I swear to God.
I'm Anakin.
Someone
Son.
put it on you. Someone got so pissed
Niggas, wow.
and they took a scene from that and they put it on that scene.
No, you're not.
And you can hear the difference in the background. Like, no, that's not the same. He never said it. But someone must have bet somebody like a big money. And he thought, yeah, look, I found the video, but nah, you ain't find
You're not
it.
jacking that.
Find me a JFK assassination with 4 people. You ain't finding it. It's a 3-row car.
I
And
don't
I'm like,
remember.
nah.
Yeah, because I definitely came across, they shot him in the car.
3
Look.
rows of car. Like, nah.
We gonna be able to go on forever. We going.
What is that that you're playing?
I'm not
Oh,
playing
shit.
it.
That's
Oh,
you.
that's you.
It's projection.
No, it's this phone.
We're gonna end it on this. You know what I'm saying?
Find it.
Shouts to the brother.
Find it. Find it.
That's the name of the podcast.
Name of the episode, yeah.
Find it. We're gonna end it on that. Yo, I appreciate you guys for coming.
Already.
Real
Pleasure,
talk.
man.
Because
I want to
knew.
be on this phone.
I gotta drop the fact of the week too.
Oh, alright, yeah.
It's funny that he mentioned JFK because this was actually one of the fact of the weeks. This week is 2 fact of the weeks. It's like, you know, saying buy one get one free. The real reasons behind the JFK and Abraham Lincoln assassinations is World Banking.
World banking.
World Banking.
Yes, sir.
World Banking.
You want to dive into that?
That's crazy. Like, not for what? Nah. We ended the episode.
Alright.
Should have talked about that.
There it is, folks.
World Banking.
Now, we're going to have y'all on again.
Aye,
Because
man.
this shit, look, this is our first 3-hour episode. And I'm posting this shit straight.
The
Like,
vibe is
Make sure you
Like,
throw
you know
shots
what I'm
because
saying?
we was wilding a little
It's
bit.
I'm very big on energy, very big on energy,
shutting
like
shit
on like
down.
vibes and like meeting people, like, cause I'm very analytical. As soon as I meet somebody, I analyze them from the time they walk in the door. As soon as you walked in the door,
you was checking him out.
I was like,
He wanna be. I
I
wanna
was
be.
like,
his
he
girlfriend.
wants an iPhone 7. Okay, you want that?
Nah, cause
Like,
you gotta watch the episode. That's
What?
why you gotta listen to that episode.
What?
Yo,
Nah, keep
Some
going.
Will Smith son shit, nigga.
Oh, no,
Some Jaden shit.
no. It's just
I
like
got opinions on him too.
I'm always just like analyzing people, like the mannerisms, the way they talk, how they laugh at certain situations. That's my brain just works that way. So I knew for me and him got history for like, so I know that he's gonna be good. But bringing this nigga only been 1 week,
Yeah.
and look at the chemistry,
Yeah.
Fact.
fire.
Yeah.
We gotta have the niggas on one more time,
We
man.
should, man. Probably make it like a
Nah,
monthly thing.
mul-
man.
For
multiple
sure, bro.
times,
Right?
For
Like,
sure.
Make it like a special
'Cause
one.
A
For
lot
sure.
of shit is happening in
Yo,
the
real
news
quick,
that we could
before you end this,
cover it.
like me, I used to do this all the time. Me and my boy, there's 4 of us. Damn,
Wow.
man, some other shit just popped in my head, bitch.
Yo, next episode.
I gotta write it down. I gotta write it
We're
down.
not kicking you out. I mean, he gotta leave.
Yeah,
you
I
can
got
stay
it.
off the pod. We can just chat it up. If you
Yeah,
got time.
Nah, I got
Hey,
work.
Nigga, we can chat up, nigga.
Where, right?
But nah, there's some definitely. I'm gonna write it down on my phone so I don't forget it.
Uh-huh.
But I used to do this all the time. It used to be 4 of us, and we had a whole plan mapped out. Like, yo, if they coming down and all this, so like if they coming down the block, we're getting attacked. Yo, you watching this way, you watching this way on some real fucking Red Dawn shit. I don't know if you ever saw that movie.
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
the old one and watch the new
I
one.
love that. The old. I haven't watched that. I've seen the old one.
Watch
I have
both.
seen the old one.
One's about China, one's about Russia. Just watch both popping. But yeah, we used to
That
do
movie
this shit all the
great.
time. Like, yo, every week or it was like every Saturday or my Friday nights before I jumped into WV. This is what I was doing,
Yeah.
and we're trying to wake people up and shit like that. So when I listen to your podcast, I'm like, damn, they missing this. Damn, and then I was getting pissed when he's finding shit. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna go up there with nothing to speak about. But shit keep popping in my head, man.
Yeah.
I think it's a dope platform, and
Thank you.
y'all can do a lot of things with this. You know, I don't know what's the end goal for you guys or what y'all want to do, but I think
My main thing is just bring truth to the masses. That's my main thing. One of my life, and meditating brought me to this actualization. Like, one of my life purposes is shedding like light on, you know what I'm saying, deception and lies and whatever. Wake people up.
And we damn
Tap
sure
that
doing that
pineal.
with this. For a fact, we damn sure doing that with this. We can get them emails soon. That's how I know.
Don't
that,
entertain that.
I know.
I don't speak
I'm
on
joking.
it. I don't
I'm
care.
joking. But we can get them emails.
we go them
Yeah,
doubters
we
out
email
there.
back,
We
we
get
like,
them doubters and all.
Yeah,
They say
nigga, you
just
see
find
us.
it.
You see us,
Look
right?
it up.
But
Yo, don't take
I
anything
don't
from this
wanna hold them
podcast
up,
on our word. Do your own research.
Yeah,
Right,
you Google.
right. 100%.
I always
Look
say
it
that.
up.
Yes.
Do your research.
100%.
Don't take my word for it. Always ask why. Question everything.
Right. That's how we gonna end it.
bang.